Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Do you think William Hung was indeed hung?
I think that's exactly where he got his last name from.
His last name is just about his penis.
Yes.
His real name is like William fucking Chan or something like that, but he decided to go by Hung because his dick was so fat.
I think that I believe it. I mean, you have to have you got to be pretty confident to go up on American Idol.
Yeah.
At that time,
Make a gigantic
I actually
ass of
heard.
yourself.
I heard that is Hung was the censored version of his real name, because there's some names that sound vulgar, but it's like double meanings.
Right.
So
right.
his name was William Massive Cock.
Oh, I see.
And then they were like, well, that doesn't sound good for TV, so we're gonna call you William Humongous Penis. And then they're like, wait, William Hung is good.
Right.
And he was like, talk to me, tell me your name. And then they're like, do you say anything else?
Yeah, he's a star.
And then
She bangs, she bangs.
He said
I go
that.
crazy, then she move. I don't know the real version.
What
of
else
that
did
song
he?
anymore.
He just did. What's his name again? Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
Yeah, Ricky Martin. He did Ricky Martin songs, and that's it. Did he do anything else?
I don't know. I think he had like an album, but like I don't know that for sure. I just kind of assume.
Why have I never heard that album?
Might not exist. I just kind of made it up. But I feel like it must exist, right?
Yeah,
I feel like back then there's got to be at least an LP of like 5 songs by William Hung.
No, something's coming back to me. I feel like a record label did sign him.
I feel like
I think I remember
You're
something like
experiencing exactly what I'm experiencing, where it's like this must be true.
Yeah.
I can't remember that far back well, Like that was like 03. I can't ask us.
Yeah.
Like I can't dig up those kind of memories.
That was pretty early, dude. I remember we used to get that show on DVD, not even for the show, but we would watch the people that
auditioning?
failed, the people that failed miserably because they had like a whole section on the DVDs that was just failures. And me and my parents would watch that.
That
on
was
purpose.
my favorite part. Well, actually, the only part of the show I actually enjoyed, to be honest.
Of course, who cares if somebody could sing?
Yeah, I didn't like. I think I watched one. I know I watched the first season.
Sure,
because it was a new thing.
It was like the big phenomenon at the time.
And I can't
watched
remember
the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Do you remember the finalists of the first 2?
I know it was Kelly Clarkson and somebody
Ruben
else.
Studdard, I think.
No, Ruben season 2.
What?
Ruben season 2.
Did you not say the first 2?
Well, just either.
Oh no, I thought you meant the first 2 in this last at the end of like.
It works both works. But let's just season 1, the first final contestants.
It was Kelly Clarkson and somebody else, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
somebody
like
else,
Diamond Fellow or something.
Yeah, Diamond Fellow.
Do you remember what the other guy was?
Fuck no.
I remember. I
guys
remember the second 2 people.
Yeah,
it was Ruben Sutter and it was Clay Aiken.
Clay Aiken. Clay
Aiken.
And then do you know what he did? His claim to fame. The only other thing he's done.
What? Be gay?
He was. Yeah. That was. The only other thing he's ever done was be gay.
Like
it's pretty good.
Was he gay?
Yeah. Happy Pride Month. Yeah, he was
gay.
actually gay.
I thought he was just literally Clay.
He looks like Clay. And
he does kind of look like Clay.
Sang like Clay.
He looks interesting.
He was on an episode of Scrubs.
He was?
Yeah, he was
he
like,
in
I think he was like an
Claymation?
Orderly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he was Claymation. Bro, you were talking about those the people failing.
Yeah.
Do you think all of them were fake?
I don't think all of them. I think not back then. I don't think there was as much of an incentive for that kind of behavior or virality back then as there is now. I think it did exist, obviously.
I think some of them were fake. Some of them were
fake. I think William Hung was fake.
That
is what you were getting at.
It's one of those things that, look, I know people like that exist in the world.
Well, that's true.
We know there's stereotypes that exist, karaoke Asians and stuff like they.
Of course.
So, did they just find an Asian that is normal and made him like this, or they got lucky and found this guy?
I think from what I heard,
I think he just loves singing.
See, the issue.
He just went there.
The issue now is that, like, because I remember reading something. I don't remember exactly the specific details, but I remember reading something in the last like year or 2, maybe 3, about somebody who met William Hung and insists that it was an act. And like you meet him in person and he doesn't have an accent.
Oh, he was
at
like,
all.
"Hey, I'm William Hung."
Yeah, he's
I'm
like, "Hi, what's up? It's me, William Hung."
I'm a cool guy.
Yeah, I swear to God, I read that somewhere, but like,
can we be fair that that was 20 years ago, over 20 years ago?
Oh, I know. I'm not surprised.
people, I mean, yes.
That was over 20 years ago.
Well,
so
the thing-
by now, it depends on when it was written.
Well,
clearly.
the thing to me is like enough time has passed and not enough exists about him before then that he could easily be like, even if that was real, a good way to kind of like pretend. There's a lot of incentive to pretend like, oh, that was on purpose.
Do you think he's
You
like
know?
a werewolf, like a were-Asian? You think like when there's a full moon, that's what he
He's
turns
like,
into?
he's like, oh no, I'm turning into something different.
You think that's what happened?
That's crazy.
Welcome to the
He's
Snark
a
Tank.
white man. He got bit by an Asian person. Every night he turns into that. Like it's like the opposite of the thing from the South Park episode.
Oh yeah, right.
Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast, the only show where William Hung is back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no. Remember, you can go over to patreon.com/snarktank. Early access, ad-free, is as little as $1. You can ask questions over there or submit submissions. I've realized that a lot of times we get questions that aren't really questions, so I've just made the executive decisions. It's like, it's a submission thread, whatever. Just put whatever in there. Half of them aren't really even questions. They're just like, hey, I have a story about, like, I shat in my toilet and it was crazy how good it smelled. And that's like, that's the submission.
Would you keep that? Would you show people?
What do you mean?
You'd be like, hey guys, look.
If it smells
How
good.
good it smells.
You walk in like, it smells nice in here. You're like,
Yeah, I just shat all over the
And you're
place.
like, no, look. Follow me. Okay. You go over here by the bathroom door. It's like, wait, keep an open mind. Okay.
Keep an open mind is so necessary.
See, I don't think you even say that. Just be like, hey man, there's something crazy in the bathroom. Don't let them know it's anything that might be.
Yeah, I would even hide it. I would say like, hey, I even maybe mislead.
Yes.
Be like, hey, I got this new, I don't know, fragrance thing for my bathroom. What do you think of it? And,
Walks
somebody,
in a
and
room.
just to get confirmation, they're like, if they walk in there and it smells like shit.
Smells
in
like
here,
shit. What are you saying?
What are you talking about? I was like, oh, okay, that's what I was thinking. To me, I shat and it smelled great.
Yes.
So like,
I must have a tumor now.
I guess I should go to the hospital right
No, like
away.
the fragrance is nice. You walk in there and the room's covered in shit. And you're like, wait.
The-
You're like, it smells
Yeah,
amazing in here. It smells amazing. What is this?
Just an ad for Glade or something.
I heard that there's something that you could. I have an uncle that lives in Florida, and he said that. Yeah, he said that there's something that you can take. I can't remember if he said like black drop or black something. No, I was a kid, so I don't remember what
Black
it was called.
tar heroin.
But you would take something, and then it would make your shit smell awesome. And I was just thinking, even as a kid, I'm like, that can't be good for you.
No way.
I was like,
That sounds insane.
whatever he was talking about, I was like,
Your waste smelling good shouldn't be a thing
like,
because
that's-
it's waste.
hey man, the scientists need to get on it because I want to be able to shit on the go. You know what I'm saying?
I want there
Yeah.
to make something. I want there to make them to make Mega Ozempic.
Mega
Ozempic.
Ozempic?
Like you take it and you go into a coma for like a week.
And then
And
you're
you
thin.
just burn. You go into a coma and your body temperature ranges to the point where it's dangerous. And,
you
and
want like a Jordan Peterson type of
like a hyperbolic
solution.
timetable, like a vacuum
You,
tank.
you go to Russia, they hit you with a baseball bat to induce you into a coma,
They put you in a microwave and heat you up.
and then yeah,
And then you become thin.
and then you're thin.
And you
As the
wake up
science
and-
suggests.
You wake up and you built like Henry Cavill. And you're like, this is fucking amazing, dude.
I mean,
That's
hey,
gonna happen sooner or later. It's gonna be like that. sooner or
at a
later.
certain
Maybe.
point, there might be some crazy, like in a future that I can't perceive.
There's
but,
there's no way that like there's not gonna be shit like that eventually. 'Cause it's like, why not?
You think we're gonna like go back to where we're just not ashamed anymore, and we'll just carry around bags and poop outside?
I hope not.
I don't.
I really hope not.
I could see the world becoming like way more radical in like the way people think, where it's like on this part of the world, people genuinely do shit like that. Like on this side of the people do that, and like they're not bothered.
I just carry a backpack full of shit and feces.
It is pretty wild.
Well,
that
there's gonna be
some
like-
people that come to this country and don't even bother and being like, "Is it cool for me to do this?"
Yeah, yeah.
I guess they just assume that this is how everybody does it because this is how they always lived.
Right, yeah.
But, like I've seen videos like that, like random older Asian woman, that lived in the mountains of her country, just like she's out for a walk and like it's time to do my business, and dude's like bro, this is my lawn. What are you doing?
This is a society. What the hell's happening, man?
I have an Asian friend who's like very vocally hates that. He hates the mainlanders a lot, and he's like, they're savages. The way they behave is disgusting, and he talks about that. And I'm like, dude,
I worked
chill.
with a guy like that.
I'm like,
Stephen
dude,
King. I'll never forget it because his name.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's like when it's like, were you there with us in New York?
Wait, what was his name?
His name's Stephen King.
Stephen King. I'll never forget him.
Dude, that reminds me of that guy. Like, we went to a sushi restaurant in New York City, and we didn't tip enough because we were young kids and we were poor as fuck. And so this guy, one of the waiters, chased us down. By the way, it was like a sushi buffet. Like, we went and got our own shit. Like, I don't even know what the fuck we were tipping for. We tipped
They
more than we
gave
should.
you like a drink and then left forever, right?
Yeah, like, and then but like he chased us down 2 city blocks because we didn't tip enough. And I'll never forget it because his name tag was Stan Lee. It sticks so deeply in my mind just because of that. I probably would have forgotten it entirely if not for that name tag.
Give us more money, you fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
Listen here, 17-year-old.
I put $1. He was holding the money too, like because I gave him $1 because it was literally all I had, and I took it back because I was so angry. I was kind of an asshole.
I'm about to Excelsior my hand down your throat.
I just feel like it's insane to chase somebody. That's
know,
so
that makes
crazy. Like, he was allowed out of the building.
Yeah, you should. I mean, he should get. He should. If you chase a customer, you immediately should be fired.
Yeah.
But I know that's the type of place where that sushi place you went to, the buffet.
Yeah.
They clearly don't follow protocol.
That's so weird. It's just weird. Like, you chase somebody down for like stealing, maybe back then, especially.
No.
You're not supposed
You're
to,
not
but
supposed to.
like again, it would that type of place would allow it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like you're not supposed. I mean, certainly, if you're allowed to chase somebody down for not tipping enough, you're allowed to chase them down for stealing.
100%.
How do
That's
you
what I'm
steal
saying.
from a sushi
Motherfucker
place?
just grab a whole tub of the crab and then
And
fucking dart.
Run.
He's
Bro.
running so fast.
You ever go to you go to? I used to go to Asian buffets with one of my homies. Was like that was his thing. So we would go probably like every other week, and I don't want to be mean, dude. What is there drugs in the? I like crab, but dude, whenever they would replace the crab, rabid dogs, the people would just come up and immediately stack their plates with crab, and I'm like, dude, crab ain't. It's not that good. Why are they? It's like if it was probably. Let's just put it this way. If these Asian gentlemen and lady were introduced into gang culture, there would be violence because they would be
I see.
like rabid, like very rude and like
It's the experience.
And I'm like,
now was it full ass crabs or was it crab meat?
it was no, it was like say
Legs
usually
and
it
stuff?
was legs. Usually it was the
Okay.
big ass like big crabs, the king crab, not king one, that's too big.
Yeah,
but there's
the
like
prince.
a whatever the snow crab, and then they would get those motherfuckers. What did you say?
The prince
the
crab.
prince crab. Yeah, you get the prince crab, and they would fill their plates to the brim to where like only they can have crab, and then nobody else gets crab.
That's why.
But I'm just like, and
Because
then
crab's kind of expensive, isn't it?
I don't eat it enough to even know what the
I
fucking
would
price
imagine
is.
so because it's like one of those things that I don't see often. It's like lobster, I would assume. Like, what's the difference between crab and lobster?
I know it's a lot less. I know lobster is
Lobster
perceived
costs
to
more.
It's perceived to taste better.
You know
I
they're
mean,
immortal, apparently.
Well, no, they're not.
Well, I mean, like
do you
They'll
mean?
effectively live forever, but they get diseases and shit and die.
Yeah,
but
like,
they,
if you
if
had
they
a-
didn't get diseases, they would live
if you
forever.
left it in a perfect scenario, it would live like an upsettingly long time.
But that's everything.
well,
No,
not
not
people.
really.
No, people are going
Well,
to
we
crumble. immediately.
regenerate and then until we don't.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
they keep regenerating effectively.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
that's
do.
until they don't, and so they don't live
Well,
forever.
no, they do keep regenerating. They do like they're
No, like a lot of times, like say, okay, there's time for them to molt, right? And then they have a bad one, they fucking die.
yeah.
Like it's just.
yeah, like but let's say
I
they
understand
don't,
what you guys are saying.
They
but
don't do that.
This sounds like that. I know, but then they don't live forever, so it happens. So it's just kind of what you can say is, oh, they live for a really long time, and I'd be like, I would give them.
Well, yeah, we're exaggerating.
That's why I was saying, I know.
They're effectively immortal.
Sometimes my brain does that, and
They
I'm
are.
like,
They do live. Like my uncle has a lobster though that's been alive. I think Jesus owned it.
That's interesting. Cool.
That is a. I wouldn't say it's average, but that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I think they usually live around 350 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know enough to challenge that.
No, I would say like they can live to 100 years easy.
Yeah,
I like
easily.
I like the idea of some people having a like a tortoise that like has seen slavery come and go in America. Like, that's just insane to think about.
That's crazy that he's had that much time to look at it and still doesn't even understand it.
Yeah, it's like, what is that?
This was way nicer. There was more people out here to talk to before. Now there's just
Where's all the grass?
Why am I so fucking slow still?
Turtles aren't slow like that. Tortoises are crazy slow. Tortoises are the ones that
I don't remember
wild.
which one. Like, I've seen turtles book it, and I remember being like,
Turtles are pretty fast.
it was
Not
jarring.
pretty. They're not.
They're faster than you would think.
They're faster
then
than you would
portrayed.
assume
They're
based on
portrayed,
the colloquial wisdom about them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
because we do think of the tortoise that is just fucking. I'm like, what a useless animal.
Dude, you ever see the
They
fucking
had to have some
Galapagos
sort of-
ones, the big ass ones?
They take
at, like,
forever
the
to
zoo?
do everything.
They are so cool though.
Oh, they're insane.
Dude,
cool.
it's like
people sit on them and they just walk around with people on them, and it's like, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
you can fucking ride. You can set up like a little lemonade stand on one of them, like a traveling lemonade stand.
It's crazy they don't bite you, which is really interesting too. I assume they bite people like it's just in the process of like eating their food, but they don't do that. They literally just miss your hand.
They're probably just like,
Well, snapping turtles will bite you.
Well,
they'll fuck you up
they're,
good.
They're predators. That's why.
seen
How do you know
people-
that? That's a wild allegation.
You've seen people like fucking do like, I'm gonna test my, and then they fucking.
Then a piece of their hand's missing, and it's like, why'd you do
See
that?
that shit? It was like the guy with the Cybertruck. Let's see if it works. If the sensor when it's supposed to lock the trunk or whatever,
It locked on him.
and it broke his finger. Like he was like, let's see if the sensor kicks in and like, and then it was like,
Why don't
he's
you
like,
try?
oh.
Why don't you
See-
try something that's not your fucking finger?
See, that's
why
what-
don't you try like I don't know a
And-
straw
exactly.
or like I
And
don't
a
know
twig.
like
A twig. A
or
stick.
Or like a
fuck-
carrot or something.
or like a fucking.
But the audience is listening right now. Your penis, I know.
Nah, my dick would break it.
At least it's yeah. See, like floppy. So this is the real test. It's flaccid penis. It locks and
Get
see
hard.
if you can get hard and release it.
That's
That's the challenge.
seeing that work would be insane. The fucking trunk flies off of it. This guy's dick is
like an eject button, like with the cockpit.
like, yo, that's crazy. This guy broke his Cybertruck trunk.
that is actually
with his
fucking
cock.
bewildering.
I wonder if I do like 4,000 milligrams of testosterone, maybe I can reach that like level of like
Potential.
I think you would die, but like
maybe I would die right after. Like I would take it and then like charge up, bam, and then die. And I feel like that's worth it. That's an admirable death.
it's
the
definitely
thing
like
that's-
putting a chastity belt on and then taking a bunch of tests and then popping the chastity belt and then dying. That's kind of an achievement. That's breaking bounds, you know.
Is that not an admirable death?
That's something.
Yeah, I mean it's something. it's a noteworthy death for sure.
I'm sure he
I'll
said
take it.
something right after me, not on purpose. You just said like that's the best word to think of it.
It's
Well, that's
something.
something. I
It's
guess.
the thing about it, I don't trust any technology enough to test things like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even a matter of it being Tesla and Elon sucking major cock.
Yeah.
It's more about, like, I don't trust good technology with companies that I generally trust to put my finger in front of, like, a sensor and, like, rely on, like, a fucking AI or an
No way.
algorithm
You
to...
remember,
No way.
You remember when he said he'd be in Mars in 4 years, 10 years ago? 10 years ago?
Well, he said,
Remember that?
well, to be fair to him, he said we'd be on Mars in 10 years, 12 years ago.
12, sorry, 12.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
It wasn't. He's not that off,
Yeah.
but he's pretty off.
he's pretty.
The fact that we've made no major advancements towards it is interesting, too.
Well, hey man, he's busy.
He's busy. What does he even do? Because I don't even think he tweets as much as he used to. So I don't know what. Oh, he's just on drugs. That's right.
He's ignoring
He's too busy like being extremely high.
Yeah,
He's ignoring most of his kids.
doing
Which
speed-
good for him, I guess.
He's doing speedballs all the time and using his kid to protect himself from stray bullets.
I love.
So,
I
yeah.
love that like the public zeitgeist completely missed out on that. And at a certain point in history, I think it will be focused on like this bad is pure evil.
It'll be one of those things. It'll be one of the things that people will look back on and be like, "How do we not see it?" And it's just like most people did.
Yeah, like anyone
most
who's-
reasonable anybody with even a modicum of just like basic common decency would be able to look at that guy and be like, that guy's not right.
Yeah.
He's tweaking in a way that is most unbelievable.
I saw people being like, those are just autistic motions. Which is fucking, first of all, so what? Like, I really could give a fuck. I'm going to make fun of this guy.
Sure.
It's like I don't care. That's insane. But also, no. he's a drug addict. You're like, that's ableist. It's like, yeah, okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean it's fine.
I have no issue being
Remember when I
ableist.
saw the Down syndrome guy with huge balls in downtown?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I still laughed.
Yeah, it's
like, oh no, you can't laugh at it. I'm like, yes, I can. That's fucking hilarious.
Here's the real.
His balls look like a balloon.
The real
red balloon.
I would argue that the real ableism is people suggesting that we should just simply be able to not laugh at that.
Right.
Like, I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is my disability, is that I cannot look at a Down syndrome man with giant red balls on the side of the road. I can't look at that and not bust out laughing. I've been diagnosed. I have a doctor's note saying,
do you?
That I'm a fucking asshole.
That I cannot be helped.
You have to laugh. It's to me, it's silly if you were one of those people, like, because there's some people that laugh and then immediately they feel bad. They're like, oh, I can't believe I laughed at it. I'm like, don't feel like you laugh because it's funny, sir.
For me, it's
funny.
It's what I'm laughing about. That's the idea. I don't laugh at people. I try to laugh at funny situations. And when I'm laughing at someone,
well, that's what I'm saying. If you was just standing there,
that's a funny situation.
If his balls weren't out,
situation is
there's nothing funny about it.
I would laugh at like a kid with cerebral palsy being shot in the head by an Israeli, like an IDF. Like, I'm just like, we're just talking about. Oh, look, he would though.
You would laugh at that.
Well,
that's crazy.
I'm laughing at.
I wouldn't. He's laughing.
You would laugh at that. You're lying. Like,
a guy with cerebral palsy being shot by the IDF.
Yeah, I think you'd laugh. I
have an example.
I think you're projecting mega hard.
No. I would laugh at that, but you would laugh at that too.
I don't think I would.
I think I
don't laugh at people getting killed.
I think if you saw a kid with cerebral palsy having a spasm, and then an IDF fucking soldier comes in and airs him out, you would laugh.
Now
That's
hold on.
That's just a lie for no reason.
It's not a lie, and it's crazy for you to say that. But I've seen normal people fall and give themselves ostensibly cerebral palsy.
And you've laughed.
Yeah, because it's a normal person doing something completely avoidable. Not fucking Walt Jr. sitting eating breakfast and then fucking Gila Klein shows up with a fucking mace.
Who's this nigga lying to? Like, who is he lying to? This is what's killing me.
See,
like, who are you lying
the way
to?
It's being described.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about?
What, you guys think that's funny? Gila Klein?
Yes, that situation is hilarious.
You think Gila Klein bursting into Walt Jr.'s room while he's just while he's struggling to eat cereal.
While the HD theme is playing.
Yeah. she flies it like it's like Miley Cyrus on the wrecking ball almost.
Are you?
And she's like, no Hamas, and she blows his fucking head off.
Yeah. Like, so you would laugh at that.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
What a fucking
See, I don't
monster.
know. I think Kingston's a monster.
You guys are fucking pussies. You guys are fucking pussies.
You're an absolute monster.
I don't know, man.
I'd laugh at that. I'd subtweet it. I'd fucking do everything.
I love
Subtweet is crazy. That's like a
I didn't even use it at the period of time when it was called subtweeting. That's what makes it even insane.
That is funny, yeah.
I had a hard time. There was a thing that I had a weird moment where I saw something that technically wasn't funny, but it also kind of was funny. It was a weird duality that made me, like, I didn't know exactly how to feel.
It was like writing the line, kind of?
Yeah. It was because a lot of bigots were sharing it because there was a dude, there was a trans man with cerebral palsy. And you can see the scars, what do they call them? Mastectomy scars? Mm-hmm. Super like cerebral palsy.
Right.
And so the image was very, like, if you're a normal,
it's jarring.
Yeah, if you're a normal person, you'd be like, what the fuck is happening? I'm understanding it, but I'm also there's a part of me deep down that wants to laugh at how absurd it looks.
You're
but
laughing
also,
because of the absurd nature of it, not the context of the person having experienced that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's where I exist entirely. I'm laughing at the context because of me. I'm animating it further to the point I'm looking at the past and the future.
Yeah,
like what happens next and what's happened before that. And I think it's funny to laugh at like that. But that's also a coping mechanism. Clearly,
sometimes I think just things are funny because of just almost like the absurdity, for lack of a better word, like the silhouette of what's happening. You know what I mean? Where it's like, that's a wild motion, you know,
or like the thing I sent him earlier. Like the fact that many people are saying such a horrible thing so fucking freely is like, this is terrible.
There's comedy.
This is terrible. How could you not laugh at that?
To me, it's always weird.
I'm laughing at those creatures, not
like
the word.
The young kids say it so confidently. Because when I was a kid, we used language like that too, but we were very secretive about it. We were
Right.
I
very
wouldn't
like
put that on the internet, especially.
It's fucking
that's the
wild.
part that's crazy because
Remember that chick, the girl, with the dunks, and all the shit she was saying about that one girl.
I mean,
like,
that's
you recording that, and she's
But
like,
the thing is
what's
that
up?
also
What?
I very much so realized the idea that we didn't have the access to the internet and the online space that other people have. So we weren't hearing that kind of stuff ever have a platform to exist. You know, it's not the same.
I just don't know if
Like by the time when we were already kind of in our ways to understand, like, hey, this word is not a word you should be using to people in public ever.
I just feel like
we've
it was more
already
about,
grown up.
It was more about like my mom getting her leather belt and destroying me to where it caused of like, don't do this, because it wasn't about morality per se, because we just thought those words were funny and edgy and stuff as kids, but it was just like, don't say it in certain instances. And I imagine my mom, if she grew up just like, you know, she was a fucking millennial and then I'm a kid now or something, she'd be like, do not record yourself doing dumb shit or I'm going to destroy you, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You know, and that would be like understood. So I didn't fuck around that much when I was a kid. It was like, I've told you the story where I scratched the boobs off the Barbie at my school because they had like, but that was like,
Yeah, but that's like little caveman.
Yeah, but see, that was the
That's like
most
small caveman.
that was
really
like
nothing.
the most of the dumb shit that I would do. So I didn't do crazy shit. We'd make fun of our teacher behind her back and say the worst stuff, but we would never say it to her face because then we'd die.
Yeah,
you know?
I didn't have that. I didn't have that edge. I didn't have that edge when I was younger to be like, oh, I'm gonna like just straight up call someone a slur. Like that's
Me neither.
like I didn't have that.
Never did it.
And then I found out about like what they really meant, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I think they're funny because people using that is just funny. Like you're a monster if you're calling someone that, and I think it's funny that you're still breathing.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Happy Pride Month also. Shout out to all my
queer
letter
niggas.
people. My letter people.
That's right. It's Pride Month.
My queer niggas, my gay niggas. I'm gonna do a full, like we've done like semi-full gay covers. Well, technically the first one that we did was full.
Radioactive, yeah.
Yeah, Gato was full, but since then it's just been kind of like clips and stuff. I think I'm gonna go back to full length in honor of Pride Month. I thought it would be good. I'm gonna start because I know in the audience, I imagine there's probably a handful of them that are very annoyed that we never did anything else in a long time. I didn't realize how long it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At least a year and a half.
something. But I'm gonna start going through the list of all the things we did. I'm gonna start blinding everything up because I just want to focus on that right now. I was like, I feel like making
Now's the time.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Hopefully you get it done by the end of the month. When the month ends, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Terminated.
You're not allowed to appreciate the gay people.
Yeah, we're not acknowledging
Project
gayness in
terminated,
July,
bro.
Yeah, July it's all about the straights.
Yeah,
What if there was a straight Pride Month right after? That'd be so.
they're trying. Do you see
Right
Did you see
after?
the straight pride flag?
Oh, what is it?
What is it? A gun?
It looks really gay because it's blue and pink. Because, you know, like the pink represents the women.
Oh, like pink and blue. I see.
But it looks gay. It looks like a gay ass flag.
That does sound gay, actually.
There's some like, you know, Republican dude that clearly sucks cock that he pretends that he doesn't. He's holding the flag up, but I'm like, that's a gay
I
flag.
can't think of a less straight thing than to have a. Quite frankly,
Is this it?
like
That's it.
that's so
That's
shit,
it.
man.
That's it.
It would actually be better without the fucking symbols.
How could you not?
It just looks gay.
But it's still- it still looks more gay
How
than-
could you not know that?
It looks so cool.
Here's
Here's
the
another
thing.
one.
Here's
This one feels like
Now
Nazi.
that one
that feels menacing.
This feels Nazi.
that feels like prison bars. Like you
Yeah,
guys are
like-
fucking. You guys are sentenced
black
to
and,
life.
That black and white one, gives the feeling of like prison. Like I'm
Yeah.
a prisoner in my straightness.
I
Yeah.
think they noticed this was a little. This is.
It looks-
This is speaking towards
looks-
the other community.
it
100%.
totally looks
And they were like,
queer-coded.
let's go to this, and it's like this looks really stupid.
That's not even
This
like
looks really stupid.
that's a way worse design.
so bad. That's so bad. It's like
It's like a black and white, like it's 3 black stripes and 3 white stripes,
That's so
and the
depressing.
male and female
looks
symbol
like-
overlaid.
how about
on
we
it.
design a flag?
Oh,
right
that'll be
here?
that'll be a good extra ammo.
I think
You got to
this
figure
is-
out the flag,
This is really
the real straight
The
pride
real straight flag that will be official.
The problem inherently with a straight pride flag is that, with respect, having a flag for your sexuality is fucking gay. Like that's what almost defines at some level what gay is. Because like I never once thought in a million years why I would want that.
I mean,
like,
you know?
it makes sense because you're not.
if you're
But that's what I'm saying.
Sexuality is not marginal.
Like,
No,
if
but
you're
Kingston, that's the point.
Yeah.
Is that straight? Is it? You don't need a flag
Yeah,
for straight
exactly.
because it's the default. It would be like if there was like
they feel excluded from that
Exclusion.
marginalization that is already, a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's so crazy to feel that way.
I under no
Where's our
circum-
flag?
Where's
It's-
my flag?
It
I
is.
like
It
to
is. It is.
eat
it is-
pussy.
It is. That is the chronic problem of white straightness. It's like I'm mad that I'm not marginalized, even though I'm doing
White
the
straightness.
marginalization.
What are you, FD signifier?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great content creator, so
Arguable.
my name's
I mean-
FD Signifier.
he makes stuff.
I make signal
true.
fire. I make signal fires.
I make front direction signifier.
What is that?
direction
Little
signifiers.
I'm also black. Shout out to FD Signifier. I love his content,
This
dude.
nigga just made a fucking 2.5-hour video on
but-
Beyonce. I made it like
imagine.
30 minutes in. Because I wanted to hear.
I have no interest in Beyonce, so I can't watch it.
But here's the thing.
That's the thing.
I like that he makes in the video. He's so self-aware of that the vast majority of his audience are black men and black straight men don't care about Beyonce.
At
so
all.
throughout the video, he's like, "Stay with me, y'all." He's trying to make other references. He makes like a fucking anime. Yeah, he's trying. He's
trying,
Jingling
dude.
to
Like,
Please.
stay with me. I know only women and queer folk care about Beyonce, but I'm trying to, and I'm like, you're trying. I tapped out around like 30, 40 minutes because it was interesting.
This
But
Diddy video had me fucking rolling because that shit is because
That's a good one.
Diddy's been a villain for so long, and I knew he was a villain, but the
Yeah.
masses just did it, and I'm like, this guy's been a bad guy for like 30
I feel like anybody
plus
who didn't
years.
know. I feel like anybody who didn't know
Yeah.
just didn't care. Because I didn't care about Diddy at all. Like I never paid attention to him even slightly.
yeah, that makes sense.
I
I don't think I actually genuinely don't think I can think of a Diddy song even. To be
he
honest,
has one
with you.
hyper famous.
I don't
one.
know.
That's
but
interesting.
that's it.
He has a couple, but the hype. No, one. You said hyper famous. That's the hyper famous one.
That song is crazy popular,
and that's the only.
but that was like a genre defining moment. Of
maybe
music.
I don't know them. I certainly wouldn't know them by name.
We can,
You
know what I
we
mean?
ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now because it's bad boy for life.
Like
Oh
that,
yeah, I've heard that.
that song is like that song was like a moment in history though. Like that was like
of
after
half man,
buzz, half a buzz after us. Crush moving after us.
That's
no
not
pain,
him.
we ain't laughing much. Nothing but the big things. I'm a count. That was Mace, I think, right?
I'm a twist. No, you're.
I think I'm rapping two halves of
You were like you took apart that you confused the fuck out of me.
I did. I think I rapped two different parts of
fucking
the song.
ruined it.
Because one part was Mace and one part was Diddy. I know that.
So there's no Mace in it. There's Black Rob.
It's not really? Mace was in that
Mace
song?
isn't in the song if I remember correctly. I think him and Mace were already fell out.
That's when they fell out by then?
I think they fell out already. Black Rob's definitely in it.
Who is it?
Which I'm a big fan of. Rest in peace. Black Rob's dead now. Black Rob,
I bet this song's
Like
fucking
Whoa.
streams are crazy.
Like Whoa. Do you remember that beat to Like Whoa? Oh man,
I'm so bad at remembering like names to.
It's,
That's the issue with like I don't remember names really.
And Black
I have to
Rob is
hear
kind
it.
of very. It's not a very like it is. It's not a standout name. His name
No,
is Black
yeah.
Oh my God,
Rob.
Ben Stiller's in that music video.
He's Ben Stiller is in it. He's one of the I think the angry neighbor.
yeah.
And then I remember Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction is in it.
Oh, weird.
Mark Curry's in it.
Travis Barker. He basically got
Oh.
all these famous people, and it's like they're like jamming. It's like a neighbor thing. They're like fucking ruining the neighborhood. You
Yeah.
see these like angry. They appear to be Jewish neighbors that are like and stuff.
I got no idea.
It's a fun music video.
The instigative Jew yet again.
yeah. It's a fun music video, but it's also like it's Diddy. It was like Puff Daddy. I kind of liked that one song where he was like, but he was also like comparing himself to Jesus. He's carrying the cross and stuff. Like, do you hate me now? And I'm like, nigga, what is this?
That
feel
song
like
is good.
I
Because I won't stop now.
I feel like a lot of rappers compare themselves to Jesus.
Yeah, you're right. Actually.
From what I've seen.
Yeah, actually, it is to be a rapper.
Wasn't that Kendrick's whole fucking thing on that weird that album? What was it? The one with
The one, which
Oh,
one?
the
not,
Big
the,
Steppers?
not the most
Mr.
recent
Morale.
one.
Mr. Morale,
Yeah, Mr. Morale. Yeah, he was like,
the
"Look at
big
me, I'm
peepees."
Jesus." And that was the whole.
That was the album. Look, hey, me, I'm
I
Jesus.
guess.
It's like you're right, man. I guess.
Yeah.
In the sense that it holds very little importance to me.
But there was that album. Man,
Mr. Morale.
I liked half of it.
I think it's a great album.
That's
I think
an
it's
interesting album
not
for me.
it's just that's
I liked half of it.
that's a personal project. Like that album wasn't really that's something you make for yourself.
I will
That's
be
like a
honest. I
therapy
did
session.
that song where he's like having the argument and stuff like that.
Which one? No, which one? I fucking hate you.
Yeah, like where they're just like yelling and shit. Like it reminded me a little bit of like Kim back in the day, Marshall Mathers LP and stuff. It's kind of like Pavlovian because I want to beat off to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I think the album is really good. I think it has one of his best songs on it, but that's about it. I think the album is not like it's not an album for like people that don't have that kind of like for music. You know?
Yeah.
It's a that's like a very much like personal project that he's like I'm gonna review
But
this.
you know what everybody has interest in?
What?
Sydney Sweeney's future ex-husband wrote in.
Nice.
I thought you were gonna say State Farm Insurance.
Okay, continue the question.
So editor, cut to State Farm ad. Cut to 7 hours of State Farm ad.
That's crazy. And then we have the nerve to continue the podcast at the 7 hours. We have the audacity.
That would be fucking crazy.
The audacity.
They're not even real ads. they don't net us anything.
We made 7 hours of State Farm ads we want to put on there. Each ad is like maybe a minute and a half long.
I think the ads and they're all gonna be shit talking Jake from State Farm. That's
Yeah.
it. It's just gonna be, man, fuck you, bitch. You're a little bitch. Fuck you. I hate you that you're in 2K. You're a little bitch. You know that's
Jake State Farm did nothing to any of us. He just kind of existed. That's it.
Buy State Farm.
Wasn't there like an original Jake from State Farm who was like just some
There was
white guy
somebody
that nobody
else.
liked? And they like recast him?
There was a white guy
was a
first.
recast?
I
It was
feel like
a white guy first.
I thought it was like a different person.
Because the original commercial was him calling. He's like, your wife's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm on the phone with Jake from State Farm.
That's right. I do remember that.
That's the original Jake from
No
State Farm.
way, that
remember
guy
that,
was
yeah.
Jake?
Yeah, that was Jake from. That was.
I do remember that commercial because I do like that commercial.
This is Jake from State Farm.
I remember that commercial.
Wearing Jake
like,
from
and
State
she
Farm.
said like, what did she say? She sounds like what did she say?
He sounds hideous.
She
Yeah.
sounds hideous. That's right.
That's so funny. I haven't thought about that commercial in ages, but I vividly remember a lot about
like
it.
khakis or something. Like, what are you wearing?
A red shirt to
khakis.
the
Khakis. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy what a different vibe that is.
Yeah,
Because it was good, but it was also just like was not Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, now it's this guy. He's cool as
The
fuck.
light
Yeah.
skinned black
He looks
dude.
like fucking Jason Tatum.
He's just a nice guy.
The issue is that he seems too cool to work at. Like it doesn't work.
It doesn't
It's
at
on
all.
some level.
like imagine being him talking to a girl who's like, "Hi, I'm Jake from State Farm. I'm just Jake from State Farm."
Hi. You'd think I'm. You'd think based on how many people recognize me that'd be well off, but I'm actually deeply struggling.
It
You
is
think
insane
he's
how
fucked
bad I'm
Flo
doing.
from Progressive?
They should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's it's crazy. I didn't realize how old those commercials were back in the day because she's very like she's gone. I didn't realize how much she aged, and I'm like, oh, she's probably because. You know, she was probably in her 20s when I was a little kid.
She's like
when those were
76
airing.
now, I think.
Yeah,
She's a seasoned piece of meat.
absolutely. You're 100%
She's up
right.
there. She's up there for
76.
She's a seasoned piece of meat now. She's
yeah.
no longer.
She's still
fresh cut.
is begging for it though. I can tell.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You sound like Ethan Klein. In like those old videos where he's talking about like.
women need to be conquered.
No, you see, well, I forgot about that one.
He said that.
So
Josie's
there's another thing.
Oh yeah, there was like a video that I saw recently.
face. That
There's
video
there was a
was
video I saw
hilarious.
recently of him going like, I don't even remember what the fuck the context was, but it was like some activist lady with like a bunch of stuff written on her, I guess.
Yeah.
She was like, man, I bet she has a great pussy or something. It's like very weird. And I was looking, I was like, that's crazy.
She has a great.
I don't know. I've never seen it. Honestly, like I watched H3 a lot back then. This is a clip I'd never seen.
Yeah, I
earnestly.
don't know the context of that.
No clue at all.
Was it a stream or?
No, it was like an old video that they did. Like
he
it was
did
back when
stream
they were
before.
doing. It was back when they were doing.
Oh, she was still filming?
When she was holding the camera up to him, and he was, which was, by the way, a way better.
I long
That's so much
for those
better.
Days.
That's such a better content setup.
When it was
than,
him and Ela, and she was like holding.
when
the
she was
camera.
holding the camera, and it was like always moving. I remember thinking like, it's cool that the camera's always moving.
felt
It doesn't
good,
feel like a
dude.
commentary video.
It felt good.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, it's I see
I
people.
miss when he went on this nigga rant. That was a fucking great video. I love that.
What do you mean, the stream from the
Yeah.
podcast?
No.
Are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
which one are
man.
you talking
broke,
about?
and you will get no money, nigga.
You said
Get out of
that?
here. Yeah, you don't remember that video?
I don't remember that one.
That's the first video he's ever saw, and I was like, "This is funny as fuck."
Of course you did.
That's funny as fuck.
How did you land on that one first? You just felt it. Oh, this guy just keeps saying, "Feel the inward."
Just me clicking with my eyes closed.
I don't know the first video I seen from H3.
I don't remember
Couldn't
either.
say.
I think it was
like
like
a
I
2015
think it was
15 video.
around one of the lawsuits, or like because like one of the earliest copyright things, because like it was blowing up around that time. Because remember he was like one of the fair use.
Yeah,
one of
that
the
was around that
earliest-
Matt Haas thing. You didn't see him before that?
I think I might have, but only like tangentially. That was when I noticed like who they were and been like, oh, I could recognize them.
Okay. I know I've seen them before that. I for sure. I
can't remember.
yeah, it's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
But anyway,
yeah.
Sydney Sweeney's future ex-husband wrote in. And he says, "Hey, trash cans, did you see the new Dr. Squatch scent? It's Sydney Sweeney's fucking bathwater.
Right.
Can't wait to see what it tastes like."
He's gonna eat
Eat
soap.
the bar of
He's gonna eat
soap.
soap.
Dude, I have soap that smells so good that like it makes me
The
want to
African
eat it.
black soap, man.
Yeah, man. It's like you smell it and you're like, damn, dude. If I was like 2, this would be a problem.
Dude, I would have ate Tide Pods when I was a little kid.
No, you would. They don't taste good.
He would. I
I would have.
believe
They
it.
They
look
don't even
cool.
smell good
They look
either.
Cool.
They don't. They look cool. They don't look
cool.
appealing. They don't tasty.
They do look like a Gene Wilder era Wonka candy.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
would not eat that.
Almost like the Gobstoppers, where you look at it and you're like, that can't feel good. That can't feel good to eat, that thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat that. Like when I saw this, I wouldn't eat that. So if you're a kid, if you eat that, you deserve to eat it and die. So there you go.
Man.
I think that's just evolution, really.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I would
is.
have been gone,
Even-
but I would have been happy.
even just intrinsically, although I guess candy complicates this. You know, you see colorful things in the wild, and you know that's poison. You know, like, oh, that berry is really bright. That's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I'd
I
rather
don't
not.
think that's true. Exactly.
I think it is true. It's like the same thing with like
I think
certain
for
spiders.
I think for
and
animals,
animals.
it's a thing.
Yeah, animals.
I don't know
Animals-
if that's food for fruit.
I would.
Berries
I
are
would be.
bright
I'd be
colored.
cautious.
Yeah, well,
A
you get
lot
the
of
gist
fruits
of what
are
I'm
bright
talking
colors.
I'd
a
be
lot of
cautious.
well, not naturally, but yes.
I think about bell peppers, man. Like
It's like bananas are actually gray.
motherfuckers don't want to eat those. Animals want to eat
Gray?
that shit. It's gonna burn their mouths. And yeah, they are.
What did you say?
Real bananas are gray.
I thought they were plated.
What do you mean?
They like have like plate on around them.
Like
But
yeah,
like
yeah, a
gold-plated?
big gray plate.
The chrome.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
is chrome? Chrome is
Well, chrome is shiny. I
Chrome
guess.
is chrome.
But it's kind of like a grayish.
It's like a grayish. Chrome reminds me of like
I want
gold and silver
imagine
put
describing
together.
gray. Imagine describing gray as non-reflective chrome.
Well, no, gray is non-reflective silver.
Which is what is chrome then?
Chrome is chrome.
Chrome is reflective silver.
Silver is already reflective.
Not really. Not necessarily. Not to the degree that chrome is.
I'd argue it's in fact entirely reflective.
I would argue that it's
It's a
not really all that
metallic color.
There are certain pieces of silver, specifically with like silverware, where you look at yourself. You can't really look at yourself.
Well, they're
that
not the
clearly.
most reflective. but
Chrome
they
is
are-
fucking reflective.
They're still reflective because
Right, but what-
reflective refers mostly to light, right? And it reflects light, does it not?
Well, dumbass, I'm clearly talking about reflections in
Yeah,
the clarity.
You're talking about reflections opposed to talking about like the nature of being reflective truly.
Yeah, everything's reflective, dude. Your skin's reflective.
Yeah, but
I'm
not the
talking
color,
about silverware.
Not the color black. The color black is inherently not reflective.
The color black is more reflective than Vanta black.
Yeah, but it's still not reflective.
But it's no.
It's
But if something's
absolutely
no. But if something's
This
more
conversation's
reflective,
going on too
if
long.
something's more, if something's
point.
if something's more reflective than something that isn't reflective at all, that means it is reflective.
But they're both reflective.
But you're gay.
That doesn't change the reflective
40
nature
love.
of it.
40 love. I love
Love-
that. I hate
love?
that fucking. Yeah. That's
The point
tennis.
system in tennis,
Yeah.
yeah.
I hate that shit.
Like I just want every time I see him, I want to throw something at those guys.
40 it sounds like
they're
a-
sitting on those like really tall fucking chairs.
It's 15, 30, 40 love set.
Such a
then it goes
stupid-
on be it for the set if they keep time.
You know how I learned tennis? The demo of Virtua Tennis on Dreamcast.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I learned. I think
this scored so stupid.
my
It's-
parents
so
my parents
fucking
had these Italian friends that I remember. In retrospect, it's so weird because I think like they're if one of us had a kid, they would be you guys. You know what I mean? Like they would just be like our age now. And I'm thinking like, oh, whoa, that's so crazy. But like they played tennis all the time. And they would invite my parents to go, and then I would go with them, and that's how I learned tennis. But I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Tennis is fun.
It's not bad. It's not a sport that I would ever watch or care about, but it is kind of fun to play.
I like playing.
I used to
like-
watch the women because when I was a growing kid,
Uh huh.
the women knew what they were doing.
The Williams
Like-
brothers, the sisters.
The men are just like running around, just small little. The women are and
They
you're
do
like,
scream. It's crazy.
and I was like,
shut up.
no.
Imagine being in the
absolutely not.
hearing that is hearing someone scream "shut up"
I
is
think the old
crazy.
the old like British dudes probably were mad because they cut their genitals off a long time ago. Oh, and they're like my word, what's this preposterous noise?
God, there's a black on the stage.
This incessant noise will not be tolerated.
That's crazy.
And I'm like,
this bitch up, please.
Please, I beg you.
I beg of you.
I got this, sir.
No problem.
He's a ball boy.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kingston's dad.
He's so fast. He's so fast. He's
so
like blitzing people and shooting.
he tackles them at such a speed and then shoots them as they're falling, but they're already dead by the point he shoots them.
He's just wasting bullets.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
tackles them so fast that when he shoots, the bullet misses because they're already on the ground.
Oh man, who hired this guy? Who the fuck
I've
hired this
done
guy?
a great job, have I not?
I'm probably the greatest. What do they call them? Ball boys?
I don't fucking know.
No, I think they are called ball boys, actually. Because there's an episode of Seinfeld where Kramer wants to be a ball boy.
Seal
And
me
they tell him
away
that he's
again.
too old.
Seal me away. I need to be put away. He needs to put a fucking seal on him and he's just stuck there. Oh, I'm like a fixture. I'm like a stone tablet.
Are you guys... wait, what were you going to say?
No, that you have to be an actual boy to do that.
I think back then that was probably a thing. I don't know. I don't know what the
I don't
fucking
like
rules
that.
are now.
That seems weird to me.
I think you had to be young or something. I don't know.
Everything's weird, man.
yeah, like it seems like weird culture customs that it's like I need you to. It's like the altar boy thing.
I think it was more that it was seen as like not a real profession. Like it was like this isn't worth paying a fucking adult to do because it's not a real. It's not really that much of a skill. It's not a salary worthy. But I think it was more like this is like a summer thing.
I like that. I like that.
My friend did it in Wimbledon.
I'm
once.
hoping.
I like that.
My friend did it not Wimbledon.
Hoping they weren't shoving tennis rackets up little boys' urethras like the fucking Catholic
While they're
Church.
waiting to get the ball, they're sitting on tennis rackets.
Yeah. They're sitting on the Pope of Tennis.
So what the fuck did you say? How did you,
The Pope of tennis.
I
You know
didn't
the-
even understand what you said. I was just like the Pope of Tennis.
The Pope of Tennis. He's the guy with the big hat that sits at the edge of every tennis game.
Yeah, you
And
didn't
he has-
notice him?
There's always the ball boy on his lap. You know?
You didn't notice him, dude?
You never noticed the tennis
He
Pope?
spins the little ball.
It's crazy. Go forth, boy.
Did we answer? Did we do good?
Whatever.
What was the question?
No, the question was, it was, again, just a write-in, just a submission, reminding us that this does, in fact, exist. The Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap from Dr. Squid. Are we all going to be partake? Are we all going to be ordering a big case and maybe letting me have most of it?
There's
If
no-
we order a case, I'll chip in for the case.
There's no way we'll be able to get them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know that because I imagine it's a limited supply, and to make it appear real, you know what I mean?
What I do is
it
I
can't
wanna-
be unlimited.
I want to filter it out. I want to
guess.
melt it down, filter it out, and get the direct extraction that is just bath water.
That's so.
And then drink it.
That's
Do
so
all this.
stupid.
Do this whole
So
entire
much
scientific
science.
process. This much bath water. I'm like,
A guy's going through like almost like an entire series worth of time of like Breaking Bad. You know, like building a fucking lab and like doing all sorts of shit, getting into all sorts of trouble. And then at the end of like his 3-year journey, he finally extracts the bathwater.
pure.
And he drinks it and he dies.
He dies.
He lays down and dies, and then that fucking Baby Blue starts playing.
Yeah,
And
I
the
was
camera goes
thinking
up.
of that too. I was
By
thinking of
fucking
that.
Badfinger.
I was totally thinking of that.
Yeah. That's like, what a waste of a show.
What a waste of a life. What do you
Well, you know, I'm
Well, not
thinking,
for him, I guess.
Yeah, not for him. He got what he wanted.
All
If
around
anything,
me,
he's lived a more
Sweeney's
fulfilling life than most people.
bathwater. Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. Sydney Sweeney's
bathwater.
Yeah,
Wow.
I find it really funny. I find it kind of weird.
I mean, shout out to her, I guess, for making a lot of extra money.
she
for
knows-
It's crazy to me though that Belle Delphine walked so that she could run.
100%. And Belle Delphine, apparently she didn't get the money. Did she get the money eventually?
I don't know.
Because I know PayPal canceled the transactions at first or something.
Yeah, because it was like you can't
Oh, it's like technically sex work transactions. You can't
either
do
that or it's like a chemical thing. Like you're not. It's like
Oh,
like a
maybe it was
contaminant.
that.
You can't You can't sell. If you're gonna sell that kind of thing, you have to like approve it with some. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it has to
Some
go through a
bullshit
bank
like that.
directly or some fucking. I have no idea actually.
I don't know.
But
I got mine.
yeah, I got mine. Yeah, City Swing, man, fucking man. I just sometimes I look at JoJo and I'm just like, will you fucking just can you just wring incels dry, please?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something mega disrespectful.
Oh no,
I thought you were gonna be like, why can't you just be Sydney Sweeney? I was like, yo, that's crazy.
can you just try
Can you
harder?
try
Sydney
harder and
Sweeney?
be someone else?
What are
you
you
bitch?
doing?
Why don't I even fucking marry you?
No,
You're not even fucking this other person.
What are you doing?
You're not even someone I want.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say. I'm like married. Like, oh, you're not even, what are you doing? You're wasting my time.
I thought by now you would have transmogrified into someone completely different.
You're not, I hate
But
this.
here you remain.
Why aren't you Rihanna, Lily? What the fuck?
Why aren't you? God damn it! No, I just want these. Man, I see all that. You know, Sydney Sweeney doesn't have to do nothing, and
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be Sydney Sweeney. It can be like practically any woman that just wants to do that.
Yeah.
It's really that. It's the choice. If you want to hustle,
Yeah, if you anybody could do it if they really put their mind to it. It's really not that difficult of a code to crack either.
Yeah.
I think
remember
for anybody with a platform.
watching Your Mom's House a couple years back, the podcast, and
Thank you for clarifying the podcast.
Well, there's people that listen.
Jesus Christ,
that may
scared
not,
me for a second.
Yeah. There's some people that may not know that listen, so I was just like,
No, yeah, I mean, I appreciate the clarification.
Yeah, shut up.
He let you get one go around. He was like, "Don't talk again." Like, we got there.
I wasn't for you. It wasn't for you because I know you understood.
That's great. Letting someone get one go around and then do it again. Shut the fuck up. That's enough. That's it. Don't do that again.
It's like quickest loss of patience. Even anyway, what were you saying?
No, it was, there was an EMT that called in or whatever, and she made 40 grand on selling her panties. Just selling underwear.
In 1 month?
No, that was a year.
Over here? That's still pretty decent.
1 month would be. I mean, if she was like had no, if she people knew her, she'd probably make that kind of money in a month.
It's really wild how much.
She was just a regular person.
I've thought about doing that because it's like, why not really?
You
Like,
who
what are you
did
gonna
it?
get at?
Mr. Repsion did that.
That's right.
He was selling underwear. So I don't know if he's doing it now. I saw he's a bus operator. He fucking drives
What
a
the
bus
fuck?
now.
Really?
Dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was like driving a bus. I see stuff every once in a while on Facebook because usually I go there for the memories. And I saw him in like the uniform and talking about his bus stuff, and I'm like, this nigga is a welder. I remember him getting a welding license, and now I was like, he's just collecting fucking side
Yeah, he's like
quests.
Thanos collecting like a bunch of random hyper-specific skill sets.
Yeah.
It's like, I can drive a bus. I can weld a bus.
He can weld a bus.
I can build a bus.
Yeah.
I'm fucking good whenever things happen.
He was gonna, like-
That's right. I forgot he also worked at Build a Bus.
Yeah.
Build the bus factory.
When he quits his job, he's gonna weld all the buses together.
Yeah, he's gonna make a
He's
super bus.
gonna make a fucking Voltron.
He's gonna make the battle bus for real.
Watch this. Nobody can drive any of the buses now because they're all just one entity.
One big bus.
And it looks legitimately like a Gundam.
That'd be fucking. I wish I knew. I honestly like that. I have some friends who have like skill sets like that, and I'm like, damn, welding seems fucking super. Maybe not useful. I don't know. Maybe that's like in that 50% kind of thing where it's like as long as you have the space and the tools, I guess it's useful.
I actually
But,
know how to weld.
I would love to know how to weld.
Yeah.
Because I can woodwork and shit like that, like
Yeah.
pretty easily. But like even that's, I don't know. It's been a while since I've done it.
It's been a while. That's the thing with me too. I remember exactly how to weld, but I haven't done it in so long. I wonder how well it would go. But to be fair, it's actually especially just like some easy stuff like spot welding. It's very easy. It wasn't like we're when you get into arc welding where it can get a little dangerous and you got to wear the protective stuff because you go blind.
Dude, I had a friend with a fucking.
Well, there's plasma cutters. Yeah, there's a lot of. We worked with all of that shit in high school. I was 14 years old. And then we were the last generation, well, the last people really, because the lower generation didn't get none of it. They got rid of it. I think we made too many weapons, and then they just
I want to learn smithing. I feel like smithing's a useful thing, but it's also like when
that's actually a
hobby. A friend of mine does that too.
When are you gonna smith?
That's
a friend of mine
real
back in New York
hobby.
does that. He has a fucking cauldron and everything, or whatever the fuck you call it.
It's too
I'm
much
just like,
money,
bro,
dude.
like that is fucking insane.
It's too much money if you want to set
having
up a shop.
oars. Like, yeah, I got some fucking mithril. It's
Well,
like,
you
what are
just-
you doing? What do you have myth? That's not real. Like, yeah,
You're
no,
not
I
gonna buy
got
a
some.
fucking ore.
where do you think oars are?
Find a vein. You find a vein. Take some
That's
ore
just
out of
like
it.
extra steps. Like get the ingot. Don't get the
No,
ore.
I got ore.
That's
Yeah, I got
crazy.
some raw ore.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. You're like, nah, fuck that. I want to make an ingot and then I'll start welding.
That's crazy.
No, fuck.
Having an ingot on hand is wild. Just dig in your pocket.
It is just having it just a piece of
got
slab of metal.
I got some cold steel if you want some.
Well, I'm waiting for
This
you
kills fairies.
to get your tungsten.
Oh yeah, I do want a tungsten cube.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to get it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's.
So then you just have it in your pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
You go through a metal detector. Like, why do you have tungsten on you?
You know what would be crazy if, like, for the Creator Clash, if like instead
put it in your
of
gloves?
gaining weight, I just swallowed a tungsten cube.
That's crazy.
So they're like,
Dude, you
wow,
go-
he's heavy.
You go to hospital immediately after that.
That shit would fall through you.
You're
and
not
rip
you're
things.
not gonna shit it out. And
Yeah.
You're not gonna throw it off.
No, it's just gonna rip through my stomach membrane and then pollute and kill me pretty much instantaneously, I would imagine.
So what you should do, right, is hopefully there's enough supporting. You swallow it, lay down immediately, and hopefully, so just the gravity will just be pressing on your stomach, but it won't be like maybe.
It'll be more on my
How are you gonna
spine.
swallow
Yeah,
it? That's
I
so
think-
stupid.
Yeah,
That is so stupid.
yeah, I'm getting past the
Could
part
you imagine?
of swallowing it.
Could you imagine someone's like, "Yo, dude, I got like a bunch of steel. I could turn you into Wolverine with steel."
With steel.
And then some guy's like, "Yeah, I think I could do it." It's like, all right, cool. They inject steel onto your bones, and you just die. You just die.
Why don't I try iron at first?
Nah.
Because like I know like we'll be okay if you.
There's
if you,
no, you wouldn't. Derek,
Hey.
did you just say that? You would
Look.
get so violently sick so fast.
Look, you just take the
you also
iron.
can't endure it.
Listen.
Okay, sorry.
You're not listening to me.
You're,
fair.
I can't believe you,
My
man.
apologies. My apologies. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
He forgives you. I don't.
This is a debate. This is a debate. Let me just let you have.
It's
your
yeah.
point.
This is clearly some debate.
Let me have your point.
So you take all the iron that's in your body.
Mhm.
You know, you extract it with a magnet.
A little magnet. Just
You
go
get a
up and
magnet.
down your-
You start from the toes and work
Yeah.
your way up, and then come out of your mouth. You have all of it. So and then you're feeling weak because you don't have the iron anymore, right? It's kind of a little
deficient,
fucked
yeah,
up. It's out of your blood. Your heart's freaking out. It's trying to pump more. It's trying to figure it out.
Okay.
So then they induce you in the coma by hitting you with the fucking a rock or whatever the fuck they use to sedate you,
Okay. Rock.
and then they splay you open.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Right? Like, it's okay that there's not much blood. The blood is retreated because the iron's gone. It's freaking out. It's figuring things out.
That is how that works.
Yeah, this is exactly how it works. Listen, this has happened many times. So, okay, your bone's exposed. Now you just get like a paintbrush, get a little bit of just grapeseed oil, and you just lather it on the bone. Now, once it's on the bone, the iron knows what to do. It encases the bone. The blood's happy because the iron's back. And then the blood is like lacquer. And so it keeps the iron there. And then the other thing, you just find sticks or whatever to stick in your hands or whatever. Cause
No, you don't need the claw part. You just got to.
so just the other part. Well, if you wanted to complete the Wolverine thing, but this is guaranteed to work many times. My back alley doctor has insured me. You might have seen him before. He hangs out in front of 7-Eleven.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
The transient dude.
yeah.
Transient. It's such a good word.
The transient.
I haven't heard that word in a while.
So he's a good guy. I trust
yeah.
him. He's never let me down before, so I
Yeah.
have no reason not to believe him.
Yeah. I've never understood exactly what he was saying to me, but he seems like a good guy.
He does seem like a good
It does seem like mostly incantations.
Yeah,
You find him within the back. There's some guy fucking propped up on a fucking table with vials of melted metal being pumped into his body, and you're like, "Can I get past you to go? I gotta
Well,
get
look.
gas. I gotta
get gas.
Can I get back to you?
Well, look.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
The guy's wide awake with his mouth sealed.
Oh, well, speaking of concepts, Derek comes on dogs, wrote in.
Whoa, what?
I don't know, man. I'm just reading it.
Pretty cool.
He says, "Hello, my favorite humans and Kingston. What is your guys' prediction for Summer Games Fest reveals? I'm personally hoping to see a new BioShock and Resident Evil get announced. I think you'll get Resident Evil.
Resident Evil's probably gonna happen.
I think I don't know if it'll be 5.
It's either that or I'm gonna be fucking mad.
It might be 9.
can't wait.
I think it's about time for 9 actually, but we'll see.
I want 5.
It's either going to be 9, Code Veronica, or what's the 0 one?
I don't want it's,
I don't want any of those games.
Everybody, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. I think so. A lot of people are in the rumblings are hearing Code Veronica. I don't want that. I do not want Code Veronica.
I don't want Veronica. I don't want 0.
I don't want to wait
fucking-
any more years because if it's anything else than 5, that means we're waiting several years for 5.
Yeah.
I think you might be waiting several years.
Dude,
At least maybe I think next year might be 5.
Because it's like they showed the little sneak peek.
Or they might reveal 9 this year for next year, and then this year will be 5. I think that's actually pretty possible because there was a thing. I think we talked about it somewhat recently, right? About like Resident Evil 5 having like a
Anniversary.
like a rating or something. Like they got rated in fucking. I
Oh,
feel
no.
like I vaguely remember this.
No, we maybe talk about it on the other shows or something.
No, we talked about.
Did we?
Because you brought up Resident Evil 5 and wondered how close it was, and then we had a whole conversation about it. But I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember the specifics. Resident Evil 5 remake, I think, might be close, or at the very least, if it's not a remake,
I'm
it's
excited
probably a
what
port.
9. What the fuck 9's gonna be?
9 is more likely, I think.
9 makes sense. I mean, you're right about it, especially
And there's rumors about it too. Like
4
that
was
just happened today, where I saw people talking about like there's rumblings about like how it's like a.
Apparently,
It's gonna be like it's being viewed, and by the way, this is rumors. I don't know, but like a lot of people are talking about like how it's gonna be a Leon game, and it's going to be like they're treating it as like the end of his trilogy, so 2, 4, and 9.
Oh, interesting. I never even considered that.
Yeah, I didn't mean either, but like
Dude, Leon's
I'd
fucking
be-
old now.
it'd be interesting. I'd be down to see that.
Good
I
with
mean,
that because
Oh no,
I mean,
6 was a part of it. He wasn't 6.
Yeah, but nobody, 6.
I guess
Nobody
they're treating
cares.
6 like it doesn't exist.
Because I want 6. I want 6. I want them to remake that game particularly.
Nobody wants that.
No, because I want them to make that game good.
Look,
Like, I think
Leon's. Look, I'm one of the few people.
This
I talk
part was
about this all the
good.
time. Leon's part was fun as fuck. When I'm in that fucking that college area,
and you're just
Dude,
slaughter.
there's so many zombies.
You're
I'm
slaughtering
fucking sliding
them.
under them, shooting and shit. I'm fucking dude.
Kicking you kick one zombie and he just pinballs through several other zombies.
It
And I'm
was
like, this
fun.
guy's a weapon.
It felt good just because I'm like, okay, Leon was trained to be like this. So it felt kind of nice that like I had this real there were so many zombies that like you couldn't take them all. Like so it was still like survival horror, but it was fun whooping some of their asses till you kind of had to like, all right, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Or and I liked doing his part. The other parts I didn't like the weird Wesker Sun part, the kung fu shit that he does. And then
I don't like
Leon's
that he
part
has a
was just,
son.
have a machine gun to
Chris-
kill everything.
Chris
And
just
his
mowed
his
down.
gay lover Pierre or
I don't
whatever.
remember
Pierre
really.
was a friend.
Piers or whatever his name was.
Piers is a friend, man. He didn't do anything wrong.
I think
He was his gay lover. He was fine.
the only thing I ever played of Resident Evil 6 was like I think a demo that came out for it. I think,
I
and
played
it
the
wasn't.
fuck out of that
I
game.
don't know. I didn't care.
I've only beat it
I
twice.
played the fuck out of
But I
that.
also didn't like Resident Evil 5 that much when I played it.
That game is such a. That is like one of my comfort games.
I didn't dislike it. It just kind of felt like
Too different?
I think I just wasn't really that into Resident Evil at that time. To be
I'm
fair,
gonna be
I think I'm more into Resident Evil now than I was when Resident Evil 5 came out. For
Okay.
sure.
I cannot wait for Sheva's redesign.
know what's
I'm
interesting?
waiting money on that.
You know-
The way they did Ada Wong, if they give Sheva that kind of glow up,
Let's do
which
it.
she's already fine in the game. To make her better is going to be insane.
Look, you don't even need. Look, you make sure you buy it on PC. Make sure you buy it on PC because you know the mods will be there 30 minutes after the game comes out.
They're already working.
They're already working.
They actually are. It's the same engine.
Someone already hacked into the database.
Well, it's
got
RE,
her
it's
design.
RE engine. They surely. I'm sure that model already exists.
They have
It's just
many meshes that are pre-saved, and then they're just gonna put it right. Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bet so thoroughly that that's true.
Yeah, as soon as they'll just all they need is just the data for Sheva's body, and then they're gonna just
It's like,
mix it with the
it's like
meshes that they already
Palpatine's
have.
workshop in the fucking last Star Wars movie. There's a bunch of vats of bodies, and you're just like,
But yeah.
Don't remind me
so-
of that shit, dude.
So this guy wrote in. He
dumb.
wants to see Resident Evil. I think you'll get it. I don't know what it's going to be exactly, but you'll get Resident Evil stuff this year.
really hope
It's
it's not.
time. I think.
Really hope it's not.
all was a
gonna
Claire
be
Obscura
sad.
fucking thing, but there's nothing. It's
That's
just-
insane. They
nothing.
just came out. There's
They just
definitely.
show something like, hey, here's DLC. I'd be like,
I don't think they're doing
What
that.
would they be? What would they even do?
you're outside as fucking Alice.
Oh,
how
you-
much
Alicia-
Shut
Alicia-
up! Shut up! It's crazy.
She just look at it. What she do? What do you do?
The screen is black.
All right.
$20.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd play the fuck out of that part.
I'd be mad, but I'd also be like, fair enough. You got me. Fair
I don't
enough.
think you're gonna get Bioshock.
I gotta
my
see
guy.
what happens. What's going on here?
What about a BioShock Infinite
Remake?
They wouldn't do a remake.
Infinite
They wouldn't
remake?
remake it before the first one. So it'd be crazy.
That would be insane. That would be,
would be
that'd
so
be one of
bad.
those psychotic things probably ever. It's like
Veilgard
That'd
DLC.
be so funny. No, they.
Veilgard remake.
What?
Oh, guys, we heard you.
To be fair, if they made it good, I actually would be like, this would be It would rival. It wouldn't.
How much would have to change fundamentally for that game to be good, though?
From the ground up, you gotta go from the ground up.
So here's my thing. Well, damn, that sucks because a lot would have. I think you can keep most of it intact, but you have to salvage. Rook needs to mean somebody. He needs to not be a nobody. Rook needs to be somebody. So there's that big thing. You need to add other people that weren't in the game. Just put them in. So that's like DLC type shit, right? So put them in the game. A bunch of people throughout that just aren't there. It's really fucking stupid that
make the Inquisitor a character too. Like make Inquisitor one of the playable characters.
That's too much.
I don't think it is. I think having the Inquisitor as a character makes sense.
I'm trying to like realistically be like, all right, let's not
because the whole
gut
story
the
of the
entire
game. I think to remake that game to make it good, first and foremost, art style. You need to change the art style. That needs to be a huge overhaul of how everybody looks.
Yeah, I think
I would agree.
That's,
the
that's
character models are right.
I think that's the easiest thing they can tackle.
Yeah, and I think after that, I think you would change the combat to be something that's a little more impactful than what it is. I think the combat of that game is kind of very very mundane.
I think that I guess I was trying to be practical because like if you were like if you want just change the entire fucking game. You know.
To your heart's content, then there's like a long ass conversation to have there.
Yeah,
but like you're talking about,
I was just trying
what
to
could they realistically
to
maybe
make me
do?
Even come back and play it again. That's the thing. Like, because I can't even. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, damn, it sucks. Like, I can't even. Why would I?
It's gonna take a long time for that feeling to fade. I bet. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like me with Halo 5, where like I'm only recently kind of like, okay, maybe I'll play through that again now that I know that I don't care about it.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's very true.
And I would unironically play the shit out of that if it was on PC, actually. Like, multiplayer-wise, that shit was fun. But, like...
Oh, it's not on PC either?
No, it's like, it's the only one, actually, that's just kind of stranded on original Xbox One. Which is fucked because, like, the FOV, it's got that console FOV, you know? Where it's, like, 70 or something. And you're just like, bro, I can't...
I don't think I'd ever want to play that game over Infinite. That's the thing.
I could see they're different games. I think I could see myself wanting to maybe jump in for a little bit, but as far as like predictions, I really don't know. It feels like I just hope something's cool. You know, like I don't even know if I necessarily have any like wish list items. Everything that I want is kind of here already, or just I know about it.
Yeah,
like Ghost of Yotei is like I know that Death Stranding. I know what that's gonna be. So like, just surprise me, give me something good. A new Bioshock would be cool. Something new from the Bioshock guy, that Judas game would be nice, but I don't know. I feel like I'm already behind on so much with that shit.
Just remake stuff or not. I at this point, looking.
Switch 2 comes out in a few days. I forgot.
Oh wow.
It doesn't feel like it, right?
I forgot. I completely forgot about it.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna flip mine.
It's so funny though. Like I was watching.
You say you're gonna flip it?
Yeah, I'm gonna flip mine.
What? Was that the reason you bought it?
I mean, I can make pretty good money from it, honestly.
I mean, that's fair. I just saw. Yeah.
I was gonna keep, but I don't know. I just don't think I'm gonna be using it right away because I only want it for the Pokemon game, and like that game's gonna come out whatever. And I could very easily also be dissuaded enough to not even buy the Pokemon game based on how shit it looks. Because I'm sure they're gonna reveal something. I'm like, oh, this looks really fucking stupid. You guys almost had me.
Are the Pokemon game like really that?
They're good for Pokemon fans. Like if you've never played Pokemon, you've never liked it. You're in your 30s. It's not gonna happen.
I like
that spark is not gonna change.
I was a big Pokemon, just the Game Boy stuff. To be fair, just to myself, like I fell off of Pokemon, not because it was bad. I just got uninterested. But like,
yeah, me too.
The new ones. Are they like solid games? Are they like really good?
Yeah, they're solid games.
Yeah,
but they're still Pokemon games. They're good Pokemon games. That's the thing. You have like they're not. You can't judge them based off of like other video games. Like, you can't judge. You can't judge like I don't know. You can't judge like.
It's like saying you can't judge Donald Trump based on other presidents. It's kind of crazy.
No, it's different. You have to base them off of presidents. So based off of Pokemon games, based off of other like capture-based like collectathon games like that. So I think as a Pokemon game, it's only gotten better.
Yeah.
You can train your Pokemon easier. You can level them up easier. You can choose what nature you want. Getting your moves, you can you don't have to go to the move tutor. You can just go to Pokemon selected moves and teach them moves they knew before. Like things like that are just better. But it's like if you don't play those games, then like you're not getting into that game in your fucking 20s and 30s. That's something you get into when you're a kid, and you keep the love for it as you go older. Like I can't tell people to play those games as adults. It's like you don't give a fuck. It's too late.
Yeah.
I
think there's more merit. Honestly, I think there's more merit to fucking Animal Crossing, and I barely care about Animal Crossing. Like, because was it that new Pokemon game that like a couple years ago that like it looked like it was running on a fucking toaster oven?
It runs like a fucking nightmare. It's insane. It's insane. The way that game runs is crazy because it's a good Pokemon.
It runs
game.
worse than the Game Boy games.
I mean, all of them run worse than the Game Boy games. Actually, though,
That is so that's so unacceptable.
Those games worked so well because they were so nothing.
Yeah,
that's why they were barely anything.
Yeah,
it's like jackpot. They worked well.
The last one I played was, I mean, if you don't count Go, I guess, for the week that was kind of popping.
Oh right, 2016 or whatever.
Yeah, which was cool. It was fun.
The
but I
year
remember
moved
just being
over
like,
here.
I'm
The year we
good.
moved here, dude. That shit was crazy. People were outside.
Dude, I remember
That's the last game that got people outside
People
like
were
that,
outside.
man.
It's true.
I remember walking around Beacon, like the downtown Beacon area in
Yeah.
New York City, or not New York City, but New York, and like everybody. It was insane.
Me and my girlfriend at the time were fucking going to Pokemon Go fucking like meetups in like the park in freaking Rhinebeck.
Oh wow.
That really was like unlike
Crazy.
that kind of in retrospect was unlike anything I think we've ever seen.
We'll never get it again.
Yeah,
100%.
it's really like novel to look back on that because I was like, what the fuck happened there? Everyone was
Pokemon
transfixed.
Go to the polls. She killed Pokemon Go.
She killed herself.
Yeah. Didn't she disappear in the woods and came back a new entity or something?
Oh yeah, she like wandered into the woods and that guy like found her in the woods after she lost the election.
That would have scared the fuck out of me.
If I saw Hillary Clinton in the woods, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that.
Well, I'll just say that I would assume I'm dead. Not specifically because I think she's going to kill me, but I feel like her agents are going to kill me.
Yeah.
Just like, because they don't know like what I'm about. And
I
they're
would
probably
just
just
be-
going to
She's got like a fucking flying saucer full of like Mossad guys. She's gonna drop them on you.
I'd be so mad because I'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like, oh, I'm cooked. And there's no way I'm getting out of this. There's no way I'm getting home.
Yeah.
No, it's over. Yeah, it's over at that point.
Yeah. Might as well. I had an iPhone 5 at that time. I like a 5S, so I would just push record, pull my pants down, let happen what happened. You know?
I'd call my grandma, but Grandma, I'm so dead. Good night.
I'm so dead. Good night.
I'm so
No
dead.
context
Good night.
whatsoever.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. Pokemon. The last time I think the last one I really played aside from Go, and that was really only a week, was like Gold and Silver, and I liked them.
I love Gold and Silver.
But I think I played Yellow, and then I think I had Blue or Red or both of them. I know I had both of them at some point. I don't remember which one I had first. And then when I got to Gold and Silver, I was like, these are cool. This is the same thing again.
Yeah.
And I just remember being like, I think I'm good. I think I've seen.
It's like
everything
COD.
that I was-
It's the way you judge COD games, you know? Is a COD game good based on it being a COD game, you know? If you're not
back
into
then,
if you're not into like
modern, yeah,
those
I
kind
would
of
agree.
games, you know, you're like, oh, I'm not, you know, like
Yeah.
what am I doing here?
I'm definitely not their market. Like I'll want to play the campaign. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they don't give a fuck about me.
There's
Like,
games that I
They
do.
put so much money into that game too, like the fucking
Which one?
competitive aspect of Pokemon. There's so much money in there.
Man,
dude.
you'd be-
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I feel like I don't see it. I feel like I don't see where the money's going.
Oh, it goes into dude. It's merchandising, man. It's crazy.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Like you go to a fucking Pokemon tournament, a regional one, you could win like $10,000 if you win.
Scratch and
Granted,
sniff.
it's probably a horrible experience playing that game that long for that many hours, that many rounds. Like I've done it before and it sucks.
there's like stickers of
thanks.
Pikachu's anus that are scratch and sniff Pikachu anuses.
Scratch and
and it
sniff.
smells like fucking limes.
Yeah, it's like a palate. It's like coffee beans. It's like a palate cleanser.
It's wild,
That's
man.
fucking
I do
gross.
love Pokemon, but I'm very aware that I'm probably gonna see this from this new one and be like, I don't even want to buy it no more.
I just want people to like, I don't know.
Expect more.
Yeah,
It's that franchise. It's just that franchise, man. You're not gonna. They're doing something different now, where they're trying to change the battle. Like it's no longer like the games that are gonna be released from now on are no longer gonna be like turn based back and forth. It's gonna be like you control your Pokemon throughout the battlefield. That's a new approach how they're gonna do it, and that can either be good or bad. Depends on how they do it. I'm sure this one's not gonna land well at first, and then maybe in 15 years they'll have it down packed. Well, it'll be like, oh, this is like a PS6 game, you know.
We'll see. I just don't like. To me, if the formula is not broken, in my opinion, I don't fuck with it. But I don't know if I don't know how people feel since
They need to change the formula.
They feel
30 years of the same formula is a problem.
Is it?
Not if they're still making money on it.
I think they're making money off it no matter what, and they're gonna have the other client for like the old battle system that they're gonna do like the tournaments on. But I think you need to change something now because it's been stale for like 10 years at least.
Well,
so I'd imagine
anyway.
they need to spruce it up somehow.
I guess so. I mean, if it reflects in their profit margin, like if there's any, I was looking at 2K numbers, NBA 2K numbers, and I see all these people complaining, but
they're making more money every year, man.
Make billions off of microtransactions.
Yeah,
of course they do, man. What do you mean?
So I'm like, oh yeah, they're not gonna do anything.
What do you even buy in those games?
They keep stripping stuff away. Well, they make
like
everything so
jerseys?
fucking bare bone. Yeah, so you have everything. Dude,
you gotta pay for the basketball.
Dude, they make everything more expensive. So there's inflation in the fucking universe.
They're lying,
dude. And these people will let them abuse them no matter what. So everything's worse. Everything you can think of is worse. And they're making more money because people reluctantly still, I don't even know if it's reluctant, maybe gleefully, I don't know. They just buy this shit. They just buy everything. They buy all the clothes, which cost way too much money. And you want to buy like a jersey in this store.
Imagine
in the game.
buying a jersey in game.
Well, the thing about it is that like clothes in games now are like, it seems like, and I could be wrong, I don't play a lot of the games that do this, but like I'm basing it off of like skins and things like that, right? Clothes in video games are about as expensive as clothes are.
It's getting there.
You know what I mean? Like a $20 skin for like a Fortnite character, that's like a fucking that used to be the price of like a shirt, and it's still kind of not that far off.
It's not. I mean, you can go to like, say for example, Hot Topic. It's like a shirt's like $23.
Yeah. I've gotten, or like there's like clearance racks with like $15 shirts.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you're like,
Bro,
what?
There was
I
a
spent
$10 clearance.
I spent quite a bit of money this season to Fortnite, unfortunately.
Did you?
How
the
much?
Star Wars
More
stuff.
than a video game worth?
No.
Are you sure?
You're definitely not more than a video game's worth, no.
$60? More than 60? Less than $60?
Yeah, less than 60. Still
Okay.
more than I'd be happy to spend. Because
Yeah.
I bought the Battle Pass, which is like 10.
Okay.
And then I bought Luke's skin, and I bought Mace Windu's skin.
What do you get when you
Weren't
get a
they
battle
$20
pass?
each?
Like 16, 15?
Jesus Christ. That's so crazy to me.
16, 15 each?
I don't know.
And
I still have not
It's
put
Star Wars. It got me, man. I was like, come on.
I still have not somehow. I think
Mace Windu. Winning as Mace Windu's fucking fantastic. And then I started.
do you say some wild shit or what?
He's like, you dumb niggas, I won.
I think
would have beat Anakin if he
Destiny.
would have fought me the fair one. And he's
Dumb
like,
niggas, I was
I
stupid.
think Destiny's probably like the most money I've put into a video game,
Yeah.
but that's also been like 10 years. And I think over microtransactions, I don't think I've bought really much of
I
anything.
think if I'm going,
I bought expansions, I guess, to
the
play
game I
them.
put the most money into probably ever was Overwatch, maybe.
Really? You were buying the Overwatch skins? Or like the what is it?
bought
The
loot boxes, yeah, I bought loot
loot box. That was a rough time, man.
But those were
But they
just
it was
they were
straight
predatory.
up
Those were
straight up
predatory.
gambling where they were just like, you don't know what you're gonna get. Spend five. That was crazy. That
Straight up
lasted.
predatory,
That
straight up.
lasted as long as it did is crazy in retrospect, because like that was a good like 5 years of just like gambling.
Yeah.
That should
But
have.
they had like elite boxes or something, right? Where you had like a
Yeah.
better chances of getting stuff right. But
Yeah.
the odds were like super
But
low,
you could
I
still
imagine.
get nothing. You could still like
that should have
That's
been that. Is
Dude,
something
even
that
in-
should have been like you could lose your game license.
What's crazy about that too
Like, you
is that
can't
like
have
it even
that.
affected things that really had no monetary value. You remember in like original Destiny when like or you didn't play original Destiny. You used to be able to get like whenever you got loot, sometimes it would be like something that you didn't know what it was. It was like it would just be like an orb of like this is purple. It like let you know what the rarity of it was.
Yeah,
and you'd have to go to a guy to get it decrypted or
yeah.
whatever. But like it used to be that like and there's no money involved in any of this. It was just like conditioning where it's just like you can get a blue or like you can get a like an exotic like a golden one like high tier, and then you go to the guy and you get a blue. out of the fight, it's like, what the fuck? I just spent all this time.
Oh
getting
my
this-
god, Rahul's treasure cave. And
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
would do the Rahul's treasure cave over and over again and get a bunch of gold and it turn in to be fucking
And it would be like-
white clothes.
Yeah, it would be like it was crazy back then. It was just accepted that you put money in. If you got a thing, it just wasn't a guarantee that it would be fucking anything, even with money or not money.
I've definitely opened
insane.
engrams and nothing has been.
There
in
was
them
a Call
before.
of Duty. There was a Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty and called Call of Duty World War II. I think. Do you remember this one? It was like I think 20. Oh man, what year was that? That was like late 2010s, maybe 18 or something like that. But
Oh yeah, World War II.
yeah, they had like I'm pretty sure they had like a similar thing like that where like you would get loot boxes and then you'd open them up. They had a social hub on Normandy Beach. So you'd have like these like fucking World War II soldiers running around opening loot boxes on Normandy Beach, and it was like there was something so dystopian about it. It was crazy.
It seems super disrespectful.
Feels like
Hey,
end of
Grandpa,
days
look!
What the fuck is that?
I lost so many.
This
people.
is worse than what I went through.
I lost so many friends here.
Yeah, loot boxes
Crazy.
are
Imagine
fucking wild,
it's like,
dude.
yeah, I got a gold fucking PK-90.
I got a gold scar, Dad. Look,
Ridiculous.
Dude, I've seen those guns get shot recently. That shouldn't exist.
A PK-90?
The scars.
Oh, scars. Yeah,
That gun shouldn't exist.
they're a bit much.
That is such a. Imagine taking an assault rifle and just making it stronger in every way.
It's specifically so the gun's strong enough to shoot through hostages.
Yeah.
Yeah, a regular
Gotta make
assault
sure
rifle
you
can do
gotta
that.
make sure you take care of them, you know.
A
Yeah,
9mm could do that. A 9 could shoot through a hostage.
Anyway, Googling, I don't think so.
It might not
actually.
ex-
No, I think
it
it
might-
could.
it might not exit.
Yeah, maybe like
a
a-
9 could enter next to somebody.
It might not.
maybe-
Like a 22, no, but a 9.
Well, I'm saying
100%.
it depends on the person.
Yeah, me if I'd be harder. To do.
9 might not. You want to go with the 45, brother.
45 will. 45 will.
You want
A
to
9. Like a 10 can. A 10 can, a 9 can.
go-
A 45 will.
You want to go with 60 cals, you know?
insane.
You wanna go-
Shooting a 60 cal at a person is so morbid.
Point blank.
Clank the fucking.
You're gonna go with a 2,000 caliber Mac round.
You know how you said it
What even is that?
It's like a giant magnet. It's just a metal rod of like, I think it's literally tungsten actually.
It's just magnetism.
It's
It's just maximum magnetism pushing something straight forward as fast as it can go.
Dude, when I found out that Gauss cannons were real, I was like,
they're
because I thought that was
magnetism.
like a Halo thing. I thought it was like completely fake. But it's like, yo, they use just magnets to shoot metal, just bricks at like Mach 55 or something.
When my friend showed me those being real, like my jaw dropped. Because I didn't think you could use magnetism like that. He
I
was
think
like,
it's technically like illegal.
I don't think you can have one.
I think it's like a war crime to use it.
It would
because
be.
it's fucking just
It would be, but
you don't get split mountains.
you know, people don't care
Yeah,
about
Crazy.
that
They
shit.
can tear mountains open.
it's fucking
It's
insane.
like
just don't-
wild.
We have there's
So disruptive.
There's enough stuff to already kill everybody in the world easily.
easily, yeah, duh.
like it's like, at a certain point.
It's a miracle
like,
that
bro,
anything is still not that things are still happening.
It's
at all.
nice that there's enough
There's always like a few decent human beings that like maybe
fail
we shouldn't
safes
do
in
this.
places
Yeah.
that are like, hey, I have a family. We're not gonna kill everyone. if we, you know, like if we drop a bomb on this place, they're gonna do that in return. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, people have families.
Unfortunately,
People,
that failsafe is America, but we're in such a shit show right now. It's like,
people have families. They're like, I got my family here. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
And then people who don't have families are like,
Oh,
man,
God.
the new Pokemon game's coming out soon. I don't want to. I want to play it.
I need it, man.
I need it.
and I'm
I know
somewhere in the middle.
I know the graphics are gonna be piss poor and the game's not gonna work well, but I still gotta play it.
Still giving them my $85. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yo, this cutscene is running at 15 frames a second. Let's go. We're so up.
We're so up.
We're so up.
I hate that. I hate. Don't try to fucking like modern speech in front of me, dude. We're so fucking golden, dude. This is lit. And it's like,
Wait,
dude,
is that a modern speak?
lit is a little old now.
We're so up.
Yeah, we're up. It's definitely modern speak.
I feel like it's only like vaguely modern.
No,
I
it's
feel like that's
modern.
2018.
I don't.
I feel like I remember hearing "We're so up."
2018 feels like
Yeah.
yesterday, but also really it wasn't.
I don't
so,
care.
Yeah, no.
Googling what is a
Close enough.
Blumpkin. Googling what is a Blumpkin at work.
At
Wrote
work.
in.
Good job.
That's great. Great job. I hope it was at Google
IT
image
can
search.
definitely see that.
Hope your boss sees that and be like, "So you're looking in the Blumpies?
So you
huh?
look at. So you really want to know?
I couldn't help but notice.
You're in the Blumpies."
You're into like the sandwich shop. Blumpies. Yo, that's
It's
crazy.
a sandwich shop where you buy your sandwich and then somebody comes in and sucks your dick while you shit and eat it.
That is so.
That store
is a-
fucking stinks.
It smells great, actually. Somehow,
they got like a minutely cleaning.
one guy is cleaning every minute.
So it's
He's
just
just
always
cleaning.
cleaning his praying.
They don't even give him like a pressure washer or nothing. They give him like a thing of Lysol and like a push broom.
He's like the guy that trails the elephants. He's just fucking,
yeah, exactly.
He's just fucking.
The Blumpies. Oh my god.
Welcome to Blumpies.
Welcome to Blumpies.
Welcome to Blumpies. Can I shit in front of you and have you smell it?
Welcome to Blumpies.
Yeah.
Can I get the chicken carbonara sandwich?
Can I get the number 3 and obviously a Blumpkin?
Obviously.
A Blumpkin, and let me get a fucking drink. Let me get a Blumpy cup too.
Got a Blumpy cup.
Getting a Blumpkin is like the equivalent of just like
Asking for fries.
Yeah, it'd be like, you want fries with that? Do you want a Blumpkin with that? It's like,
Well,
I'm
no
here.
shit.
What do you
So,
fucking think? I've come all the way fucking here.
There's so many other sandwich shops that I could go to.
I could go to anyone.
There's one next door that doesn't do this.
Why would I go to a sandwich shop that smells like shit if I'm not getting a Blumpkin? Like, why the fuck would I be here?
Right. Yeah.
Why the fuck would I be here?
Yeah.
All the bathrooms.
Freak. Some maniac.
It's like,
no, I'm good. I'm good on the
No
Blumpkin. He's
Blumpkin
just
today.
eating
No, I'm good.
sandwiches.
I just wanted to be in here because of the vibe.
All next to him. Everybody. There's no fucking. There's no stalls.
Forceful.
There's just toilets everywhere.
Toilets and like a place to rest your arm when you're beverage. That's it.
That's so
Gotta
crazy.
keep your sandwich in your mouth.
Anyway, this guy wrote in. He says, "Hey gang, have you ever stuck with a band through some really rough albums for them to come out the other side with their best music ever? Personally, Whitechapel had some pretty meh albums, but their last 3 are perfect from front to back. I'd absolutely recommend The Valley and Kin, as they are not only sonically pleasant, but they also have a deep bit of storytelling. Be well, fucks. P.S. Kingston, my sweet baby boy." Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of this happening, honestly. Like, I feel like most of the bands that I listen to, I kind of understand where it's just like, oh, they're not going to hit that again.
Yeah, it was.
You know?
The magic is gone. You guys are older. The ideas aren't as plentiful because it's just what happens. This is what happens. Natural. The best times you can do is sometimes getting in new band members. Sometimes people leave. They're like, I just want to start a family. I want to leave. Bring in new people who are fresh and have new ideas.
Yeah,
something cool might happen, but it's not typically the case. The Whitechapel one though is kind of an anomaly because their new album they're like, oh, we want to go and put some really heavy shit out and really something that's pretty gnarly and kind of like spooky, and it was good. It was a very good album, but I also don't listen to that music that heavy that much anymore.
Yeah,
it's more in passing where I'm like, oh, this is really good, but maybe when the gym's on, when it's time to like kind of go a little harder or something. But anyway, I don't have many examples either.
I can think of one that maybe I would have, like, and that was probably like Linkin Park. Maybe had assuming what happened did not happen. Like, it would have been interesting because I didn't think that Chester was like washed or something. No. I just felt like the direction was kind of weird.
Yeah,
and they could have easily, I thought, course corrected or did something completely different that would have spoke to their talents.
I agree with that actually, totally.
Yeah,
because that's actually a really good example of it seemed kind of like. There's rumors that Mike Shinoda actually wanted to kick Chester out of the band and replace him with a woman anyway. And
that seems insane.
Yeah, it does seem insane. But I just, based off of like knowing who Mike Shinoda is, he likes a lot of weird experimental stuff. And he's largely responsible for, say, their last album being so different.
Yeah.
And Chester, their previous album was a little bit on the more rocky, heavier side that I think that's what he more wanted. I still think those album was kind of shit. The Hunting Party, whatever. It just didn't come out that well. It was a little undermixed. I like that song "Final Masquerade." It was a pretty good song.
I don't remember Hunting Party that well. At all. I don't think I heard anything off it actually.
There's a couple of there's a song that has the.
That's not Castle Glass, right?
No, that's Living Things, which I actually
I liked some of the stuff off Living Things.
Living Things actually is. I really like that album a lot. I know a lot of people were shitting on it. I think it is a fantastic album.
Yeah,
I'll stand by that. Like. It might even be. It's probably because I did a whole. My favorite from best to worst.
Oh, I loves that album.
I did that.
He's like a Linkin Park fiend. Like that's like his.
It's weird. I'm like, I am and then I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
like outwardly, but I know all their records. I definitely their 1,000 Suns or that 2010 album. That's to me that was the weakest one. That was another experimental album where there was no electric guitars in it.
What was the big one on that one? Do you remember the single? Or like one of them?
So this is not the end and it's just the beginning. What's that song? Something at the speed of light.
Oh wow, that doesn't sound great.
I'm the something takes to move on.
Weird.
Like
What was that? What was the album?
1,000
Suns?
life for something.
My phone died.
Yeah. Holding
I know
on
that song.
to what I have.
I know that song. Yeah.
It's so it's such a happy song. There's one other single on that, and I can't remember what it is. But yeah, 1,000 Suns is one of that. There's a pretty good hip hop song on there that Mike
Was
Shinoda
Bleed
did.
It Out on that one or no?
No, that one's that's
Yeah,
Minutes to
older.
Midnight.
Okay, good.
Minutes to Midnight.
I loved
Minutes to Midnight is a great album.
Bleed It Out is fucking sick. That's a great car song specifically, dude.
Throw it over. That's a good karaoke song.
It's so fun. Like I remember me and Jalen were bumping that on our road trip.
On your road trip?
quite a bit.
Now
It's
here
just
we
so
go,
it's
100
contagious.
Time, hanging in pains in every line, throwing up and let something shine, going out of my fucking mind, filthy mouth, no
It's
excuse.
good. It's fun,
Find a
man.
new place to hang this noose. I'm actually I think because a lot of people try to rate like where's Mike Shinoda as far as like rappers goes. And I feel like he's never been one of those people that he's like, oh, I'm trying to prove that I'm really good at rapping.
No,
he knows his role and stays in his place. And I feel like when he did that side project Fort Minor to really show like what like his creative mind, and I really appreciate it because to me, not as like a rapper, but just as here's somebody who really understands music and really knows how to make some cool shit. Like I know his gay ass 10% pussy, 50% cum.
I love that song.
15% pussy, 8% pussy,
Like, I don't-
5% of pussy, 9% cum, 15% pain, and 100% reason. Remember my cum.
Remember I'm gay. I know that song like went like ultra viral. Even it was even the theme of the NBA when it came out and stuff like that. So it was
That's true, yeah.
It was like good for him.
I love
Massive
that.
success.
I
That
don't love that
song
song,
is
but I
just
remember it.
fun.
It's not a bad song.
That song is stupid as shit, but I do like it.
What's stupid about it?
Well,
I
the
just
funny-
think it's silly. He's
It's-
like numbers and emotions, numbers
The
and
funny thing
emotions.
is like
That's such an insane criticism.
It's
of it.
not bad.
I
I
don't
just
think it's the
think
best
it's
song
silly.
even by a margin, but like it's fun. Like for some reason I know every line of that song, and I definitely did not listen to it that crazy.
I can remember most of it if it comes on, but right now like I'm kind of drawing a blank for a lot of it. But I know that album's really good though. If you listen to the album, there's a song on there that I thought I remember when it first came out. I thought Chester was on it. There's a song called Red to Black. It's one of the latter.
Oh yeah.
I thought Chester was singing on it. It's not him.
Yeah, who the fuck is it? It's like some.
I couldn't even tell you.
I have no idea who.
But
I
it
remember thinking the
sounds
same
like him,
thing.
though.
Yeah,
And
I
I
remember
was like-
thinking similar.
Dying to get away. Let the pain. I was like, oh, cool, Chester.
I
Of course he
whip
would do
it
that.
out, put it deeper in your fucking wait.
'Cause I'm gay.
Cause I'm fucking gay. I whip it out, put it deeper. Cause I'm fucking gay. Cause I'm fucking gay. Cause I'm fucking gay.
So here we
I
blow
whip
for
it
100
out.
times. Lots of penis in every rhyme. Throwing up and let something.
I don't, whatever.
Throwing nuts in
The point is, I don't know if
Going out
I,
of my fucking mind. Filthy cock. No excuse.
filthy cock, no excuse. That's crazy.
No filthy cock stroking dudes.
Yeah, I mean, if we were really trying to get to it, maybe, are we gonna cover that one?
I don't think. I don't think
Whip
so.
it out.
Shut the fuck up.
I whip it out.
Shut up.
I fucking love that shit.
I think, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Linkin Park is my assumption for what that answer would have been. Generally speaking,
They would have put some because the stuff they're putting out now is actually. I was like, damn, it would have been nice to hear Chester on this.
yeah, I feel like Chester on it would have been sick.
Yeah.
and some of it's not too bad, really.
They released
at all.
a
It's just
new
kind of
song
like whatever.
that I don't know if it's called. I just know the chorus keeps saying "up from the bottom."
Yeah.
up from. I actually really like that song.
That's a good one.
I was like, damn, and I was like, you bitch.
They did two. They did
you
two.
bitch. That would have been good here.
They did two recently.
Yeah.
One of them I was like, eh. The other one, that one, I thought was a pretty
I like
solid.
that- I like
It
that
sounded
song.
like an old Linkin Park song. And I was like, okay, sick.
Yeah.
Damn.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, it's exactly what I thought.
I was like, damn,
so like,
man, that's
based
good.
on that alone, I just kind of feel like that would be my answer.
Yeah.
But like, as far as like most of the bands that I like, generally they're either retired or like it's very clear that like
Right.
they're done or you know everything's just kind of okay.
I will
the
say
most
this.
recent.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll
Sorry.
say this: like, there's been 3 Rise Against singles in the last like couple months. 2 of them I just don't like straight up, and then the most recent one is okay. I'm just like, damn, they had a pretty good run, in my opinion. And I guess there's a whole album. They've always been terrible at picking singles. I think, like every time they pick a single, I'm like, why is this the single? It's like
That's
the only time they've ever got it right. I think because dude, even like Savior wasn't one of their singles.
It wasn't?
No, which is crazy because it's like so clearly, obviously a single. If I've ever heard a single from them, it's obviously Savior. But like, so maybe they're just like still shit at that. But I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking like, damn, all right, this is gonna be the one that I'm just like not into at all.
Very few.
And Wolves was kind of like poorly mixed, but I liked it because I could see like, all right, this just needs a remix.
Yeah.
But like, it was a solid one. But
That is
I
interesting.
don't have that.
You
I don't have any artists that like.
It's hard, right? Because usually it's just the natural progression.
Most of the artists
declining.
I like are like.
most of the artists I like are also dead.
That's that. Well,
Yeah.
there is that. Too.
They're like, because I like a lot of old, like,
I don't know.
weird
I
shit.
feel like most
There's
of the artists
that,
have.
you're
I guess maybe
The new Frank Sinatra sucks.
Mac. But Mac was only getting better because Mac, he left his whole like college boy era of music.
Mac
and
Miller?
and he started like experimenting with like.
And then he overdosed on like peanut butter, right? He had a peanut allergy?
Yeah.
He OD'd really bad. That shit was. That's one of the few times I've cried for a famous person.
Reese's Puffs, man. They're fucking silent killers.
I think I cried for
Reese's
Michael
Puffs,
and I cried
Reese's
for
Puffs.
him. That's
Gonna
it.
kill Mac Miller.
He had an album left to make too, man. He had one more album left to make, man.
Yeah, it's
really
a shame.
sad to
And then
hear.
fucking what's her face started fucking SpongeBob. What a shame.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
They were already broken up well before he died.
Were they?
Yeah, they were well before he died.
Oh.
How do you know that? You don't know that.
It was public. It was public. They were already
Well, then why the fuck she care about him dying? That's stupid.
they still dated. They
That's
still
stupid. I
partners.
wouldn't care. Like, as soon as I break up with people, don't exist anymore.
You know what's crazy? You know what's the craziest thing? So Big Sean made "I Don't Fuck with You" for the girl from Glee.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he made a song for her.
There's a
Dated
From
girl
a
her.
girl from. I thought it was all
Wait, hold on a second.
The girl that played
I thought
Santana.
Glee was all gay guys.
Yeah.
No, so wait, let me tell. So her name was Santana. He made the song for her. Well, her character in Glee was named Santana.
Santana?
He made the song for her.
Carlos?
And then she ended up dying in real life. She ended up dying because her son, they went kayaking.
Oh, I do remember.
And
I heard this.
Her son fell in the water and almost drowned, and she saved her son.
And then she
But
died.
she died.
Damn, but she saved her son. That's
She
cool,
saved
man.
her son, and then Sean's
would've
like,
done that.
and then Big Sean's like,
Make another one.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And then
I
he was
mean,
like,
yeah, you guys don't have kids, right?
and then he was
We
like,
don't
I
have-
still
I
don't
know,
fuck
yeah,
with
obviously.
you.
But it's really sad. He's like, he said afterwards, even after he made it, he was like, I really am not appreciative. Like, the fact I made that is such a fucking petty thing to do, and I don't like it. And then now that she's died, he's like, obviously I have to remember that the biggest thing probably put out of her existence ever is me making this stupid fucking song about not being cool with her after he broke up. And it's
Does he
like, that's
think-
really sad.
It's weird that people. Yeah, I don't know.
Does
if
he
you break
think
up with
that
somebody,
he-
it's leave it alone. You know what
Well,
I mean?
yeah,
Just go
it's-
away.
It got nasty, but like it shouldn't have got that nasty in the first place.
It's extremely. It's like, bro, like what? First of all, you said this girl from Glee. Most people, I know who Big Sean is, and I imagine way more people know who Big Sean is than Carlos Santana, or whatever the fuck you said from Glee.
It's just really shitty because that's just an unfortunate thing to have, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you obviously when you break up with people when you're mad, you act out of emotion, not thinking about what you're doing. Obviously,
You said her name Santana?
her name on
In
the
the
show was
show, yeah.
Santana. I forgot her real name, but it's really sad. She saved her kid at least, and that's a good.
It's a good. You know
good
what?
way to go out, man. If you're going out, that's the best way to
You
go
know what's
out.
good about it is that it's a good ad for that that political party that like they really hate kayaks.
Yeah,
They're really opposed to
Let me
kayaking.
look at her real name.
yeah. The anti-seething kayaking crew of America,
Yes, the
or whatever.
Anti-Seething, Kayaking Crew of America. You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
Oh no! Wait, no.
it's crazy that they don't have a majority in the House.
It is. it's what is a
Especially
shame.
after that event, I figured that would have really boosted them.
That really would have.
Yeah,
Her
but
name is Naya Rivera. Yeah, she died in 2020. Really fucking sad.
Damn, there's another guy that died in 2020 from saving his son from Riptide. He was a wrestler.
what the fuck, man? The ocean was on something.
Water was on its fucking shit.
Yeah,
that day.
water was like locked in, dude.
Water was demonic during that period of time.
That's crazy. That was like the water was like in the basement, like practicing, like all day in day out, like
Yanking
fucking like
people.
Now's my time.
yeah, going pro, like fucking.
COVID has made it way too easy to drown people.
COVID and fucking water just had a pact.
Big team up, big
That's-
COVID and big
That's
water.
crazy. It's like we're gonna kill actors.
COVID and big water. Just the unification.
Water, you son of a bitch.
Amen.
COVID. You son of a bitch. I'm in. That's crazy. COVID and water.
The water COVID.
Son of a
team,
bitch. And then he.
I'm in.
I love Predator. I love that movie so much.
Predator?
Yeah.
It's a fucking fantastic
Which one?
movie.
Is that the one, the Dr. Disrespect movie?
Yeah. It's one of them.
I mean, he's definitely a predator.
Yeah, I like how no one has heard from him in forever. Like, I feel like I haven't seen him trending at all.
Oh, did he finally retreat underground again?
I don't know. I feel like he's probably still streaming, but he's probably streaming for like an army of like fucking masturbating incels.
Yeah, that's true. He probably is streaming. What didn't he? What happened where he was saying? Wasn't he saying something like,
I got you. It's
I'm
all a part of
yeah,
my plan.
like he was
Oh,
playing
was
5D chess.
Yeah, he was pretending like he planned it all out. Fucking insane. By the way, can we just like get Louis C.K. back in here? And Aziz Ansari while we're at it. Like, there's a bunch of people.
Yeah,
like,
I think
we
Aziz-
went fucking way overboard with a lot of this shit.
I think
let's get him back in
I
here.
completely
It's
agree.
ridiculous.
Back. Louis still. I think it's still weird.
I don't think so. Really,
I don't think so.
Asking
look,
to masturbate in front of people is weird. Man.
No, it's weird, but like.
Yeah,
it's
but
not Harvey Weinstein.
To me, it's
if
not-
Harvey
No.
Weinstein, you know what I mean? Like,
there's
get over it.
There's levels to this shit.
Can I be like, to be real? To me, it sounds more like a kink shame thing, because I'm like, well, how the fuck else is he supposed to act? Like, how do you do it without asking? You know what I mean?
I think
it's like saying if you were to ask someone, like,
It would be one thing if you did it without asking.
that would change it
I think
entirely.
That's still weird. He's not a villain for
Of course,
it exactly.
it can be. Look, think of it as.
But that's what we're talking about. He's not a villain. So
he's not a
what are we doing?
villain.
Come
That's
on.
the thing, it's, you can think it's weird all you want, but I think there's a lot of like some guy wearing leather getting his ball stepped on. I think it's fucking crazy, but it's none of my fucking business.
Yeah, like if you found out,
the nature of that is private.
No, but
though. That's the thing.
No, but Kingston-
It would have been private. Like, what are you saying?
My brain just can't rationalize asking people that. Like, that's something that
Again,
you keep with
the person that gets his ball stepped on has to ask the fucking dominatrix to do it.
I understand, Derek. What I'm trying to state is that the fact that people came to this show, he was chilling in the back room, and he's like, "Hey, you guys mind if I take my dick out and jack off in front of you guys?"
Well, hey, man.
That is where my idea
So
is like.
first of all, the way you're framing it is kind of hilarious.
That's
It's
where
not-
my idea is like.
You're
it's
framing
like-
it in a way like they're all in the green room. Oh, by the way,
That's what I felt like it
Can I
was.
that is
I felt like it was. It's like
that is stupid.
I'm
They are in a private, probably in their fucking hotel, drunk, fucked up, and he's like, "Hey, I got an idea." Just like Sarah Silverman talked about it. So we have like Sarah Silverman is somebody who was like, "Oh yeah." So there'd be some times where I'd be cool with it, and there's other times where I'd get the fuck away from me. And like, so that was their dynamic.
the craziest thing ever.
But
like,
I don't think it is though, because there's so many crazier things. It's crazy,
Yeah.
but it's not like
It's
go
cra-
away forever crazy.
It's not
crazy
even-
along
it's
the
not
line
stuff
of,
that
like,
we
Especially not in the context of what we know now about everything. Like, give me a break.
Like, let me-
It's crazy
let me give you-
along the venture lines of like, oh, you're not a villain, but that's
Let me
weird
give you an
as
example.
fuck.
Was that like here's a clear difference to me. So Louis C.K. is asking to do this thing, and it can be uncomfortable, but he asks. That's what you're supposed to do. You can shut it down, and you can also have the right to be like, I don't want to work with this guy anymore because I just feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, totally.
Even though he didn't do anything wrong, he literally asked. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to
I
ask.
agree.
Now here's the thing. There's different. Brian Callen would pull his dick out. Like, so what was her name? Whitney Cummings, for example. Whitney Cummings and Brian Callen would be in the car, and then he just whip his dick out, and she's like, oh, like, and she's talking about it on a podcast years ago. This is probably like 10 years ago, 16 years ago. And they're like, that's kind of crazy. Like, that you're just doing that, and they're all kind of having a laugh about it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is the guy. Like,
No,
here he is.
look,
You're pulling your dick out
I'm not-
unsolicited.
I understand that these things are inherently different because of the nature of him asking in the first place. I still think that's crazy to even have the idea to ask.
you
that.
can think that, and I would
But
agree.
Like I said, I think
That's not what the conversation's about.
The
But I'm
king
not
stuff-
condemning. But I'm not condemning him.
it just
for
doesn't
what he
need to
did.
be said because none of us are into that shit. So of course it's crazy.
I'm not
Like,
condemning
you know what I mean?
him like a villain. That's what I try to understand that you guys say. I don't think he's a bad person exactly for that. I think it's just that's a
I
banana
just think he's
situation.
too. I just think the what he did versus where he is now versus combined also with just his skill as a comedian, I think is crazy.
Yeah.
like
I
he's
think Louis
definitely
was
one of
such
the.
a good
He's,
show.
he's definitely just one of the better ones.
Yeah.
and he's just ostracized for this thing that was like really cringe and weird.
Yeah.
but not nearly as much as like people. People are around still. people are around still on like the biggest fucking podcast in the world who do fucking crazier shit.
We know some of the other comedians that got away with some of the crazier shit. Actually,
Crystalia is out there doing shows.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Joey Diaz has been on the podcast talking about the stuff that he would do, like openers, like the stuff that he would do to girls, and he would be laughing about it. And then all of a sudden he tries to say he was joking. I'm like, you weren't joking.
Yeah.
The culture of a lot of those scumbags were doing horrible things. Brendan Schaub started getting into that culture, even though he's not a comedian, but he still got into the culture.
So weird.
And started trying to like fuck all the girls. You know, he's married. You know, and they all knew it, and he's still trying to fuck all of them, and they're like, ew, you're gross, get away, you know?
You're gross, you have CTE, grow away.
You're gross, you have CTE, get away.
You're forgetting this moment while we're talking about it right now.
Ew, brain weird.
It's just like...
Your brain has lumps, you fucking loser.
And the one thing that's interesting is, in Joe Rogan, I can only imagine the type of stuff, because he's in the same culture, and the only time we got a glimpse of it was on Opie and Anthony, where his ex-girlfriend called in the show. And was just talking about the reason why they broke up and stuff, because he was a complete unfaithful scumbag, like when it came to that. So they were talking about that. It got a little bit heated, but also a little bit respectful. It's like bygones be bygones. But it's just like, yeah, even Joe Rogan can't keep his dick in his pants. And then
I don't know how you expect him to. Like,
dude, Brendan Schaub. Hold on one second. I got to finish this point, because Brendan Schaub exposed him one time.
He did.
And they had to cut this part out of the podcast.
I remember
because he was
that.
saying, he's like, man, like bald dudes be slanging dick, man. Like talking about like cheating.
Like you too, man. I remember him saying that.
He basically was like insinuating Dana White and Joe Rogan were like just fucking all these bitches. Like they're both married. And it was like, hey, man.
Is Joe Rogan married?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. He's
What the
married.
fuck
He's
was his
married,
wife?
married to a ginger woman and has kids. And
She's really out of the spotlight then.
yeah, he specifically keeps them out. Like
he makes us rush.
he makes it, and I wish I knew who his kids were, just because I want to desperately know how they feel about their dad. Because like, oh, the guy that I've known my whole life that's been like a normal person, and then versus what he turned into post COVID, I would love to know what because it's like Elon Musk kids. We know how they feel about the dad.
That's what I mean. That's what's so shocking about it.
Right.
I thought he was just single straight up, because I was just like, how do you keep all that under?
I think they're young though.
I think no, not anymore. They were young forever ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember he did a stand-up, and he's mentioned one of them was like about 6 or 7.
Dude,
so I think one of them is.
He might have had a new kid, but like the kids that he had like growing up, I'm talking about like say when he was probably because he's in his 50s now. He's probably like on the like late 50s now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 56. But I don't know how old he is now, but his daughter's got to be like probably at least the oldest one's got to be an adult. It's kind of like Bert Kreischer. He is fucking. He has an adult kid now. Like one's 18, one's probably a teenager. I used to know who these people were, and then there was this part where like these guys they suck. They all just unfortunately, like say that's why shout out to like Bill Burr, who just gained all this fucking prominence and then stayed exactly the same. Because I imagine I'd be the same fucking way. Like if a bunch of money fell into my lap, I wouldn't turn into an untouchable retard. I don't know.
I think
it's weird.
I think the problem
It is
is that
fucking
Bill
strange.
surrounds himself with people that challenge him, though. I think the thing, because I think
Maybe.
Bill Burr could easily turn into a huge piece of shit.
He's like the
because
good
of-
ending.
Maybe.
because of
Yeah,
how
he is.
negative he is a naturally really negative guy. You know,
I think
that's his nature. Of
I
him.
think he's like somebody who grew up in Boston. But when you hear his genuine, like you listen to his Monday morning podcast.
Oh no, I think he's a positive person because of positive people being around him. I think like his wife genuinely keeps him in check.
Well,
for him
sure.
to being like too ridiculous.
Yes, yeah.
But he's around people like people call him on his shit. You know,
Let's say if he
says something that's kind of dumb and he's like, nah, it's kind of dumb. And he's like, but like why? He's like, I don't fucking.
I think he just
I don't-
understands-
You're right. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. I know it's stupid, but I care about it.
I
It's
think
like
he-
shit like that where it's like.
I think he just knows his role
yeah,
more
Okay.
than other people. You
Yeah.
know, like he just seems like I love when he's on Joe Rogan. He's talking about like, I'm not going to listen to you.
Yeah, like
pretend
why are
like
we talking about
you
this
with no
shit?
medical degree and me with no medical degree talk about medical shit? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, dude.
He's self-aware, I think, and that's
He's
what it is. Like a lot
completely
of people on that side just don't have
I
self-awareness.
think the problem is that they want to be wearing Letterman jackets when they shouldn't. They're not like the cool trendsetters.
No,
that
I agree.
Yeah, it's
I would
annoying.
agree with that
And
wholeheartedly.
the thing is that they can be a part of a movement because there are people supposed to be willing to say what they want to be free, but like you're also just at the end of the day not the smartest in the room.
Well, they also
You
just
just
think
make jokes about shit.
They also just think they're doing more than they're doing. Like none of them would do what Carlin did and get arrested for saying the shit that he said on stage and do it. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
They wouldn't, under no circumstances, would you see. Andrew Schultz would not risk getting arrested.
Fuck no.
To make a joke.
Andrew Schultz is a fucking. What was it? Who was he talking? I don't even remember who he was talking to. He was like, "Oh, I voted for Trump because he's cool. Like the Republicans are cool now."
He said it's a fucking what you call. He said it's a fucking
I can't remember.
Buttigieg. And Pete was like, "You fucking idiot!"
But it's just like anybody.
Imagine hearing someone say that.
Imagine hearing an adult say that.
That's crazy.
Hearing an adult with an adult comedian that's supposed to at least have a little bit more foresight than the average person. That's supposed to be at least the appearance.
That's the facade.
Yeah, that's the facade.
I think like that's been completely dismantled over the last like 6 or 7 years. That comedians are the new philosophers. Yeah, right.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Bert Kreischer's the new philosopher. Yeah, great. And Brandon Schaub. Oh yeah. Joe Rogan.
Take a shower, Bert. How about that?
I couldn't believe how bad Joe Rogan's last stand-up special was.
Dude,
it was bad.
Next level terrible.
And
I really
people.
It made me actually think like, oh, what
am I doing?
Like, why did I stop? Because I did it for I did 3 open mics before the week before the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of put it down and never picked it back up.
Yeah.
But I thought I was like, oh, I could do way better than this.
Joe Rogan,
very easily, in fact.
Bert Kreischer, Chris D'Elia, a lot of those people in the Rogan sphere, and probably many others that we just don't see. There's people that have it, right, and they don't put much into their craft and they just float around, and there's people who have it and they fucking grind like if you think of a Carlin who fucking would grind and put out a special every year and who was really writing and rewriting and stuff like that. And then you have people who fucking were kind of Joe Rogan doesn't have it. He's the only time people said that his mates when he was doing taekwondo tournaments, he said he was funny, but he was never told outside of that oh, he's a comedian, or he never thought he was funny, and then he just kind of got thrusted into it and he kept going.
Yeah.
And at a certain point now when you hear him talk, it's like he acts like he was one of those people that were, oh yeah, I always knew I was funny, or I'm that guy. And you can just tell the people who, when you listen to a Carlin or anyone who's I'm not saying does stuff like him, but he's just genuine, Bill Burr, would never just say oh yeah, I'm funny, or I'm an important figure, or when people talk like that.
Yeah, it's too self-serving.
It's self-gratifying.
It's one of the reasons I don't really like the way that Jerry Seinfeld carries himself. It's really annoying. And it's pompous.
The problem with
it's weird.
That's just Jerry's nature, though.
No, I know.
That's been his nature the whole time.
There's
him on the show even.
There's a transparency to it that I like. I'm weird about him because I appreciate half of it, and then the other half I'm it's so annoying. I don't understand how do you not understand that this is so off-putting? But he knows it, and then he writes about it. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how I feel about him.
How much do you like his comedy?
His comedy's weird because I don't like it when he does it, but because I have a book of his bits when I was trying to figure out my own stuff and trying to study. I was he's one of the most successful people ever. There's got to be something here.
Okay.
And so I was he has a book of his material, and it's just a bunch of jokes that he writes, right? And a lot of them are I could write this, or this is whatever. And then some of them are funny, but then I remember being I didn't laugh at this when he did it, but I'm reading it out and I'm laughing at it.
I don't think Jerry Seinfeld
it's weird.
Is really that funny, but
he's more of a writer. I think he's very clearly
that definitely says it right there.
Yeah.
I think
he's a writer with unbelievable confidence. I wish I had even the vaguest.
He can clearly write. Obviously, watching Seinfeld, he clearly can write. That's clearly something he knows how to do, and I think that I respect his comedy specials because of the fact that there's always a lesson to be told about in his comedy.
I guess I don't know.
His comedy, you he always has something that he says that that is that's a good piece of advice. Period.
Is it? I don't think so. I never got that out of. He just cares about a joke.
I think he.
I don't think there was ever a message behind anything.
I think the whole skateboarding thing he did was objectively
what skateboarding?
He's the idea of watching skateboarders skateboard and fall down and get back up, and having that be the perfect mentality for existing in the world is you're gonna get knocked down, but it's your choice to stand up and try it again, or just not do it.
What's the morality behind the Pop-Tart bit?
I don't know. I don't know the whole Pop-Tart.
I don't know. I think he cares about the craft of a joke, and I respect that. Although he's a really sinister person, in my view.
Yeah,
he's so clearly a Zionist, and it's I get it because you're you and you're this old Jewish guy. You didn't really have a hope but like at the same time,
Sure.
it's disappointing.
It's like listening to Seth Rogen when he was talking about like
Talking
I'm not
shit about it.
Yeah, well, because he's like, I'm not surprised. A lot of people like the way that we grew up and the way that what we were taught. You hear everybody here, Sam Cedar, anyone. They're like the way that we were taught. They left out everything.
Right, yeah.
So like you can't expect them to think a different way until they actually learn later on. They're like, damn, we were lied to.
Yeah.
And I guess that's religion in a nutshell.
Now
Seth Rogen's- Seth
imagine
Rogen's-
standing
Seth
next
Rogen
to
is-
that while being in that country.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, like not to validate what they're doing, but imagine being
I get it, I get
that close
it.
to
Understanding, yeah,
he's like,
understanding.
Seth Rogen's almost like the reverse for me, where like, oh, you turned it like, because he could have easily been like a bro, you know, like I could have easily seen him going into like a,
Oh, 100%.
you know, that direction.
Yeah.
And so it's cool that he didn't, and it's cool that like he seems to
He's a
his
nerd.
values seem to align with the things that I think are valuable.
He's a nerd.
But
He
you
stayed
can,
nerd.
but also you couldn't pay me to respect him. Like
I
like on the grounds of like, is he funny? You know what I mean? Like on those grounds.
Yeah.
Like as a person, like sure, whatever.
I think
Like,
he's decently
I have my
funny,
mo-
but
I
it's
have
very
my
I really,
moments.
I really don't think he's funny at all.
I have.
I think he's the least funny person in most of his projects.
I
I've
can agree with
watched
that.
enough of his stuff to where Although
Although I haven't seen the studio yet. I heard
the,
it's pretty
to
good.
me, he's like the Topher Grace of that '70s show.
He's
Like,
like
orchestrated.
the straight man kind of?
Yeah, like he's like I think he's an important piece, but I do like his supporting cast. Like whenever people are around him, there's a lot of his supporting cast I like a lot more than him specifically. Like say when he's carrying a movie himself, like say what was it, Observe and Report? If you ever seen that movie, it didn't really hit for me. You
Yeah.
know, but like when he has like a cast supporting around him, like there's a Zach and Miri. If you ever seen that movie,
Zach and
with
Miri
Oh,
Make a
Zach and
Porno?
Mary Make a Porno. Yeah.
I actually I really enjoy that movie as a dumb retarded comedy, and the people that he has around him, like Craig Robinson,
Yeah.
and
Well, Craig Robinson were together just fucking funny. You know,
yeah,
they
he's
play
just great.
off
I mean,
each
he's
other
great.
well. Yeah,
he's great. Like to me, it's like that guy. I'd love to see him in more roles, but I think he's just like I'm comfortable being like supporting. And so yeah, I think he
I made
writes
my
really
millions
well.
off The Office.
I think he is more of a Seth Rogen is more of a writer than he is just
100%,
an actor.
yeah.
I think I like a lot of his projects, so I respect him a lot.
I respect that he gets
Infinitely more
involved
than
in-
like
That's the thing. He gets involved in shit that's like passion projects of like nerd shit, and I respect that someone.
And he's
that's
also
like,
just like a
oh,
regular-
I got famous, and I love these things, and they help me figure out the foundation of how I am as a person. So I want people to see them, and I
Yeah.
like that. I like that he does that. You know,
Sure.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
I mean, it seems like a decent person.
Yeah, I just like
his,
regular-
his laugh really bothers
His
me.
laugh is
like it really like I remember I used to think it was kind of funny, and then it just got really old really quick, and now I like it's grating to me. Like I really like it bothers me.
hearing Donkey Kong have that laugh made me laugh. It made me laugh.
made you laugh?
Yeah, it made me laugh because I was like, this
it
Donkey Kong
enraged me.
sounded like this is
I'm Donkey
ridiculous.
Kong.
Here's a banana. Ah!
I hated it.
It's like sounds like he's like just choking on several cocks, dude.
I mean, I guess
Like imagine three
not wet
down
sounding.
his throat.
that's not a. I sounded
Like he's like, and then somebody, it's like laughing with cocks down your throat. So there you go. But yeah, no. Shout out Seth Rogen, come on the show.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, come on, fucking loser.
If I was gonna say I would not fight Joe Rogan. I think he's a piece of steel right now.
You would fight Joe Rogan and
would
you would
not
hit
fight
him.
He's literally just density.
Yeah, I would
Like he's
not-
just I don't even think he has bones anymore. I
He's
think he's just like
fucking
a massive muscle.
4 feet of just matter,
Roid.
just raw,
just roid.
dense. He's a fucking like a dwarf star. Like he just
Looking
there's
at him
nothing
with
to
a
do.
shirt off, it's like you are so objectively test up out the fucking ass.
Yeah,
What are
he
you
had
doing?
the HGH gut where he was like, "Oh man, I was just eating all this pasta and stuff." And I'm like, "No, your fucking intestines
roided,
are
bro.
enlarged. Like
It's
you
fine.
have
It's
enlarged
cool.
parts because you're taking HGH. That's why your head is way bigger than it used to be." But you know, it's just what happens.
That's something is that possible for your head to grow?
100%. Like if you want to see that
Barry
is a
Bonds?
lane we could go down one day.
Barry
where we
Bonds?
could see
Have you
HGH
seen-
people.
Have you seen pre and post Barry Bonds?
No, he hasn't. I don't think he has.
Who the fuck even is that?
Like one of the best
The-
baseball
the-
hitters of all time.
You know the ultra roided
Yeah, man.
baseball
Barry
man.
Bonds is?
I know he's a drug guy.
Yeah, he's one of the best drug guys.
Was he like a baseball player?
He's one of the
He
baseball
was
players.
he was in the era when in
The testing was stupid.
yeah, and when I was growing up, when baseball was a little bit exciting, because
He's from
Mark McGuire, Barry
from,
Bonds.
Let me tell you where he's from. He's from the pre-Dominican era of baseball.
Oh, okay, I see.
So he's back when it was just niggas in control of baseball. And it was more likely for him to hit a home run than to hit a regular base hit. It was actually
the most obvious
often.
thing was because he was very average when he started off. And this is me not knowing that much about baseball, but I knew enough because I knew people that were into the Giants and stuff like that, the San Francisco Giants, blah, 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 people at California teams. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he was much bigger.
His sophomore year versus junior year is
hitting
insane.
Fucking balls clearly out of the 2 parks over.
Maybe he was looking at YouTube tutorials.
He'd hit the ball so hard.
Maybe he was looking at YouTube tutorials and he just got better naturally.
He just got way better. How to hit home run.
Yeah, how to hit home run.
People think of
Look it up.
Think of this. Where the Yankee Stadium is, people would wait in the water to get his ball.
In the water?
Yeah, even though there's no water in the Yankee Stadium.
The fuck are you talking about?
I was like,
water. They'd be like,
"What are you saying?"
I got it. I knew he'd hit it this way. They'd see it coming and they would roll their boats to where it is and catch.
What are you talking about? Like in the Hudson River?
I think he's just talking about rowing on land.
There's no water near the Yankee Stadium.
That's what I know that, but what are you saying?
Is there? There's there's definitely not the original one.
I thought the implication was that he would hit it so far that it would be in the river.
It would end up near the Statue of Liberty.
That is so. That's so much crazier than I think.
That's a Spider-Man level feat, actually.
I don't even think Spider-Man could do that, man. That's actually fucking.
I think he can if he only focuses on throwing it really far. Then he has to take a nap afterwards.
I really don't think so. I feel like that's beyond Spider-Man's capabilities. Honestly, I think it just wind wise.
Isn't it no? It's just you can and then you feel the wind.
Right.
Yeah. Spider swing.
Do it. And can't you see the Statue of Liberty from anywhere in the world?
Yeah, it's actually 4 million miles wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Sorry, not miles, kilometers.
Kilometers, yeah.
Miles would have been ridiculous.
That would have been stupid.
Yeah, that would have been an insane thing to say. I only barely know about Barry Bonds. The amount of shit that I know about sports is actually phenomenally low. Because I was almost more interested in my disinterest of sports that I was just if I heard anything about it, I would actively remove
Barry
it from
Bonds was a
That's
freak.
crazy.
He was a freak of nature.
I just didn't care. I was just oh, these people.
Same thing with A-Rod. A-Rod is clearly on roids.
That's like my brother was like that too.
Yeah, I was I couldn't. I think the thing was I just looked at them as there's just people doing things.
I cared about sports when I was younger, and then I got into video games. I stopped caring about sports as much. But you cared. It's at one point.
I just waves. To me, it's all waves.
I liked playing them. I liked actively playing.
I cared about basketball for a little bit because of the Yankees.
I played
the
Yankees.
The Knicks. I cared again, and I was like,
I played basketball. I played baseball. I didn't play football really. I played the kickball and the fucking
Yeah.
I liked playing them. I just didn't care about other people who did. If somebody was like, "Oh, that guy's a famous guy who does this," I'm like, "Cool. We're just in the backyard." Why did he do that? Why did he do that with his life where he's just playing this? I didn't love it I guess I didn't love sports enough to understand why anyone in their right mind would want to do it professionally.
Get paid a fuck ton of money.
I understand that, but even when you're a kid, you're not thinking about money at all.
Buttloads.
Metric fuck ton of money, dude.
To play a game.
Yeah.
But no, to me it's watching just I love seeing humans do really cool shit. And seeing,
I can just watch war footage.
Seeing these fucking, I don't think that's cool. I don't think war's cool at all.
I don't think war is cool. I think the act of war can be interesting sometimes.
I think if we had Ninja Warrior and we treated it mega serious, there was a Super Bowl but for Ninja Warrior, I'd be into it because I would be all right, let's see who's gonna survive this time.
That's wild.
I'd want to see what nation could produce the most Ninja Warriors. I know what nation's probably gonna be, but
don't say it. Israel.
Oh, all the Ashkenazis.
Yeah, Ashkenazi ninjas.
All three of the tribes, and then you're 12, I guess technically. I don't know.
I don't know shit.
12 tribes.
See, they're gonna do the best because they have a bunch of real. Everybody's gonna be practicing on dummies and stuff, and they have actual.
That is true. Yeah,
they have bodies. They have real bodies that they can practice on.
I think the nation that would do the best is obviously here because we fucking cheat. We pull from too many pools. But if we go from that, I think it's probably I don't know. Where the fast people on the planet were Jamaicans? So
probably Estonia.
Jamaica,
Estonia.
Argonia.
Shout out to
the Argonians are there. You're watching Ninja Warrior, and welcome the Argonians. It's huh?
You never. They might be some.
They just around.
I feel like Russia's priming them. They're not ready yet, and then they're gonna
just soft launch them.
yeah.
The soft launch of Argonians is crazy.
There's the whole point of this
Early
war.
access.
He's distracting us.
He's distracting from Ukraine because he's making Argonians
Yeah.
are walking around the street in fucking Moscow right now.
He's like, hurry up. They're almost ready.
We
like,
need the Argonians now.
you know, like,
we need them. They breathe underwater.
Do we have at least a couple that are ready to go?
yeah, like that kid. Just work. Everybody, stop what you're doing. Work on one. Everybody, work on one.
No, all of you. Work on this one right now. I want it done by the end of the week. I'm serious, guys. I don't like raising my voice.
I don't like raising my voice.
I don't
like raising my voice. You know this. We've been at this for 54 years.
He's in tears.
54 years.
We've had this for 54 years, and we just by the end of the week we got to get an Argonian out there. That's all I'm gonna say. Take it or leave it. I'm gonna go. If I'm back here in a week and there is no Argonian, I can't promise you that you'll still have a career.
He has tears in his eyes. His
eyes
eyes
are
are
water-
wet. His eyes are wet. They're like they're a wet version. He's not crying, but they're like wet when you're about
They're
to.
glazed
They're
over.
welling up.
I don't like yelling at you guys. That's not the kind of person I am.
That's not the kind
but
of
we
person-
need at least a few Argonians, man.
Look what you're making
The
me
shareholders
do.
are asking
What
questions.
you're making me do.
The shareholders are asking questions, and I want you guys to keep your jobs. All right, please, for me.
He's genuinely emotional.
For me, good old,
right, let's
good
get to
old
this,
Vladdy P.
Let's get to this.
Vladdy P.
Vladdy P. Let's get to this last one, then we'll read the names.
Yeah.
Get on out of here. Fermented Pygmy wrote in.
Vladdy P.
Says, if you found out that mosquitoes are the creatures on the earth that constantly experience the most pleasure and actually have the most pleasurable lives, and they feel extreme pain when they die or don't eat, and they also mourn their dead, what would be your next move? So
Try
if
to
you
kill more.
Yeah, this would not change how I feel about them at all. In fact, it would almost incentivize me to go out and hurt more of them.
I agree, actually.
If they had the
actually agree.
intelligence to convey ideas, that's different. I'm not killing them
Nope,
anymore.
I'm still doing it.
That's fine.
They would
for
have
you.
to
That's
write
fine.
me. They would have to write me they would have
I'd
to
have
write
to
me.
see it do it too.
I would have to watch it write me a letter to ask me to not kill it. And if there's any fucking grammar mistake in it at all, it's done. You know,
That's fair. Because me, I'd be less fair. I'd be like, okay, you guys, you could have done this forever ago.
I'd be really mad about that. I'm like, why did you guys not tell us?
We could have planned. We could have made. Oh, here, these are gonna be your animals that you can feed off of. Here's your blood. Here's all the stuff you need. Don't fuck with us humans.
Yeah.
Nope. You just decided to just do this, and then now you want to say something? No, they're all going to space.
You know what's crazy about that too
We're
is
putting
that like
every fucking mosquito in a SpaceX rocket along with
Yeah.
Elon Musk in it, and then
in fact, you know what? It's
wild.
actually really it's actually really selfish on their part because we've spent all this time killing them, not indiscriminately, and then suddenly they're like, "JK, we had sentience." What you've done is you've it's actually not really my fault, but you've made me a monster.
You've made me Israel. That's
You've
unfair.
made me a monster through sheer ignorance.
Yeah,
the only way that this can be okay is if you guys are no longer around. Period.
Facts.
You know, like you've got to be gone so that our conscience can remain intact.
I'd be like, we have to figure something out. Where you guys are not with us anymore.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
with that.
Separate but not
exactly.
equal.
Separate but not equal. Now they're gone. I want
And
them
then I would say shalom. And then
I'd be bombing mosquito hospitals and shit like that.
yeah. You gotta shoot through the
Mosquito
hospitals. They take a hostage. They take one guy. They take one guy hostage, and then we just like we gotta nuke it.
You gotta nuke the entire
We gotta
hospital,
nuke the
man.
entire. Sorry, we gotta.
mosquito
use a
hospital.
pocket
We gotta
nuke
drop a
on
bunker
them.
buster on this mosquito nest.
Yeah, you don't understand, mosquito. I have the right to defend myself. What do you mean?
Mosquitoes, I hate them thoroughly. You know what's crazy about them too is that there's I love this about them because it is they so deserve this. There are smaller mosquitoes. Do you know about this?
That eat mosquitoes?
That like do what mosquitoes do to us to them. So like not only are they like the most disgusting piece of shit type of bug in the world, but they also have to contend with themselves as well.
They also actively commit the same sin they commit.
I love that they have to be like, damn, a mosquito. I love that a mosquito has to be like, fuck, a mosquito bit me. That's awesome to me.
That's so annoying. It's fun. It is funny, but also it's like
They so deserve it, man.
what? What? God? Why God? Why?
I know, right?
I feel like they're really important too, unfortunately. I feel like unfortunately they're really important to the fucking biomes. And
I haven't
shit.
heard
It's
that.
like,
I haven't
come
heard
on.
that argument yet. To be honest, I have not heard that argument.
Even when you just made it, I didn't hear it.
I
feel like they probably are. I feel like they're like a really important.
I've heard
landmark
arguments
species.
for roaches. I've not heard arguments for mosquitoes, and it might exist, but I'm with him. As soon as someone's like, "Oh, actually," I'm immediately. I'd
listen to it, but I still choose not to respect it.
Yeah,
like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm the guy that's giving it. Like if a dog starts talking, I'm like, "Oh, you guys could vote."
You go. Wait a second. This guy's advocating for mosquitoes. And it's a mosquito underneath. It's like 50 million mosquitoes, like shaped like Kingston.
I thought it was a big mosquito. No,
the idea of one knee-sized mosquito is crazy.
It's like Oogie Boogie or like the Men in Black Bugman, I think.
That's
right?
Crazy.
No, the Men in Black Bugman was one big bug, right?
Yeah. So it's
more like Oogie Boogie.
It's Oogie Boogie.
That's awesome. But anyway,
does Oogie Boogie like kind of look like?
Klansman?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, that's all.
First thing I thought when I saw him when I was 6.
You thought he was a Klansman?
Did you see that one? Did you see the guy at Universal or whatever?
Disney?
Or Disney? Yeah, sorry.
We're going there. I'm going there in the Halloween time to see it again. I love that shit.
Yeah,
Oogie Boogie back.
Oogie Boogie was there, and do you see his pussy?
Yeah, Oogie Boogie.
Yes! You see that picture?
I remember that picture of his Oogie pussy.
Wait, what?
You never see that?
No, do you have it?
I can find it real fast.
Yeah, please find it.
It's really fucking funny.
I don't understand. Like, he's just got a pussy?
It's like cloth.
Yeah, but
like there's a pinch right where his pussy
Are you saying, so you're saying he's got like a throbbing wet vulva on display? Like... Just
practically,
you can see the little horn on it too.
That's crazy. That's insane.
And I just love this cool ass dude next to him with his pussy.
That is that is so. That is so fucking unfortunate, man. They did not look at that closely at all, man. Holy shit.
Thank you.
Ooh, look at my pussy. Ooh, I have a pussy, Red. Ooh, I have a pussy.
I have an Oogie pussy, Red.
Oogie Boogie pussy for you.
Oh my god. That is fucking heinous.
Oh, man.
I'm scared. I'm shaking. My pussy's really wet.
You're joking. You're joking. I can't believe my pussy.
Fuck, shout out to Oogie Boogie, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Oogie Boogie. Shout out to his voice actor, too. Fucking amazing.
You're joking
amazing.
me. You've got to be. This can't be the right guy. His pussy is ugly.
I think I'm gonna die. He's just fucking
dude. I really love. I love that movie.
Yeah,
man.
Nightmare Before Pussy is great.
Nightmare Before Pussy.
All right, let's read the names of our $25 and up patrons. They write in to change their names to all sorts of bullshit to make me say it at the end of the show. So if you want to participate, go on over there and irresponsibly spend your $25 to toss us a hay penny or two.
Yes, sir.
Point to the Vitcher.
Please do it.
Yeah,
throw your $25 in the well.
Yeah, go ahead. Fucking make me say heinous shit that'll no doubt haunt me when I have kids. Anyway, let's go ahead.
You won't. You have a pussy.
What?
Oh, I guess you can still have kids. Well,
yeah,
no, you don't have a uterus.
That's almost specifically like.
Sorry, you don't have a uterus though.
That's true. I got rid of it. I sold it at a garage sale.
I sold it to my doctor, the 7-Eleven doctor.
Yeah. He incanted at me, and I was like, "Just take it.
Just take
it. I don't want no trouble, man." He's got a stethoscope on.
He puts his hand in there and he puts his hand in and he fucking unlatches it and pulls it out.
Bro, how would people react if you appear to be homeless? Like you just stand in front of Ralph's, right, begging for change, but you have a lab coat and a stethoscope on.
That's an interesting social experiment.
But the lab coat's got to be a little dirty. It's
got
to be a little dirty.
But like way cleaner than it should.
It's a little spot just to give the appearance that you're homeless, but
yeah,
it
actually looks like a crisp lab coat outside of like very specific sections that look intentionally like almost painted to be dirty. Yeah. Like there's not even an effort to make it feel like it's real, really.
It's just like
no, you know what it is? He's got like it's like pictures of stains taped to the lab coat.
It's so fucking dumb. That's so much effort than just putting dirt on the fucking lab coat.
I can't dirty my lab coat.
No, spare any
It
change,
means a
man.
lot to me.
I can give you
It would mean a lot to me.
give you an exam for some change.
Hey, prostate exam, eye exam.
I can
You
cure.
offer the prostate exam first.
I can cure
Prostate
you.
exam.
In
eye
that
exam.
order, I won't wash my hands. Some guy goes like, "Wow, this is a great deal."
His eyes crusting up as it's happening.
Yeah, his eyes are red.
Growing up.
His eyes look like a pie.
It looks like streusel. Oh, my god.
Fuck me,
God,
man.
dude.
Holy shit. Anyway, count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Rape. The Jewish blood banker left me anemic.
Nice.
Delta Gamma. King Dad coming on those slutty little Beatles. Obama pointing at somebody and just saying, paste, before they disappear.
Oh my god, yesterday.
What is that?
The mods yesterday, remember?
No. Oh my
Smash.
god, dude. We were at a friend of ours' place, and somebody brought over like a modded Nintendo Switch with all sorts of, like, I think it was like a modded Smash Brothers. And who was Obama? Like, what was the
Captain Falcon.
Captain? Dude, it was insane. He had like, it was like fully modeled and everything, and he had his voice lines in it. What did he say? True. I don't know why he kept saying true. This was like the least quotable. True. Well, I feel like let me be clear would have been the obvious one. But that was fucking wild.
Yeah. Did he have any of the ones from that fucking audiobook?
Oh, that would be a great place to pull from.
You ain't my bitch, nigga.
He said
Buy
that?
your own damn fries. Yeah.
Obama said that?
100%. There's an audiobook that's read by him and the Lisa Simpson VO.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
The voice actor.
What is that combination of people?
I don't know, man.
You ain't my
But
bitch,
like the
nigga.
chick is like, it sounds
Buy
like
your own
Lisa
fries.
Simpson and Obama are having
What
this conversation.
the fuck? That's
You
crazy.
ain't my bitch, nigga. And then what's the other one? He says, now you know that guy ain't shit. It's a great one.
That's
too.
like Vladimir Putin doing a thing with like fucking, I don't know,
I'm Alex.
Chris Chan or something. Like what? Like
I can
it's such
imagine.
I'm Alex.
Yeah. Better put Alex have a collab. You're like,
man.
what the fuck?
Oh my god.
What's
he
that guy up to? Didn't he like some? What
hiding.
happened to that
He's
guy?
hiding.
I think he came back again. I think he tried to come.
Oh, he's back?
Yeah, I think he's making
Oh
stuff.
shit! He went away for a long time to everyone stopped caring,
Yeah.
and then I mean the idea is just to power through it. Really, if you do shitty stuff,
Yeah.
don't acknowledge it, and then
I think he had like like a rebuttal video, and I watched some of it, but it just kind of didn't strike me as I don't know, man. Whatever.
I'm Alex. A rebuttal. What could he even say? It was on fucking
Yeah, that's
video.
kind of thing. It's like there's no real crime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, or at least as far as I know. Like, maybe there was like a battery or something. Like, I don't even remember really. I just remember seeing that video of him threatening her, and I just remember being like,
Yeah.
There's, with respect, there's no video of me doing anything like that
And he like
because I've never done anything like that. So like, it's hard for me to. It's hard
I've
for me to be
never-
like. It's hard for me to be like, oh, he's probably fine. He's probably a chill person.
I've
Yeah.
never got caught doing stuff like that.
never got caught. I see my what? An hour and 42 minutes?
Yeah, I'm not watching this. Yeah,
Fuck. That's strategic as fuck.
is it? Yeah,
Well, yeah, because it
because
ensures.
then people could just be like, you didn't watch the video.
Dude,
Which, to be fair, I didn't.
Dude, also, yeah, it ensures people like me are absolutely not going to watch that. I see a thing that's an hour for. I'm like, what could you possibly say in that amount of time that is a.
I'm sure it's probably leaning into more specific, because honestly, even back at the time when we covered it, I think we mentioned this, that like both of them seemed kind of insane.
I am.
So I think it's probably clearing up like specific details about like that's wrong, this was a lie, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm sure that's probably plenty valid.
Yeah.
My issue always came from the videos of him just threatening.
That shit was funny.
Like, I didn't care that he said, like, there was a thing about him saying the N-word. I didn't
hard
care. I
R,
didn't
that
give
was a good one.
Like, that's
British. What
That's
do you mean?
crazy that he said that, but also, like, that
Well,
word
relics.
means nothing to me because I'm surrounded by you. So, like,
Yeah,
the shock of that is gone.
With that iconic line where he says he's gonna like hit her, throw a brick at her. Or what is it?
I swear, I'm going to throw a brick at you.
Something like that.
I don't remember. I forget how he
It's
sounds.
something about a brick, and he was just gonna.
I'll stab you with a bloody
I'm gonna
brick.
fucking brick all over you, mate.
I'm gonna brick you to death.
He fucking.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Whatever.
Damn it, fucking. Oh, so wow. So yeah, so he came out. So it was like he was gone for like a year, and then he came back.
Yeah,
And
now I
so-
think he's just posting reels and shit. I feel like I saw
Oh.
him. I feel like I saw him just making normal content.
Let's see.
Which I guess you just have to do. There's no real normal sane expectation that they can just like kind of die and go away. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So like I guess he has to keep posting and like fair enough, but like
Yeah, I mean, especially like you said, what that was the worst of it, right? He like threatened her, so it's just like allegations of.
I don't really know if that was the
abuse.
worst. It was the only thing that I saw that to
I
me
just don't
was
remember.
Yeah, I don't really
remember
remember
what
that much of
happened.
it. I think they were both kind of crazy though, based on what I saw.
I can't look, man. I'm gonna be completely honest, and it might be some people might get offended, but all those. There's like the Discord culture and shit where all those people are, and then they're no, dude, it's not. You got to be a little nuts to have like a. It's like they're recording stuff. She's like if you're recording conversations of people, unless you think somebody's doing a crime and you need evidence of it, but if you're recording like that, she recorded him.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well.
Like, you're.
It's good. Clearly, you're doing that for a reason.
Normal people don't do shit like that. Normal people are very gullible, don't even know how to really use Discord. Once they get on Discord, they're not thinking of, let me get into OBS or whatever the fuck, and I'm gonna record my conversation because I'm crazy. Like, you got, you know what I'm saying, man? It's not a. You just understand what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, understand what you're dealing with. If you're not into that shit, stay fucking far away from it. Alex, I think he was well a part of that culture. Of that was totally fine and everything was cool until it was not, and it's like, well, yeah, that's just kind of what happens, you know.
Yeah.
Girl next door, boy next door, man. Shit, if you're trying to do relationship stuff, and then have platonic relationships on the internet, I feel like is the best way to go.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to listen to me.
Or at the
I'm just
very
saying.
least, like I don't know. To me, it's always weird that like it's always like Discord leaks or something, where it's just like, oh my god, you see the Discord leaks? I'm like, I don't even think there's a single I don't think I've said anything of any consequence through Discord, because why the fuck would I?
I mean, I definitely.
You know what I mean?
There's definitely chats I have with like friends of mine where we say shit that's fucking heinous.
I don't type anything out on Discord.
But it's like nothing.
Yeah, I found
but it's
it.
I
like
like
nothing
share
that,
links and just talk about really mundane shit. But like, there's not a single leaked Discord DM of mine that's like particularly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth.
That wouldn't even
leaking
be. It wouldn't even be fucking close.
Yeah, I found a funny message that I posted on my Instagram story that I would love to share, but I'm probably not going to find it in the moment. But it was just when I still had a Discord because I didn't like it, so I shut it down eventually. But somebody, one of the main mods or whatever, my buddy Andrew, he started a not safe for work section. This is like, I was like, whatever, everybody here's a fucking adult, so whatever.
Yeah.
But like him and some other people just kept posting like just pictures of hot bitches. And like, it was just annoying, but like I said, I didn't care at first. There is one where like this chick, she posted with like a fucking phenomenal ass, and I replied to it and I was like, damn, that's how my ass looks. And then I don't know why, like it just, the way it was framed, I thought it was funny, so I shared it. And that's like that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was just like, it's not, there's nothing, especially to be fair, I feel like if any Discord probably lasts long enough, some dickhead is going to post some fucked up stuff in there, but it'll be them and not you. If you know what I mean. So that's kind of like the nature of it. That's why eventually I just didn't want to deal with any of that because there's just weird people that will. Oh, I don't like Derek. I'm gonna come in because it's not like mine was paywalled. It was like anybody wants to join because my audience wasn't popping like crazy anyway. So it was like it was very respectable. So yeah, it was just but at the same time, I don't deal with this stuff. I saw fucking people doing look at this Futanari fucking channel and conservative stuff and weird people infiltrate. I was like, bro, this is stupid. I fucking hate this shit.
Anyway,
whatever.
Squimp is bugs.
Squimp is bugs?
I don't know, that's what it says. Clamuel Esquire the Third, Usurer Guildmaster, Mally Malibu. Whenever Kingston reads the credits, I feel like I'm owed $25.
That's cool.
Very cool.
You need glasses, man.
What you call
Oh
it?
yeah, me and Jojo were just talking about that for some reason.
About
I don't remember
meeting
why.
glasses?
Yeah, I don't remember why, but it came up. Oh yeah, because I went to the optometrist. I went to the optometrist. I went to the eye doctor, and I think because when I missed my first appointment, we were talking about something, and then it reminded me of you being blind.
I'm not blind.
You need glasses.
Maybe.
Oh, and the question was, why do you refuse to get them? That was the thing that was brought up. So I'll relay that to you.
Colin Moriarty. 3 gay Beatles versus Jordan Peterson, The Mask. That is fucking crazy. Jordan Peterson as The Mask? I can't even imagine it, actually. Like,
Someone
they're
stop
fundamentally
me.
Somebody
stop me.
It's almost like trying to put two magnets.
Smoking.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You could do it if you were stronger. You have no strength, you could fucking do it.
Yeah, but it's there's such a resistance.
up.
Yeah.
I can't envision it.
No way, Bucko.
No way, Bucko. Somebody stop me.
Somebody stop me. Smoking.
Jesus Christ.
Auga.
Oh my god, I like 3 gay Beetlejuices though. That was my favorite.
Yeah,
Gay Beetlejuice is my favorite.
he's iconic already.
Happy Pride.
Happy me month.
Happy Me Month. It's Beetlejuice Month. Gay.
He's dressed in a rainbow suit.
Oh yeah, I mean he's already in that weird kind of like pinstripe kind of
Oh
thing,
shit,
right?
he's in the straight flag costume actually.
Oh, he is. That's kind of crazy.
I don't know.
They made the straight flag Beetlejuice. Fucking, I guess technically there is nothing more straight because Beetlejuice is literally just like a fucking. He's a horn dog. He's always trying to marry some lady.
Yeah.
He's a horny demon, literally.
Yeah.
Let me come on your face, lady. What's your name? What's your name again?
Well, he wanted to marry that underage girl.
All right, let me blast
Winona
him
Ryder
on
at the
your
time.
chin.
Oh right. Was Winona Ryder Wednesday in that one or no?
No,
It's not
Jenna
Wednesday.
Ortega is the one that.
Which one am I? Which one?
That's
is it?
Adam's Family.
But that's also played by Jenna
Wait, what's her
Ortega.
name? Lydia, right?
Lydia, yeah. Wednesday.
Well, they're both like dumb little girls with the.
Has your mic been unplugged this whole time?
Shut the fuck up.
That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't that be fucking crazy?
That'd be wild.
After what happened already?
I'd be so upset if it was unplugged the whole time, and I'm just like, I'll just go to sleep under the
Audience,
couch.
Kingston forgot to bring his
my
mic.
Oh yeah, he did forget to. He came over here. I can't remember if it was late. I think it was a little bit, but
No, it wasn't.
okay.
He had just got here, and I got here right after.
Yeah, that is true. There wasn't really a specific time today because everything got delayed.
Yeah.
But like, so he gets here. We all sit down, and he goes, "I forgot my mic at home. I gotta go back. I'll be right back. Sorry."
That was fantastic.
It's fucking crazy. It's like the only thing he needs to bring. Like, there's no other requirement at all.
Made a mistake.
He remembered his little cum cloudy water.
Yeah, he got his cum water.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
Changing my name to
Brought his flashlight.
brought his flashlight. Brought a stick of gum.
Yeah. Stick of gum with cum lathered all over
It's
it.
true.
Stick of gum with cum in his bum.
I come in a gum stick.
What was that,
and then I
Marshall?
fucking
Is that
put a
Marshall
gum-
Mathers over there?
I cum
Stick
in
of
it.
cum and it's gum and it's bum and he runs and sums and the fun and
That's like that weird. That's like that. What's that? There's a flow that's almost exactly like that. I think it was like on that the one where he did 3 a.m.
I sit
Sit
back.
and I wait for the dance.
There's the way I am. I
think
sit
that's
back
it.
and
It feels
back
like-
'cause
that's what it
zags
is.
in
It
his
feels
bag
like
and the
complicated
weed that
beat a
gives me
little
the
bit.
shit need to, huh?
Complicated?
Yeah.
Well, like Avril
Why'd you have to
Lavigne?
come and make things so complicated?
It's really not even fucking close. That is crazy that you even made a connection there because they're.
Sit
Because you
back.
walk and you thought.
Watch your weight.
Oh, you're talking about that part.
Oh, I guess.
And it turned into- I can't believe that came to your mind, though.
That's the only beat I remember that sounds like that to me.
And you, when you suck and you fuck and you
buck
drink and you
you
rape.
Amazing.
Why you gotta go and make rape so complicated?
Brilliant and mature.
Ray.
Brilliant and mature. Gay. Changing my name to Gay Beetle Boy Penis to annoy Sweeney. I am going to kill a brother with a mortar. I guess you wonder where I've been. I've been sucking dick again. I came back to let you know that I'm so gay and I am homo.
It's pretty cool.
That's such a
That's
good
definitely-
song. Which you fucking.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best songs ever made. Actually, I stand by that.
What, the King of the Hill theme?
What you want to do for love?
Oh.
The King Hill theme?
Yeah. Mace of Moloch Gay.
Oh, you saw the new trailer?
Oh,
It doesn't look so
I didn't see
bad.
the new trailer. I saw the
clip.
theme song. I saw the.
I saw a clip from it.
There's a clip.
Yeah, you watched. You were there.
What are you talking?
Well, that's what I meant theme
but that
song.
was like. It was on the TV. We didn't watch it. Everybody was kind of loud and talking, and it was also like handheld footage from like a conference. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh.
I only saw the theme song
Yeah, that's what I meant.
where they show that weird fucking that weird. I'm really curious to see like how it goes. Although, did you hear? There's actually news today. This is gonna sound like I'm lying because it sounds fucking outrageous. Fucking John, the guy who does Redcorn, he's fucking dead.
It just happened?
He died like today or like yesterday because somebody shot him in Texas.
He was like, "They're back."
What?
Boom.
Yeah, like what the? This is Mike Judge's fault.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you guys know the news. The guy who did John Redcorn, who's a real Native American, got shot in Texas. Wow, what a surprise.
Was he like? What the fuck was he like? He's like, I have dirt on Mike Judge. Mike Judge has given more smallpox to my people, and Mike Judge's like, I can't let this get out.
I can't let this get out. Me, Mike Judge.
I can't let you get close.
me, Mike Judge, can't let this get out.
I
And then
can't let this happen. I'll tell you what.
Mike Judge. Yeah, that's Mike Judge's voice.
It's like only slightly different than
I
Hank.
can't tell you. I need to kill this engine. And then he
I've got to kill this Indian today.
how'd he kill him? What happened? He shot him, but like who shot him?
Whoa.
Who shot you?
I got
Lady
Separate
Birds.
the wheat
Lady Birds
from the
quickly.
ops.
Somebody,
Lady Bird's probably dead.
somebody call Alec.
Definitely dead.
Somebody call Alec Baldwin, so I can trick him into assassinating John Redcorn.
We're doing Rust 2 or whatever the fuck. And he's like, oh, Rust 2, huh?
he's getting his fucking shows confused. That seems pretty cool, Beavis.
Well, I thought I was talking to Beavis. I thought I was talking to Mike Judge.
Propane.
Oh, propane. All right, whatever you say, Mike Judge, I will kill this.
Strickland's not promoting me. Everything's fine. He's just into the Judgeverse, and it's just his two
Into the Judgeverse.
but it's just his two shows. He did something else, right? He's done more than just King of the Hill and
Probably.
Beavis and Butthead, right?
Probably.
I really can't think of anything else ever
He's
done.
probably
Did
done.
you do Daria too, or was that somebody else?
Because
Because that was the Beavis and Butthead character.
She was. She was the guy from Beavis and Butthead in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, she. Yeah.
That was Daria was a spinoff.
I'm interested. Funny, I just saw a Daria shirt for $10 at the mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about getting it for JoJo. I was like, did she find out when she fucking watched that show? Actually, so
Yeah.
I was like, whatever.
Anyway,
I was like, I don't want to get her. She was like, oh, thanks. I don't fucking like Daria. Like,
thanks. I hated the show. In fact,
yeah,
the show killed my family.
Yeah, I got beat up. It killed my family.
The show starved all my my entire family was starved by Daria. Mace of Moloch Gay, 2 rats in a trench coat, pansexual little beetle getting waterboarded with gallons of rotten eggplant cum at Guantanamo Gay.
Whoa.
For trying to leak GTA 6 early.
Nice.
It's a perfectly reasonable punishment for the crime, I think.
Guantanamo Gay.
Guantanamo Gay is so dumb. PM candidate for the Ultra Thieves, playing with sock and boppers in the delivery wing of the hospital, got a call of the week. I get away with calling people slurs every day. It's just my accent. Well, hey, man. You figured it out. You won the game. Berserker Beetle's big bouncy backside. Reckless Rhino. The Sloker 2. Why so derpy? Walt Disney's Penigrio.
Yeah, it's fire.
That's pretty good.
It's me, Benigrio.
It's me, Penigrio.
I'm not going to steal from you.
Ayo, so
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's crazy.
I don't have a gun.
His nose gets wider, actually.
Oh no! No!
I don't want any chicken.
That is fucking crazy. There's only so much space, though. That is fucking outrageous. Penigrio.
Penigrio's fire.
Classical
It's pretty
racism.
good. Yeah.
P.P. Jordanson and Ben Shapinas. Oh, I'm Kingston's dad. Stick your willy where I... Ew. Oh, I'm Kingston's dad. Stick your willy where I shit out my chili. Oh.
Like chili.
Ambassador Ass Eater. Goju and Peak Shalom versus Hasidics. So stupid. All gooners fire at will. Glaze their Randy rears. Head General Hogspital, the Sonic soap opera. Jesus Christ. Hogspital. You know what I heard recently?
No.
You know what the word lickspittle means?
No.
This is a real term for like just like loose slobber, but like a lickspittle is like a proper, like a real word.
That's the word that you would use.
I mean, I heard it and I fucking laughed out loud hearing it because I was just like,
how did you hear? Who said that?
I heard it at my friend Paul's house because we were talking, we were just using like ridiculous words.
Yeah.
Like just like being over verbose about really dumb shit on purpose. And like he said lickspittle. I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was like, it's real, I promise. And I looked it up and it surefire was.
See, now I'm like, how the fuck did he know that? That's the thing. Like, that's such a word that like should be lost to time, you know?
Exactly.
The fact that it's not as crazy.
It's the kind of thing that we would look up old words to say in that British accent that we would do all the time because it's just like it seems like those are words that would be used by that person.
You know what I just learned? That,
Of course not.
Yeah, I know. That's a stupid thing to say in it. Cock. But for reals though.
What about
cock used to mean female genitalia.
What? Really?
Yeah. And you know how I found this out? So I follow out of pocket bars or whatever on Instagram. It's called like out of pocket bars. And there's a song called Area Codes by Ludacris. Right? And one of his lines he says, I bang cock and bang cock. You know, and it's like, excuse me? So now everyone's like, oh, is he talking about fucking ladyboys? I don't understand. And no, there's actually lines scattered throughout history, especially in the South. It was it's even older than that, but like say Southerners, blues, all that stuff in America, that was the fucking they would use cock. There's dirty
Suck
blues.
a cock quick.
Yeah, there's
Lick a
dirty
cock
blues
quick.
songs where like there's like women singing and talking about fucking like touching their cock, and they mean their pussies, and I'm like.
What, really?
Yeah, and I found out because a random guy in the comment section saying this is actually old fucking Southern slang, and I'm like, what? And then looking it up, and I'm like, I can't believe I just learned this from some random asshole with a Sonic fucking avatar, in a Sonic avatar on a fucking ludicrous out of pocket bar.
That is actually crazy.
It is.
I had no concept of that at all.
Neither did I. Apparently, in I forgot which Snoop Dogg song he has a line about cock in there too. When he's talking about like hopping off the cock, which sounds
That still doesn't sound.
That's what I'm saying.
Like plane?
No, he meant
That
like,
is so crazy.
like getting off a
That's
a
actually,
girl.
I mean, that's not too dissimilar to the fucking, the pink clothes versus the
right,
the blue clothes,
right.
how like it
Pink
used to be
for boys and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that at least it makes sense. At least that makes sense. It's like a soft version of red. But the cock
Yeah.
in no other terms, because cock as a rooster predates the word rooster itself. Cock.
Yeah.
And then also cock. Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, it's
What is your ringtone?
it's what do you call it? My way. Do you remember I'm the Juggernaut bitch? You remember that? So
Yes.
the guy Randy Hayes that voiced the Juggernaut in that, he's like criminally underrated, and they've done a bunch of those parodies and a bunch of stuff. So he did a Bleach one. There was a Bleach one, and then there were some bloopers, and surprise motherfucker was a line from one of them, and this is like 2010 shit, and it's been my text alert. And every phone, I always make sure I put it in that phone. And shout out to My Way Entertainment and Randy Hayes. Dude, I'm so upset that Randy Hayes is not like world famous. I think that guy is so criminally fucking underrated. He's so talented. He's so fucking funny.
Do you go in and customize your texts and all that?
I
I only recently did that.
So yeah, so like I'll always do the text alert, and then just my regular call. I don't do like individual for people. I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I was younger, but now it's just I have an alarm clock that is customized, and then the regular ring, and then a text.
I do it for specific people, but like not everybody. Like for the sacred, for whenever Dustin and Colin text me, it's like the Metal Gear.
Okay, the bring.
And then I think everybody else is just like the 360 achievement sound, or like whenever like somebody was online.
Oh, nice.
Because I got sick of hearing. There's something about just hearing like the standard
That
iPhone
ping or whatever it is?
ping that like
Yeah.
really bothers me. because I just like I never know if it's mine. It's just like, also it just sucks. Also, you know what I learned recently? That fucking Owl City did all that shit.
What are you saying?
The Fireflies guy?
Yeah, the Fireflies guy did a lot of the ringtones for like original Apple and a lot of the text tones. And it's just like, oh now I can't hear this ever. Yeah.
That's so random.
I know.
Like, we just okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm definitely not going to on purpose hear Owl City against my will.
Hit my somebody text me so so I wanted to show the audience what this sounds like.
My phone's dead. So
right.
It doesn't matter.
So that's to be
I think when Joe texts me, it's the Seinfeld.
Is it?
Yeah.
This sounds like a boner to me, dude.
What is happening?
What?
What are you playing right now?
Oh, I just wanted.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to hear it when it
Oh.
hits. Just send anything. Oh my god! I silenced it.
Do it again.
I thought I unlocked.
Wait, do it again. He's gonna do it.
So stupid. Surprise, motherfucker! There you go. It'll pick it up.
Surprise, motherfucker. That's crazy.
Of course.
It's good.
This fucking asshole. You're so stupid. Yeah, thanks, Ethan.
That's crazy. Domination. Total drama. Gayland.
Total drama.
Derek.
Oh, Island, right?
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Derek, not Chauvin, is innocent. You know, is that show? That show had boobs on it.
Total
Not
Drama
like,
Island?
Not like,
I swear to God.
no.
I swear to God.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I feel like I remember
watched the
seeing
first
boobs
two
on it.
seasons.
What's Total? I don't remember. What is that
It's like
again?
a cartoon show about like
It's
it's
like
Cartoon
Survivor.
Network Survivor basically.
Okay.
With teenagers.
But
Okay.
I remember boobs being on that show and being fucking fused.
Boobs?
Yeah.
No, they
Like-
drew out some girls that had like boobs. They drew out their shapes.
No,
Their
whatever. It's not. I don't care.
You're not talking about exposed breast, are you?
I am.
You saw nipple
On Cartoon Network?
You saw animated nipples.
Well, it was a Canadian show that was brought here, and I think the Canadian broadcast they're not really that strict with that stuff or something. I think it was like or like it was considered a more adult show in Canada than it was here, and then they kind of like censored it for America or something. But like there's an uncensored version in Canada. It's not too crazy. It's still very much a kid's show or like very much like tame. But that one scene was just like it was like a shock moment or something.
I see.
I don't know how real it is though. I just remember at the time being like, it was too early for AI to be the culprit. You know what I
see.
mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's really well done. And if it's not real, then like, who the fuck did this?
Yeah. You know that wolf though doing the wolf whistle and then it jacks off at the end. You know that thing?
Yes, of course.
Like, is there? You know how like sometimes I usually that's one of those times where I'm like I need a watermark. Who did that?
Yeah, you got to
You know?
find the guy who did that. That is the most impressive animation I think I've ever seen.
It's fucking fantastic.
That is better than the Superman Fleischer cartoons.
I agree.
And I was like, who fucking did that? They're just a menace that just
frame.
releases this
One frame
beauty
is
into the wild.
fucking-
And now I'm like, damn. I understand that person because like I don't watermark my stuff either.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just
Anyway.
like he's different. I'm not doing anything like that.
No, that's next level stuff.
Yeah.
Please read some names in the RFK, Trump, and Kingpin voices. Round-eyed Asian plagiarizing small artists on complete accident. Pinky promise. Aw, Kingston, my gay baby boy. Are you afraid of the homoerotic beetle butt sex because you cannot accept what you are? Royden Peepeeson.
Royden Peepees.
I don't know. Countdown until Jontron's baby. That's crazy.
What?
Sir Derek, the blowjob queen of Whiterun. Since when are you a blowjob queen?
Yeah, well, I'll start.
Okay.
I mean, I'll inherit the role.
Here. Yeah. I gape everything about you by 3 Gays Glaze.
Yeah.
3 Gays Glaze.
Glaze.
3 Gays Glaze is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a lot of cum, dude.
That's a
That's a
metric fuck ton, dude. It's at least 4 miles of cum. Blonde, blue-eyed German beetle applying for Derek's position would beetle lap dance my carapace all over Sween. Carapace is such a fucking heinous word to use, and that's in that context. It's me again, irrational best-selling author Quan Mills. Ooh, don't know who the fuck that is. Is that the guy who writes those blaxploitation books?
Yes.
Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's
great.
trash.
Or not blaxploitation. It's not the right term for it, but
shout out for being a $25 patron.
yeah, thanks a lot. Write a book about us.
Yeah, please.
Woke Marxist Pope. My ass is full of piss. Help. Thugzilla X Gay Beetle Seeds of Bussy Garden. Colin Moriarty. Schrodinger's Blumpkin. Jack WFM. Super gay and cool and gay Beatles tackling race relations and stereotypes and gay.
Very cool.
Villain maxing because I gamage next year.
Nice.
Good luck, man. I mean, you can't have good luck, I guess, but Colin Moriarty. I like Legos. Big Meaty Stinks. Canola Joe slipping under Kingston's door. I forgot about Canola Joe.
Canola Joe.
Canola Joe.
Yeah.
Crazy Joe Canola. Boogie Woogie Bati Bugle Boy. Dandy Andy, leader of the Spider Fucker Party. Colin Maldonado. Would you insert 17 consenting beetles into your cockhole if it meant you never had to force down Jamaican food again? I love this this implication. It's so fucking funny.
I hate it so much. It's actually really good.
You know what I'm really missing actually? Like I really miss like there's like a Puerto Rican, like Dominican kind of Cuban spot across the street from John Jay now.
Oh,
That's
really?
really fucking good. Like they make the yellow rice and shit. And I've been hankering because like I haven't had real Spanish like
some of that yellow ass Spanish rice.
Yeah, man. Because the stuff they sell out here is not really, or at least the stuff that I found out here is not exactly right. I don't know. Whatever.
You can make it. It's not
Yeah,
that hard.
I'm sure. I never really made that rice.
It's not hard.
I'm sure it's easy. I just like I gotta call my parents or something for the exact recipe because they always do like you know what I mean. Like your family always does something specific that like has something in it that isn't normally in there, and then you have it when you grow up and you're like, this isn't exactly the same. What the fuck's going on?
I totally know what you mean.
Yeah.
I
so
only
many-
just recently learned how to make the exact kind of rice and beans that my parents made with like white rice.
Unfortunately, so many recipes die with my grandma. Unfortunately.
Oh, she
taught
didn't
me
like
how
write
to-
anything down?
She taught me how to cook, but she didn't teach me her recipes.
You didn't write them down?
She didn't write her down?
I'm so cognizant of that. Like with good food, I like.
It's unfortunate. So many of them are gonna go with her.
Is she
really
still
sad.
like, is she still like, no? She's like gone?
She's out. She's checked out.
Damn,
So unfortunate, man.
that sucks. Recipes were like the main thing. I was like,
That's the one thing. That is
I was
like
like-
one of the things, man.
yeah, because my parent. I remember thinking like, because there's some recipes that
Is
went.
your mom or dad a better cook?
I would say they're actually both. My dad's a really good cook, actually, for some reason.
No,
I don't know
there's
what.
a clear reason why.
He's a
Military
man.
dude. He's a military dude.
He's well, why would
Military
that?
dudes often
He's
can cook.
I thought,
Is that
Most
real?
military dudes I know can fucking throw down in the kitchen. Actually,
I feel like
they
because they had to cook
they
for
can make
themselves.
a mean ration.
I guess yeah.
No, most of the military niggas I know they can fucking throw down in the kitchen.
It depends. It depends on what it is. Like I think my dad is more. I think overall better, and then there's certain things that my mom can do really
Fucking
well.
gourmet
You know what's
fucking
crazy?
gourmet fucking MREs or whatever.
Gourmet MREs.
My
I
grandma.
have like a military ration here. Like I got it at like a. I don't even remember
Why did you buy that?
because I saw it and I was just like, this is kind of an interesting thing to have. I don't know.
My dad is actually
Novelty.
the
Yeah,
best
why
cook
not?
I've ever met in my life.
Your
My
dad?
father can fucking cook like the.
We'll have him throw down live on the podcast.
No.
You have him
He's
cook
like,
for
why
us.
am I cooking for this dumb
Let's
gay
hire
black
him.
person and this gay Puerto
We
Rican?
should hire. We should hire him to cater our show and not tell him that it has anything to do with him.
My dad can actually cook like a motherfucker.
That's crazy.
He can cook. It's crazy.
Do you have his contact information? We could do like, hey, we'll give you. We'll just pay him his half.
Yeah.
Or his share.
Yeah, his share.
Of a month.
Crazy. That's mad money for catering one thing.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
but it-
six
but
people.
that is a
But
good
that's what I
amount
mean.
of money.
It'll-
Crazy.
But it'll get him though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, right. He's like, oh, I can't refuse
I can't
this.
refuse that, dude.
I can't refuse. He's not African.
Oh, that's so much money.
So much money. It's
Whoa.
fantastic.
Wagwan.
Guan.
Holy fucking what?
little Batiman. Give me your money. I'll cook for you now.
Hello, small body man and a small darker skinned body man. What do you want to eat?
Imagine introducing. That's how you
You're-
greet
it's
someone
somebody.
by
That's
calling
so
him a Batiman.
disrespectful.
Batiman, hello. Good
like,
to meet you.
okay,
Okay, little
so
gay boy. Good to
powerful.
meet you, gay boy. Good to meet you. Happy Pride Month, gay boy. Good
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. I don't want the gay. I don't
Don't
want the
touch
gay.
me. Don't touch me. I'll shake your hand with a glove on, but like, well, let's not get too crazy here.
He can cook.
How tall's
bro.
your dad? Is he like 9'8" or
My
something?
dad's like 6'6".
Is 6'6"? Okay.
That's crazy. Mark of the Beast, almost.
Yeah, he's 6'6".
That is
0.6.
Like, that nigga's a big dude, man.
0.6 would be crazy.
That's crazy. And he just has horns.
So he's
I never noticed it.
So he's 6'6" and a half then, I guess, at that point.
Yeah, I guess
He's
he's 6'6".
he's fucking 6'6", horns, fucking hove the feet.
Cloven hooves.
Cloven hoof face. I'm like,
Never noticed half his body is a goat body.
was my dad Baphomet? The fuck is going on?
You just kind of, when you're young, you just see your dad as your dad.
What's going on, son?
What's going on, son?
What's going
It's
on,
me,
my
Baphomet.
son. I mean your dad.
It's me, the son of. I'm the devil.
Kingston's-
What the fuck?
I'm the desolate one, son.
I'm Kingston's dad, the devil.
The devil.
I'm the fallen angel Baphomet. Good morning, son.
Good morrow, boy. Good morrow, boy.
I am
morrow.
the morning star. What's going on, my
Good morrow, retard boy, my son.
My son.
What do you want? You want just some empanadas or whatever the fuck I'm gonna make you?
Empanadas with some jerk chicken in those bitches.
Ooh. God, I miss Caribbean
My uncle,
food.
That actually made
my
me
uncle makes
hungry.
fucking amazing this ground beef, like the spiced ground beef empanada with like fucking olives in it. It's so-
I miss Caribbean people so bad. Oh my God, there's none of us here.
I gotta go home.
Isn't there like two in like Pasadena or something? I feel like there's like two Caribbean.
Our friends,
Literally
our
our
friends,
Those are literally just the people we know.
our friends. Our
There
friends.
are a couple over there, though. To be fair, Pasadena's probably got a high concentration.
I don't.
At least compared to here, it's all fucking Armenians here.
I can introduce you to my aunt Yolanda. Yeah, and then
Well, I need Yolanda when I have my aunt Yolanda.
yeah, she,
Wait a second.
My aunt Yolanda is freaking what you call it. She's half Puerto Rican, half Honduran.
It's amazing. I know
She's
one asked.
black.
Health.
She's a black person.
Keith, Big Bad Beetleborg Smoker Smoking Kingston Gids. Is Kingston pregnant with sextuplets? They
This is
think
mean.
they think I got testicular cancer because it's abnormal the way my sac growing.
Are you guys familiar with chess champion stuff?
Not familiar.
A little bit.
I
Like,
know
very,
of
like
it.
very minutely.
Here's a headline for you. Gukesh beats Magnus Carlsen. For the
Magnus
first
got
time
beat?
Yeah, Magnus. Gukesh defeated Magnus.
You had me at Goo Cash.
Is he Indian?
No, he's
That's interesting.
he's fucking Norwegian.
Interesting.
You know that rogue nation. He's
Norwegia.
Norwegia.
Is Kings? All right, I read that already.
The sweet smell of
and
victory,
weep
man.
for my legions of Sween be upon ye. I am in the CIA, also known as the Come In Ass Agency. So fucking unclever.
It's coming.
What a
Dave
bunch.
Blunt's Stave Dives Tsunami, Jack the Blumpkin King, Kevin Durant's feet. You can win an argument by simply calling your opponent a goofy looking cunt and walking away. Probably, honestly, especially today.
Yeah, Mike.
That's all it takes to win a debate now.
You know, goofy looking cunt.
Goofy looking cunt.
Yeah. Fuck you, mate.
Fuck you, mate.
Just walk away.
I'm gonna
I
kill
would
you.
love seeing Charlie get one of his debates and he says something rude and some guy gets up and hits him. And I
He
love
does,
that.
does like that thing to his head.
Fixes it.
Thonks it. He just like,
Oh, you fixed me.
You fixed me.
You fixed me.
It's
Oh my
me,
God.
Charlie
I don't want to be a
Kirk.
Protestant
I'm
anymore.
fixed. I'm no longer gay and hiding it. Now I'm just gay.
No, I'm just gay. And then he just immediately just inhales cocks. And
Kirby's all the cocks into his mouth from
Like
the room.
SpongeBob filter feeding. It's like such a belabored gasp. Kingston's dad has got me down bad. He's all I want. Make my tongue a skid pad. Kingston, can't you see your daddy's got something? It cuts off. Fuck you. I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants. It's me, Kingston's dad. I'm a gay little beetle now. Fuckface unstoppable cardboard pie. Iceland got no diff. The nuclear apocalypse. Iceland will no diff the nuclear apocalypse. No diff. Am I behind on my slang? What the fuck does that
It
mean?
means it'll be fine, like without a challenge. I don't know how you think Iceland will be fine. That's crazy.
Oh, like no difference.
Yeah.
Hot to go. FAGGOTO. Oh, FAGGOT bros pounding butt and sucking chodes. Nice.
Interesting.
Chapel moan.
Chapel Shlong.
Jolly old dipshit Ace of Parades. Raytheon changing their name during Pride Month. Pacers Devil Magic is our last hope. Please,
Devil
light skin
Magic.
Avengers, save us from OKC championship. Oh yeah, what happened with that? Did that happen already? Or?
no, it's on Thursday.
Yeah.
But OKC with the SG Gay He's leading the OKC Thunder, and then you have the Pacers with Tyrese Cummy Burton or Homo Burton. That would have been better.
I'm really happy that the Golden State Warriors haven't made it this year. So Golden State's not there.
Well, yeah. Steph Curry went down, so they had no choice.
Who went down?
Steph Curry went
so
down,
sick of Steph
had a
Curry.
hamstring, just tier 1, and so and fucking his team wasn't good enough to just like win one more game so he can come back and play. So it was fucked up. Like it was fucked up. Anyway, it's gonna be the final. It's gonna be actually really good basketball because it's like you got the best defensive team in a very long time versus one of the best like fastest fucking scorers. So it's really gonna see can their pace fucking work against that defense, and then that SGA, that fucking dumb Canadian. I don't like the idea of the best scorer in the league right now and the MVP as being some filthy Canadian right now. It's just like in 7 years in a row, it's been a non-American because America is just not taking basketball seriously, I guess, anymore.
I guess not.
Yeah, we're just not.
But it should be fun.
We're just not taking sports seriously anymore right now as a culture.
They're just
because I just don't think. I think we have such an unfair advantage because we have so many things to pull from that when we care about things, we just win because we.
It's also like most of the resources were here, but now it's becoming like so worldwide. Like basketball's so fucking huge now that like you have like, oh, here's fucking a Canadian guy who, say Gildish Alexander, who's like, oh, this is really good, and then immediately becomes like so good. He's like pretty much one of the best players in the league right now, and he's fairly young. And it should be fun though. It should just be fun basketball
How old is Luka?
to watch.
Luka's like 23, right?
25.
He's 25.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
damn.
like really
unfortunate. I thought he was younger than that.
Oh no! I mean, he's still good. He's only been in the league for a few years.
That's true. If he's lost a little bit of weight, he'd be fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Beatles.
If he shaved down a little bit, got like a little faster, he'd be a fucking mon.
Beatles.
He'd be a white LeBron actually.
Pee Wee Herman be like, haha, I'm still dead.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be fucked. He's never gonna. He has no incentive to slim down.
Yeah, they suck him so hard. That's
Trende
why.
Kingston's dad, Michael Vick, beats the piss out of Scrappy Doo and Scooby Doo and makes the Mystery Gang watch.
I have a Michael Vick book. It was gifted to me.
Really?
And I was pissed when I was reading. I was like, why is there no instructions on a dogfight? There's nothing in here.
It's like a kid's book, and it's called All the Pain You Will Know.
Look, dude, I think what he did was wrong.
It's him cuddling a dog.
It's so funny because he did that. That was wrong, of course, but like,
to me, it's just like,
You
what
went to
is
Chris Brown for Michael Vick?
huh?
You said what he did was bad, but what was that
It's
going
kind
to
of
be?
butt.
He's really talented. That's all.
Yeah, that's true.
He was ridiculously fast.
Look, I just
like
have-
it was
look,
insane.
man.
What did he even do? I didn't even know.
He was
what
a quarterback.
quarterback, fast.
But he was like.
I just know
he
him
was
from
like faster
beating
than
up-
running backs as a quarterback,
Right.
Which
I-
is like not how that should be at all.
I see. Yeah, I only know him from him beating up dogs.
He didn't beat up dogs. He had dogs beat up each other.
He paid people to have their dogs beat each other.
I'm not niggas that know.
Or I guess he took money.
He's an Atlanta nigga. Of course he's doing some fuck shit like
That's
that.
the-
I was like, what? Y'all surprised?
That's the really thing. Is I'm like, bro, it's the culture that like no one talked about that. The culture that
That's the South, bro. What do you
has
mean?
that happen all the time. Like cockfighting's is actually still popular in certain regions, even over here. And it's just like
I haven't heard about that shit from Mexicans ever. I know back in the day, like when the coyotes were taking people, it was cockfighting.
I hold
all the
cockfighting.
time.
I hold cockfighting parties here
It's insane.
But this one's like
after every show we do. Actually,
I just don't invite you guys.
That's
I know
crazy
you
you
guys
never
be
invited
pussy
us,
about
though.
it.
It's kinda
We'd
weird.
be pussy about it.
I didn't want you to
Just wanna
rat
invite
me out. You know,
okay. No, that's fair.
I'm only telling you now because they've been discontinued because all the roosters are dead.
it. That's crazy.
He just ran out of him.
Cockfighting. Roosters with fucking blades on their feet, killing each
We
other.
didn't even have a winner too. They all just like it was always a draw every time.
Yeah. Give them little size on their feet. Give them.
That's so morbid.
Give them what are those Assassin's Creed
The
things?
hidden
That's
blade.
crazy.
Hidden blade.
In the
of fucking-
soul of the shit. Wasn't that a Joker thing that Joker did once? With
He
like
did in
yeah.
the Dark Knight. He was like, I'm Assassin's Creed. Look at me.
It's me.
Stop it. Stop Assassin's Creeding me. Oh, stop it.
I hate it. I hate it. Seeing Batman. This
Stop.
guy.
Rachel, why do you look weird now?
Have you ever played Assassin's Creed?
We had a woman that used to come to our Starbucks that looked exactly like her. I'm pretty sure that was her.
There was a guy
Named
Ezio Auditore da Firenze. He killed people or something. I don't know.
I have a blade hidden on my body.
That is, to me, that's
I only
the
played
Joker.
Brotherhood, and I only really really played half of it.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
I don't even know what's going on.
Where am I?
Anyway,
I love Ubisoft. Anyway.
I love Ubisoft.
Anyway.
Don't do it, Joker.
Don't Assassin's Creed.
Joker, don't joke me.
Don't Assassin's Creed me. Skull and Bones was awful. Actually, I had a lot of fun. I put 300 hours into Skull and Bones.
Yo, kill that guy.
Somebody who puts 300 hours into Skull and Bones would become the Joker, I think. You can't possibly put that much time into that game and not come out all fucked up.
The guy that put 4,000 into Stadia, he's definitely the Joker. That guy's fucking the Joker right now.
My father took me into the city to see a marching band. So stupid. Pee Wee Herman be like, "Hi, I'm still dead." Trying to kiss Michael Vick. Okay. I love it when you call me Big Hamas.
I love that.
Throw your guns in the air if you would choose Leia. That's crazy.
Do you think there's real quick, and I'll let you finish.
Yeah, go
do you
ahead.
think there's a
Kanye.
video essay convincing people that Heath Ledger's Joker was fucking awful?
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's like the reverse. Yeah. This one's like overrated.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's Heath Ledger's skeleton.
It's a real picture of a skeleton. So someone dug
It's a
him
real,
up.
like, the YouTuber went to his grave, dug up his skeleton, took a fucking iPhone photo of him and put it on a thumbnail. You're like, and the family's like,
That's really him.
that's him, I think.
That's the fucking the hair. I can
Do
tell
they,
by
do
the
they-
hair.
do they bury them in suits? Do they bury people with clothes on?
Yeah,
it
but
depends on
usually.
who. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be buried at all. But if I have to,
Bury me butt ass naked.
I want
wanna
them
be-
to paint a suit on me
yeah.
if I get buried.
I
alive.
want them to put rental rods in my penis so it looks hard
I
while
was
I'm
gonna say
dead.
I need
So
to
you're
be
stiff?
erected.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
sure that my rigor mortis starts in my penis.
Uh-huh.
And then you can put me in a suit, but make sure you cut the hole for the penis to still
Right,
be there.
right.
And that's the only thing that. And then have a little section for the coffin that doesn't cover the penis.
Right.
So even when it's closed, my penis is still visible.
It's like a little glass, like almost like a submarine window.
Yeah,
Like at the top, like right over the dick, so you're staring right into the hole of it.
exactly. And then there's a little monitor. And a camera, so you can always see my penis, with the monitor being on the grave itself.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a
then-
noisemaker in it that's like every 4 hours, or like intermittently, like really sporadically, it'll make like. So sometimes every 4 hours, sometimes it's like in 4 minutes apart. Sometimes it'll take like 3 days before it'll go up again.
That's
But
fire.
it's just completely randomized.
That's
It's
great.
so
That's
stupid.
great.
Please read these fucking names so I can leave.
And it's charged
Uh-huh.
by
Yeah.
I don't know. Worms. Gay little beetle fervently gobbling a throbbing pee-pee, getting hard as stone knowing Kingston is mad at me. Search Peter Lorre fish battle. Catch me running through a MAGA rally the way Doob guy runs through hell. Brile and the Smunt Iconoclast Edition. It's a great game, man. It's a fucking amazing game. Brile and the Smunt's low-key great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I saw that very late. That thing that you shared. What was it?
What do you mean? My favorite games of all
yeah,
time?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then that one iconic game.
Yeah, Brile and the Smunt.
Yeah, that's funny.
Everybody loves that, man. I got a lot of people to Google it. Because I talked about it as if it was like earnestly.
Yeah.
Like I brought up like my favorite PS1 games, Ape Escape. I had like the art, and then Spider-Man Neversoft. I think it was some other one. I don't remember. It was another PS1 game.
What happened to Neversoft? Did they become another company?
I think they got absorbed into the Call of Duty machine, and then they stopped. I think they probably got shut down or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't done. Yeah, it's a shame. If you're asking what happened to a studio, chances are EA shut them down or they got absorbed into Call of Duty. That's the only two options, really.
Classic.
Smitchy the Kid, the alternative lives of each other after the podcast ends has not come out yet. What do you mean?
What? What do you say?
The alternative lives of each other after the podcast ends episode has not come out yet.
Oh, did I say I was gonna post it for everybody?
I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely out in the thing, but I imagine I probably said I was gonna post it or something.
I don't know what anybody
Fuck.
means.
Look, I don't remember if that was
I don't
stated.
know what anybody means.
Look, if that, God damn it, I don't remember. But I mean, we can do that if
No.
I'm so scared.
okay.
I'm so scared. I don't remember.
I'll wait for this person to elaborate. Person, if you're hearing this right now, DM me on Twitter's. Oh, fuck. Wait, never mind. I locked it finally because there's too many.
Just
bots.
the Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah, I finally.
I'm getting a bunch of bots now to even me.
Dude,
And I'm
I was getting put in groups. Like it was.
Oh,
it
me
was
too.
Crazy.
Yeah, I got a lot
I
of
finally answered
box
back one of the
groups.
sex bots. I was like, "How much you say again?" And I was fucking.
I almost got fooled by a Heath Ledger Joker who's like, "Hey, I'm back."
No way. Heath Ledger's back.
Holy shit! Heath Ledger got re-released.
Wow, he's been dead for so long, and he just decided to come back now.
Yeah, he asked me for it. He just needed
$3,000.
a gift card. He needed an Amazon gift card for $100, and it was gonna be just enough to get him over there to do the Dark Knight 2.
I mean, that's a steal, man. $100 gift card for Heath Ledger to come back to life.
Yeah, and I was just like, damn, we had
Into the Dark Knight 2?
yeah.
Not even another Batman movie. It's the Dark Knight 2.
Do you remember that trend for a while? There was a bunch of fucking people were just making fake pages now, just doing it for the sake of it. But there's all these fake ass Indians being, "I'm this person, give me money," right? And then
Yeah.
everybody just started doing it fake. It was funny for a while. It lasted for like 2 weeks or something.
Oh my God. Colin Moriarty, post clarity nut. I'm a better cuck than you, Rick. Fuck your wife now.
Yeah.
Star Coffee, every day's an adventure when you're homeless. This is the little Beetle Star cluster home to 10 billion gay little beetles, all salivating for Sweeney's cummy clit. Jesus. The super faggot.
Is that a superhero? What's
Yeah,
that?
I guess so. Craig the Canadian. That's brilliant work right there, man.
Fucking,
Absolutely fucking stellar shit.
Absolutely.
fucking James Gunn.
Whoa.
Is that gonna be a James Gunn picture?
Yeah, man.
Michael Cera's the fucking main cast.
Of course. Oh, I just saw Michael Cera in that.
The Phoenician.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, how was it?
It's really good.
Was it really good, actually?
Yeah, it was much because I saw Asteroid City too. Because
Yeah.
that was the last one he
Did
did.
you like it?
Asteroid City was pretty good, but I like this way better.
Oh, okay, cool.
First of all, Benicio del Toro was the fucking goat. He's
yeah,
awesome.
I gotta get around to seeing.
Mike Cera was good. Like, it was good. It was.
You know what's
I thought
actually
it was fucking
insane?
Fun.
I actually don't think I've seen many, if any. Like I've seen, I think only like one Wes Anderson movie. Somehow.
I've seen all of those
I've
movies.
somehow not seen really most of them.
Yeah,
Because of our friends who all wanted to be filmed.
because they're all weird ass
I've
film
seen
niggas.
every
Yeah.
film one of those movies, and
Okay.
I particularly like Moonrise Kingdom. The movie is really really fun. The Royal Tenenbaums is really good as well too. Isle of Dogs is dope. I didn't see
Isle of
Asteroid
Dogs.
City.
I remember. I was going to see it, and then I got turned off because like. I'm not gonna say names, but like a friend of ours at the time that we hadn't talked in a long time, and he was visiting. He made like a big deal about it, where he's just like, that movie's about Japanese culture, and it's not a Japanese guy doing it. It was like a cultural appropriation kind of argument.
Oh,
And I just remember being like, this is ruining this for me. So like I can't believe this is what has become of you.
oh, that's fascinating.
And then I was just like, no, I don't even want to see it anymore.
Yeah. I heard people were saying that about The Last Samurai, and I was like, do you know what the movie's about?
It's the whole point of
I was like, it was so weird to me. I was
the whole point of that movie.
It-
That is literally the
yeah.
point of that movie.
That
is so fucking insane.
I don't think you know what the movie's
he
about.
wasn't a
sir.
samurai. That was the whole point of the movie. That's so insane.
That's actually insane.
You don't know what the movie's about. You
Did
can't.
you watch the movie?
You can't know what it's about if you have a complaint like that.
My father never saw
The Last Samurai is the
The Last Samurai.
The Last Samurai is the Japanese dude. That's-
crazy.
Go on.
he's genuinely inquisitive. He wants to know. Good old Christian Bale. Oh, tell me more. I'm invested.
Go ahead, continue. Please don't let me interrupt.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't expect that, but okay.
Okay.
He's okay.
We'll go on from
He
here.
makes him a cup of fucking coffee. Sir, please, may I have less?
May I have less?
What is that fucking
Less?
that's
Oliver
the
Twist.
That's the twist in Oliver Twist.
That's
Is that like
That's what's the opposite of a twist? That's
takes-
Oliver Benz.
Oliver
Oliver
Bend.
Benz.
Oliver Strait.
Dump some of it out.
Please, sir, may I not have as much as this?
So this is far too much.
Okay, aren't you hungry? All right. Crazy. You want half? I'm like, even less, sir.
Even less than that.
I want barely any.
Barely a drop, sir. It's insane.
Oh.
It's your boy Shawnee
Tale
D,
of
and
Two
I have transformed
Titties.
into the ginger version of Colin Moriarty.
That's what it was called, right?
What?
A Tale of Two Titties.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
The Tale of Vast.
It's great. It's good that you're making sure. It's your boy Shawnee D. I have transformed into a ginger version of Colin Moriarty. Cumshot Gaming TM at Grok. Is this true? Cerberus Agent 267, Snark Tank Podcast #1, January 12th, 2014. Kingston, Derek, you guys know slavery is over, right? You can go home now.
Damn.
It's insane. Kingston.
Classic joke.
Yeah, classic. Kingston, how big is your dick? Tell us in centimeters, please. I don't understand
like 38?
I don't understand your country's primitive units
I
of
don't
measurement.
actually know.
38 centimeters is like over a foot. That is well over a foot.
I actually don't know the conversions. That's like embarrassing.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not good at that shit either. If it's mathematical, I just like
11.7 something is 1. 11.7 inches is 30 centimeters. I know that.
Okay, that can't be true. But
11.7 inches is 30 centimeters.
Yeah,
Why do you know that specific measurement?
Because I remember when we were doing it's scientific measurements. So when I was doing it in class, they were like the conversion, because you learn conversion rates. You're going through chemistry. They teach you like all the like joule conversions of energy.
What's the base formula? I said, why did you explain it in that way?
What is
11.7 is 30. Like,
Yeah.
what is it? What is
It's
the,
like-
like,
That's
But it's roughly, but they roughly put 12 inches for a foot, and they have like 30 centimeters a little bit after 30
how many
centimeters.
centimeters for an inch? What's the formula?
Like 1.5, 1.
Is it 1.5?
1.5
I know, like,
something,
say a pound to a
1.56.
kilometer is 2.2.
1.5 something.
So,
I
or the
think.
other way around. Sorry.
1.56.
A kilometer to a pound is 2.2.
Inches, centimeters.
Times it by 2.2.
how many Arizona cans is it?
Yeah, I only measured Arizona cans.
If it's less than an Arizona can, I can't measure it.
Sorry, 2.54. I was off.
2.54.
2.4.
See, that's why our system's so gay.
It's so stupid.
gay.
It's so stupid.
It's like the metric system is perfect. It's in decimals. It's in tens. It's in decis. And then they're like, how about we fuck it all up?
it's so bad.
I heard a scientist actually talk about why the units of 12 makes more sense. And it was a compelling argument, but I can't remember what it was.
I've
That
never,
person
I've
probably-
never heard a credited scientist say that ever.
I'm going to be
Like,
honest.
I did.
genuinely
I remember
talking
thinking about it. I was like, oh, I didn't think of it that way. But I also just didn't care enough to commit it to memory.
Like I think there might be
It was
benefits.
interesting,
There might
but,
be
like,
benefits.
I gotta
to
find
it.
it again.
There
It's
might be benefits to it, but there is so many other benefits to it just being 10.
I guarantee
Because that's how civilization's been doing it for years. Sure.
I guarantee. Well, it's also just it I can't tell you how easier it is to measure things in
Everything,
tens
yeah.
than starting to get to a point where now things are trailing off.
I think it was something
You know what
about
I'm saying?
Like zero
I think
degrees
it was
to 100
something-
degrees. This makes so much more sense as well too.
Yes.
I can't remember the.
Yes,
I think it was like
does.
something about divisibility or something. I can't remember.
Well, 12 is divisible by more things than 5 is, than 10 is. 100%. That's a fact.
Like, what's freezing in Fahrenheit? Is it like
Freezing is
32
zero.
or something?
Freezing,
is
freezing
zero.
Fahrenheit is 32.
Yeah.
Freezing in Fahrenheit is
Isn't it like 32 or something
yeah.
like-
32 or 36.
That's fucking
and
trash.
then boiling for Fahrenheit is
trash.
like what, 3 something?
I don't
No,
even.
boiling is 100, isn't it?
Fahrenheit.
Oh, for Fahrenheit, yeah.
It's like 3 something, I think. 3 something.
Yeah,
I have no idea, dude. It's so stupid to me that like every time I think about it, I'm like,
It's infinitely better.
I
I
think-
did
I think-
hear
I think-
the thing you said
like
though.
we're
the fact that
we're
things are
used to
divisible
it,
by-
so it's easy.
Well, more things are divisible by that by the number 12. 12 is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So that is technically divisible by more things. But the problem is that the way the world has worked for so long is that 5s work so efficiently for everything else, though.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
can't
not as
remember.
divisible
It was
as
more
much.
than just that. I remember hearing him. He was like, "Oh, I never thought about it that way," and it was interesting to think about. But I don't remember the specifics of it. I got to look it up again. It was kind of. It was
Sure,
kind of
it
like
was
an
American
interesting.
with a Ford truck that said
No, it's a
that.
British guy. It was a British guy actually.
That's
That's
crazy.
why I was like, "Whoa, the fuck."
if you're measuring specific things, I imagine like
It's
especially
more-
when we're
yeah.
just quantifying stuff, like when we're trying to measure specifically, I feel like it's just like there's no contest. Where it's like, okay, we want to measure something in a distance, and we just want like, all right, here's a satisfactory number, and I'll say like, okay,
Yeah.
here's a mile. How much is a mile? And then you measure it in feet,
kilometers?
and it's like, all
It's
right,
like 12,480 or
it's so
something.
stupid. Like
Miles? No, it's like 5 something.
No, a mile is like
a mile
I
of
can't
feet
remember.
is 5,000.
5,400 something, right?
32. I think
432,
432. I think, or it's been a long time. But you see how the number is just
also
so
a kilometer is
wonky.
much easier.
Hey, a yard is 3 fucking like.
I think the idea.
What is it again?
3.1.
I wish I could remember more specifically.
No,
I think it was like
3. What is it again?
3.1 feet. It's a yard.
It's 3.1.
Mm-hmm. Yard.
I think the thing is like the metric
kill
system
myself.
was I think more like for macro stuff or something like that. Like when you're talking about like
Sure.
greater like
Sure.
many larger things, and like the imperial is better for like the stuff that we encounter more regularly in our day to day or something. I can't remember specifically.
I was thinking more of the like when you're talking about like when you want to start getting into like fractions and shit. Because like a lot of Europeans
probably.
don't even know what the fuck, dude. They're like when they see fractions, they scream.
Because they can convert out of fractions. It's like they can look at it like, oh, that should be a decimal.
Yeah, the way
That's how you do it. That's how you thought do it. Even
they don't fuck with it, and they're like, what the fuck is 3/4?
Why would you? They're like, why would you write it like that?
Yeah, I get it.
We're fucking retarded. I get it.
jacked off 590 times in 2024, tracking since 2022. When and to what? Most in a day was 6 times AMA.
Impressive, man.
Oh yeah,
Congratulations, man.
Hitting a 6 count is crazy. That's
6
insane.
is fucking next level, man.
That's insane.
I think my max these days is like
no, I can't.
Maybe.
No more than 2.
maybe twice.
No more.
Maybe
Literally
one.
never more than 2.
Maybe one.
I think I
can't
had
imagine
a
a third.
random day where like we're just like, hey Jojo, let's pretend we're in the jungle, and then we're just like we're just doing animal stuff.
You sounded like fucking Bill Clinton for a second.
I think that's what I was channeling.
Let's
Hey,
do jungle. Let's have jungle sex.
Let's go have jungle sex.
You're the explorer. I'm the slave. Come on, come get me. Come get me.
I'm the monkey. Get me.
No, Joker, leave me alone.
I'm in the tree. I'm in the tree.
No, Joker, leave me alone.
Leave me alone, the Joker.
I'm in a tree. Look at me. I'm climbing.
I'm not gonna leave your delicious ass alone.
No, please leave me alone, the Joker. Leave me alone.
I will not, because I am the Joker.
No, man, the Joker, stop.
I'm the Joker. I gotta finish my bit.
I love when you say my entire name.
the Joker.
Please leave me alone, the Joker. I love the idea. I love that so much. I hope somebody at some point was like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you, the Pope."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like with the the automated system that has, so it's like it doesn't have any, it doesn't adapt. It's just you have a call from the Pope.
No, it's Pope the
Pope. No, please leave me alone, Joker the.
Joker
please,
the.
please.
That's what it says on the fucking on Batman's caller ID. It says Joker the, comma the. It's insane. Beetle Moriarty Gal Gadot was hesitant to sign onto the Snow White remake until Disney told her it was a bomb meant for children.
It's so crazy, man.
That's crazy. Kingston's Beetle Dad is being the true final boss of Hollow Knight. Nicholas
Oh, we're gonna see
Brilhart.
See what?
Silk Song.
You're gonna see Silk Song?
We're definitely gonna see Silk Song in the Game Awards. The Game.
Did you say never?
We're gonna.
Oh, you think so?
Why do you feel confident about it?
It's coming out this year.
Okay.
Didn't everything get revealed for it coming out this year?
Brother,
The
I
Nintendo thing?
can't even tell you how many times I've heard that, man.
But didn't they have an actual reveal for the Nintendo Switch 2 thing?
They had a frame of it in a sizzle reel of games that will be on Switch 2. But that wasn't like launch day.
Oh,
anything.
okay.
I feel like the reason why I don't feel confident at all is because JoJo's like the biggest fan of Hollow Knight, and she didn't say a word about it. So, meaning that if there was some good news, I would have heard something from her.
It's actually been going on so long that I'm like not interested in it at all. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Like, it's just like there's no reason why this should have taken this long.
That happens with me many things. This happened with me.
Unless-
Attack on Titan. I was just like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, they would have to have like a public announcement where it's like, we're sorry.
That thing is so fucking trash.
They would have to have a public service announcement at their or like from their website or like at their studio where they'd be like, sorry guys, crazy situation. We all got this crazy disease that exploded all of our penises, and we've been recovering for a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It would have to be something crazy because I'm just like, what are you doing? It's not going to be so good. It's not going to be good enough to justify the amount of time.
I don't know what's bound them up. I just don't get it.
It's a fucking 2D side scroll. Like how amazing.
It's a good game.
The lack of
a great game.
The lack of communication is really the most frustrating thing, though. That's really, to me, even if the explanation was complete fucking ass, and you'd be like, hey guys, this is the deal.
Hey guys, a fucking bull. You're never gonna believe this. A bull fucking ran around our fucking development studio. Somebody let a bull into the building. and it kicked everything and did all sorts of crazy shit. It peed on
There's live
something.
footage actually.
And
With
they're
that
like,
line.
we didn't have any other choice but to call the Joker to try to tame it.
Yeah, and then he didn't even fucking show up.
He's like,
So
That's the joke.
I took your money
I took your money and fucking left.
and I did not tame your bull.
I hope the bull killed everyone in the building.
Anyway, yeah, we'll see. I'm not all that confident.
Bull's
That's
still
gonna
running around the studio, Alfred.
Alfred the bull's been loose and
I
guarded
don't
for
care,
fucking
Master
months.
White.
I doubt.
I don't care.
Master
at
White,
all,
I don't
Master
get
White.
paid enough for this.
It's
Get out
a
of my fucking
bull.
face.
Some bulls just want to beat bulls. Well, I never thought of it that way, Albert.
That's an epic line right
It's a
there.
fucking great, like, iconic. I bet. What's his fucking name? The guy who directed him. I bet Christopher Nolan heard that line and was like, "That's gonna be the iconic line."
That's the line.
Some bulls just want to be bulls, Master White.
Whoa. That's crazy.
My eyes are fucking opened. Nicholas Brillhart, Obi-Wan Chablomi, waiting for the sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Colin Moriarty, so gaped they call him Slip-In Jimmy. Kremlin to Gremlin, it's the great Blumpkin, Charlie Brown. Come Ichiwa, 9th level wizard avocation spell, Ichikolon, scabbing up my dick to make it bigger. Wage Slave 583, Rhythm of Excellent animated theme. Fuck my butt. 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 That's crazy.
That's hot.
That's pretty good.
Papini.
Papini Bros, Jeffrey Epstein in the Minecraft movie, like, I am Steen. Donk Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher. I forget I always make my name something fucking stupid for this podcast until I comment on a different page. PP, are you guys planning on making the Verily and 3 Bald Moon shirts? Verily is definitely happening.
Oh yeah, we should.
We've
do
been
that.
skimping on the. I don't know. I've been too distracted to even. There's so much merch just sitting there waiting to happen. But like,
Yeah,
we should just. I should just sit down and just like fucking put it all together, and we could just decide on when to press.
Yeah.
That's
go
kind
on.
of the thing.
We
The
have so much of
The
it.
Final Fantasy one is coming out, which I'll have the art probably by like maybe this week.
Yeah.
So that one's gonna be another.
You know what?
good
This
one.
week we'll fucking organize it and fucking at least get it all into the back end so that
Yeah.
it's at least sitting there and we can.
to have a massive merch drop.
Yeah, because we have enough, I think, honestly, for like a couple drops. Like at this point, like there's like kind of a lot of art and like a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
I still have the Autistic and Afraid thing just sitting there. So yeah, they'll
Also, the
verily.
picture
I don't know
of
about 3 Bald
Did you
Moon.
see the sween? Did you see the sween? The collage of sweens.
yeah,
All the
yeah,
variants of it?
I
that should be
retweeted it.
that should be a freaking shirt probably too.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
throw
like
him a buck.
nice little art. Yeah. You wanna handle that? You wanna contact the person?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff just sitting there. We just gotta like put it out. So verily will happen. I don't know about the 3 Bald Moon because I don't remember what that was, but like we've got a lot. There's a good chance that it might be in there. A heterosexual little beetle who doesn't need beetle dick. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Me be fishy, a mean lesbian. Malformed gay little beetle nuzzling up against Kingston's nutsack until it starts oozing cum out of its pores. John Strickland, Mercs 1889. I'm out here cumming shitloads while the rest of yous are shitting cum loads. That's pretty good. It sounds like is that a Dracula flow? That sounds like a band. That sounds like
It
a
feels
Dracula.
Dracula-ish.
Dracula-ish.
It's Dracula-ish for sure.
Dracula-ish.
Chris, why did you get fired from GameStop in one day? Because my fucking well, I didn't get. It's so weird. Like I got hired, and then they called me in for training, and then never called me back again. And then it turned out that the guy who hired me got fired because it was some drug thing. Like he was doing coke in the office of GameStop or something.
Chris, we saw you on camera bussing on the Master Chief bus.
Well, hey man. So
I'll see you tomorrow.
that was AI. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. They just
that
called to
was
let you know
brave.
that we saw you.
That was brave.
You cleared it up.
You own all of
owned it.
GameStop.
That was a test.
You now own all of GameStop as a whole.
That's crazy. I would hate that actually. You'd be
Well,
sad.
that'd be
You
cool.
would just, you would
I
just
didn't
be
sign anything, so I'm just gonna take everything and leave.
no, but there's nothing. You'd just be saddled with insane debt, probably.
I would
But
just
you
sell
didn't
it.
sign anything, or did you?
I don't think it matters.
He's so good. You can't just give. Like, so you just have a
take my
company.
credit card down.
This
It was
is
on your
yours.
application.
Dude, you
That you
fucking
consent-
signed, and it says
You consent to taking the debt.
reserve all rights to give to transfer ownership of GameStop to you, of said person.
GameStop is taking too long, but they should have converted into like an overall games place in general.
I feel they should have turned into a sushi place at that place downtown.
Sushi stop.
It bothers me that their logos are exactly the same.
It's
and
fucking.
It's gross.
It's funny
gross.
as fuck.
it's so infuriating.
They should have just turned into like the Dragon's Den like card place. They should have done that a long time ago. They should have made
Probably,
themselves
yeah.
that. But they took too long, and now those things have their own niche that are very set in stone. They fucked up.
Yeah, you're never gonna go to GameStop now to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You just turn into cum stop.
Cum stop.
Yeah.
Your one-stop shop for cum.
Exactly.
That's
There's,
there's no other cum
vials
shop.
of giant sperm.
That's right, you're right.
You
There's
can see
a-
like the fucking big sperm there, like one large one is swimming.
There's a
Yeah,
whale
it's,
sperm.
It's like the bodega cat.
Yeah.
Oh my
large
God. It's
sperm
Like
in
a
a
giant
vat.
fucking sperm.
There's one large sperm in a vat that's swimming around. It's like, what is that? It's the biggest sperm ever. I wonder if the world's largest sperm.
Would you ever go to cum stop?
Only after I go to Blumpies.
They're right next to each other, so
Yeah,
why
they're
not
right next to each
make
other.
it a date?
Come stop at Blumpies.
Make it a date, man.
Yeah, can I get a Blumpkin and I'm gonna grab a drink over
Get
at Cum
a
Stop.
drink over it.
Pre-Roz, Blake896. I got Lockjaw doing graveyard chips at the dick sucking factory, and all I got was Lockjaw, as previously mentioned. Autistic Rosa Parks refusing to give up her seat on the short bus. Get Him to the Greek is no longer a movie. It's a true crime reenactment video. That's true, right? Because Russell Brand is a fucking allegedly a rapist, pedophile, allegedly or something.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he's a rapist, pedophile, piece of shit.
Allegedly, he's an alien.
Yeah.
Das Goopy filled it with his cum again. Same old dick it was back then. Come on, Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners. Gay musical youth past the bussy. Nicky Ziggy fermented pygmy. Gustav when he nuts be like for those who come after.
Nice.
I said that before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Those who
That's
bust
not. I'm
after.
sure a million people have.
Yeah.
For those who come after
Annoying
Those
race
who
trader.
bust
Lily's
after.
brother playing flat out IRL. Crashing cars. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly Brave. Dog the Beetle Humper. Aetherian needs help lowering his hit weapon in Halo 3. Penis. Nate from Memphis 1. And routing out our list as
Holy
always
shit.
is the king of haphazard, guys. Happy Pride Month. Thanks
Happy
for stopping
Pride.
by. Thanks for yeah, perfect.
I'm not doing that. No, thank you.
Okay, no, thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Sorry. Sorry, I don't agree with those choices.
I hate the way this is going.
Just bye.
Welcome to the show. Welcome, anyway, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Snark
Welcome to the show.
Part
Bye.
2.
We're leaving now.
For those who come after me, on me.
For those who come on me and after me.
For those who come and keep going and all that.